She says, "How should I put the sticker?" She's really, really accent. So she says, "Like, how should I put the sticker on my laptop?" And I say, "Just put it this way so that people can read it when you're using your laptop." She says, "No. I want to put it so they can't read it, so it makes them mad." So she wanted to put it like upside down, sideways.
Real life trolling.
Real trolling.
Just so it was, fun. Just so it bothered people, just to see how they react.
It's fucking
well. Imagine too, like how unreasonable you look when you go up to when you see that and you're like, who did this? Who did what? It's just a sticker.
Are you trying to do like the head turn without like really doing it? Like, I'm guessing the name's a little hard to pronounce. It's not just like John Smith, where it's like that's clearly John Smith or some shit like that.
It's also in like metal script, so you can't even fucking read it.
Metal. What do they call that font? What do they call metal font? Is there? There's like a standard, right? There's a whole standard. Like, okay, there's.
Oh, like the Metallica death metal looking words.
Like real death metal, because Metallica is just
when I think death metal, I think Metallica.
Metallica's font actually looks like it's a metal thing, whereas like when you see like death metal fonts, it looks like it's written in sludge.
Yeah, or sticks like that one meme.
I would just call it like T-shirt font because it's on T-shirts.
Exclusively. They don't have any posters. They don't have any CDs.
No CDs.
Just the shirts.
Well, if we call it media font, that's like
the most
cool.
I wonder who has like the grungiest fucking looking metal name. Because I remember I saw a couple that were like, you cannot read this name. Like, unless you know who the band is already, you're just like, that's just a bunch of squiggles. Fucking next band.
Oh, really?
Like,
you go whole death metal like fest. You're like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Do you know?
I can't read any of the band
I'd really
names.
like to go, but I don't know who these people are.
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't read the band names anymore. And I don't recognize any of the fonts already, so it's not just like, oh, yeah, I recognize that font. That's this band. It's just like, well, they're all fucked. I can't read any of those things.
I can't remember which band it was, but not John Petrucci, but it wasn't Portnoy. It was a drummer from one of the modern like prog rock or prog metal bands that I guess like saw a flyer for like a death metal fest kind of thing, and said that they got past the first name, and then after that they couldn't read any of them anymore. So they made I don't know if you saw this, but they made a post about it, and they had a hashtag that one of the bands on the bill, happened to search that time. So they invited him to the show, saying basically, like, come and see us, man, like, just to do it. I don't know if he ever took it up, but I want to say it was one of those bands like Abiotic or something like that, where you could barely make out each letter, and he's going through, he can't read a dang one of them. How do you explain that to your fans though, right? Like,
I guess
we don't have a name because I honestly couldn't think of one, so we just made this cool looking graphic though. It looks sick.
I think it's just like it's half the draw for if you're like supposed to be considered like a fucking death metal band.
Yeah.
Half the draw is like when I look at your band's name, that it's this crazy, dirty fucking writing that I can't even recognize the letters in.
Kind of like their vocals.
Portnoy's side.
They're verbals.
They're verbals.
I like the writtens better. It's much better.
They're verbals and they're writtens.
I don't go off verbals. I needed written down. Send me an email, something like that.
It's something I could point back to. Hard copy, digital, something.
Verbals don't stand up in court. That's the thing.
That's not a binding contract.
It's one of those ones it's really sad that the local like metal scene kind of really just fucking disappeared, because I remember that was like my middle school and high school years. You just go to a show every weekend or some shit.
In elementary?
In elementary school years.
I'll tell you, man, those elementary school pits.
Those third graders, they'll whoop your ass. They'll fucking kick your ass.
Vicious kids.
It's no joke.
They don't play around with their metal, and I think a lot of it has to do with you're playing a music that most people will not go pay to see, and most venues will not pay you to play because it's not dance music. It's not. Yeah. Usually, most people don't associate it with bar music.
It doesn't bring
which is funny.
Money.
Yeah, not immediately, but what's funny to me is that if you do put on a pretty good metal show, metalheads drink. It's just getting them to consistently come out to shows every week because a good example is my roommate actually just had his CD release party last night, and they play like an R&B kind of funk. And they're really good. He's a fantastic singer, good band.
Bring the funk.
I'd like to get him on here sometime, but even then, he was talking about his split of the door and stuff like that. I was like, dude, as a metal band, you don't get a split of the door.
Oh, yeah, that's not
You're talking about a split of the door.
It's also the problem with when they try to have like a bar, they either have to pay an extra security guard to stand there and fucking get wristbands, or they just lose sales because a lot of people who tend to go to these shows usually tend to be younger than 21, and so you have 18-year-old kids who now can't go. Half your show can't go to the show anymore. Otherwise, you have to pay an extra person. So a lot of these, I can see why the venue's just like, it's not really worth it. I can have a fucking EDM, or I can even have like a goofy cover band where you'll just get older people who are just gonna chill in here. I mean, it'll be a smaller crowd, but those older people will fucking buy drinks.
You'll still get you'll get the same turnout in drinks,
at least
if not
as far
more.
as they're concerned. Even though they don't, and when you see it, like when you go to metal shows, fucking metalheads drink like it's fucking going out of style.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're gonna have this is their last day of drinking ever, and you have to fucking drink everything.
They gotta be fucked up before the first band plays.
Yeah,
they gotta be fucked up.
You see people yakking while the first band's playing. It's like, dude, it's 6 p.m. You're not making it to the end of this show.
Or how about that hardcore show we went to, the 10 for 10?
The one
First thing I did was fall on my ass. We got to get drunk before that show started. Jump in the mosh pit. Start doing the hardcore thing, and then take one swing, one step, and just right on my butt. And unfortunately, people pick me up, but I mean, like, I still get that to this day from some people, you guys included. But it is, I mean, it's one of those times where it's like, dude, it's not even starting. Metalheads are wasted. It's trash.
Yeah.
It's done, and I was one of them. It was great.
No,
it's fantastic. Makes the show better.
It's how you have a great time. You're fucking trash for listening to metal throwing down because you don't give a fuck if someone like. You feel an arm slam into your chest so hard. If you're sober, you're like, ow, that hurt. But if you're drunk, it's like, oh, fucking keep going.
If anything, it powers you up.
Does alcohol make you feel less pain? Because I think it does.
It's more just you ignore it easier, especially when you're in that scenario, that setting where it's like there's a lot of energy.
Alcohol man, here to save the day.
Okay,
he gets really drunk and he can't feel pain.
There's a reason people fight when they're on alcohol because
people fight so quickly.
It's not real.
I just want to.
You don't realize till the morning that, man, my eye is really swollen. I think the eye socket is broken.
Let's go to the doctor. I think we should take this small lapse in time while we were talking about metal shows and alcohol and maybe even other drugs to explain to Joe how they work. On a more.
How do alcohols?
Do you remember?
So when you put an alcohol in your body.
Oh, tell me more.
Sometimes one.
Do you remember the show?
On a crazy night, 3 alcohols.
Bryce, do you remember the show that fucking you had taken me to, and I was at 14, and that kid asked you to put his hand on your hand on his back, and like you did for a second and took it off, and he has this bottle getting ready to chug it, and you do it for a second, take it off. He's like, no, keep your hand on my back. And you hold it there, and he chugs this fucking like a small bottle of Jack. Fucking chugs a little, like one of those little fucking alcoholic bottles. And afterwards, he's spitting all around, and he spits right on my hand because I'm like going.
You had your hand out, yeah.
Hand, spits right into my palm, and he pulls out like a $5 bill, wipes it up off my hand.
It was at the venue.
And hands me the $5
at the venue in Los Gatos, right? Yeah. We were in the parking lot. I remember now. Put your hand on my back while I drink this, man. Put your hand on my back while I drink. I didn't even understand why I was doing it. To be completely honest, I have this feeling that he was trying to have me like cover for him or something.
No, he was already drunk when he asked you to do this, and he had a small bottle of alcohol.
He might have, you know what?
He's leaning back.
Yeah. He might have been leaning so he didn't fall.
Yeah,
and he had. I think I know what we're talking about.
I remember.
I must have been drunk too.
I remember he's bringing it up to it. He's bringing it up to his mouth, and like you do a quick touch and then bring it off. He's like, no.
Yeah.
I need you to keep your hand on my back.
Come on, stupid.
Slow down.
Come on, you idiot. You gotta. What do you mean? Taking your hand off after a second?
The best part is when he just popped right in the balls and he threw up everywhere.
Oh, dude, he just tossed it instantly.
Really, it just made my night.
Were you working that show or what?
No, we were just.
I wasn't there.
We were
just
there
there
just to see the show.
Actually,
I was
Big
there,
Raptor, you might have been working.
I think he was probably working. Yeah.
Probably.
It was before I started even working shows. See, that's what one of the things that really kind of fucks me up is after I started working security, I stopped paying to go to shows. I'm here now. I work sometimes, so I'm not gonna pay to get in.
Austin, can you take it easy with the please?
Get that
That's
pop
why
filter.
you need a pop filter.
Yeah, the pops. You
Got
gotta have my pops.
I've ordered the relax.
Pop
Here.
rocks.
The pop rocks.
Have some of this pot.
Yeah, once you get like any way involved in putting on a show, in putting on a show, it seems like you. money? Why do you need money from me? I thought I was the guy. You know, it doesn't even matter what you do. Like you were a spectator at one show, but you got to carry gear in the back. So now every show is free.
You helped a band one time.
You go up expecting, hey, how's it going? To the ticket guy whose name you don't even know.
I've talked
hey, how you doing, man?
Other production companies shows I get in for free, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck you are?
They have no clue who you are, but all of a sudden you walk in there like you're hot shit, and half the time they'll let your ass in there. But, oh yeah, that's the guy that was from last time. Remember?
Well, it was also like I knew by the end of it, I knew the people at the front desk. So like, I've known you guys for years. I'm not paying for this. I'm walking inside. Like,
shut up. Of course not.
I had one personal conversation with Joel, so I'm fucking pretty in the game.
Yeah,
we're
we're
pretty
like
much
best
brothers
friends
at this point, right?
Yeah. He's actually managing my band that I'm starting in a few years.
I'm gonna think about it. First, I gotta learn how to play an instrument or sing.
It's a long-winded process.
It's a long-winded process. I won't shut up about it.
I gotta keep going on. Anyhow, so there's this one part that I was thinking in my head. It was like, but it sounds too much like the song that Metallica plays that Beavis and Butthead likes.
I'd like to have a reservation for a dinner for two.
Reservation for two.
Joe, why have you only had one beer? What the hell's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? I'm their elder.
Joe, I really want you just to come on here and just get embarrassingly drunk and say a lot of things that are embarrassing. And no one knows who the fuck you are.
That would be
Hey, you're just a voice.
Yeah, Joe, you're anonymous here, Joe.
There's a lot of people. Hey, there's a lot of people named Joe. Like 6.
I have 2 Joes at my work. I can't even remember which one's last name. He's got 2
at his fucking work.
Just at my work.
Joe Blow.
I would like to welcome Joe from Bryce's work.
Yeah, he's here now.
They'll never know.
Oh, and check it out. It's Joe from that other place that there's a Joe from.
They'll never know that it was me.
I went to McDonald's. The guy that helped me with.
It's Joe, the homeless guy who lives around the corner that we.
Why did you let him into your house? He's just really into podcasts.
He's a nice guy. I don't.
Good conversation.
Hey, you probably get some good stories if you're willing to let them in. That's why you go Ari with it and you do it in public. You just grab a homeless guy. Hey man, you want to talk? I'll pay you $40. I'll pay you $40 to come talk for an hour. Tell me some fucking stories, but I want to hear at least 3 great ones, or you get no money.
Dude.
So you got to have stipulations. You can't just hand them $40.
I would
lose your money.
I'd be like Dexter and cover everything in plastic first,
and then ruin your show towards the end of the season.
Well, they're diseased, so you don't want. Them
okay, I see where you're going here. They're diseased. They're not dirty. They don't need a shower or a shave.
Are you talking about killing homeless people?
Yeah, homeless people.
Are they lepers?
They're covered in scabies.
You heard it here. Joe kills homeless people. Joe from Bryce's work kills homeless people.
He does that. It's frequent.
I talked to a homeless guy the other week.
No way. You've actually talked to a homeless guy?
Yeah, I didn't give him any money though. He didn't
so
ask.
Gross.
I was reading this joke.
But you charged him for your time?
I should have.
So
he talked to me for like half an hour.
Sorry, dude. That's like $5.
He was like, "I'm the family patriarch, the firstborn son. It all belongs to me."
Whatever that was.
Why
right?
are you homeless then?
Yeah, dude, if it belongs to you.
He told me why he was homeless. He had an okay reason, but he should have just not been homeless.
I figured probably the biggest reason was that he didn't have a job.
You remember homeless Dave or whatever
Needed
his
a job
name
first.
was up in Campbell? There was this dude who was a homeless guy who like his parents are really rich and they would just come and drop him off money, but like he was just like decided he wanted to be homeless and fucking do nothing.
Yeah, there's people
and
like
so
that.
he would just fucking kind
guy
of
from
hang around all day. He was lives in Campbell by one of our clients' house. So he used to see him all the time.
The vocalist for Decrepit Birth is a by choice bum over in Santa Cruz. Yeah,
I remember my fucking economy teacher, Mr. Caldy.
Yeah,
he told us a story. He's talking about like what do you want to do with your life, and he was telling us a story. He had one kid, and he's like, I want to be homeless. And he's like, what do you want to do in 5 years? And he's like, I want to be homeless. And he's like, you're serious? He's like, yeah, I have no desire to like. He's like, I know I can live off of being homeless, and I don't really have any desire to just fucking have a house and have things. I just want to be homeless, which. I feel like also either he was getting trolled or you have some weird hipster kid who's like, it's cool to be homeless now.
It's
when
definitely
really
yeah.
That's the guy that I met. He was perfectly sane. He could work if he wanted to. Yeah. He wasn't disabled. He worked for like 40 years as a cement guy, so he was really good a tradesman with cement, and he just wanted to be homeless. So he met homeless people in San Francisco that trained him on how to be more effective as a homeless person.
You can make it upwards. I've read something that like in big cities you can make it upwards like $100,000 a year being homeless.
If you're that's begging.
Begging, probably.
Yeah,
well, that's what once you're homeless long enough, you're gonna start begging. That's eventually gonna happen. And if you're a good beggar and you can convince people that you need the money, you can make a lot of money off of that.
Well, I remember like my high school Renaissance fair. I put a lot of work into making a soda booth where I calculated like how much it would cost to set up the booth and buy the sodas, and then we calculated a correct price so that we would make a profit.
Really?
Yeah, and I put a lot of effort into it. My buddies too, and we ended up making like $50 total profit among all four of us. So each of us got like a quarter of $50 profit, which was cool that we even made profit because some booths didn't make profit at all. But there was this one guy who was the beggar for the Renaissance fair. He didn't sell a product. He didn't plan anything out. He didn't work together with people. It was just one guy doing his own thing, and he made over $200 just begging. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, just one shot too. Didn't take much. It was just that day. $200, no problem.
I remember we made.
Some people are generous, man. They don't need to know the story. Hey, you're asking for money. Here's the money. I got extra money. Here you go.
Yeah. Well, I remember my Renaissance fair. I did gold coins with my group, and it's like I was like a total of 5 kids, and I remember I was pissed at the end of the day because fucking me and 2 other kids throw in like $5 each and buy a Dollar Tree gold coins that like have like 10 coins in each pack or so, and so you can
Open this for me. I can't open bottles.
And so
I'm a sissy man boy.
We were selling them at like 50 cents a coin, and we made a cool amount of profit, but like those other 2 kids who paid no money also got money back. And at the end of the day, I was about to be like, wait. We invested in this. You had no money. Like, you shouldn't get any of the profit.
Yeah, it's like you did all the work.
Well,
that's not fair, you know? Come on, man. Give me something. Now, I never did anything like that, but I don't know. You're talking about like people being by choice homeless and stuff like that. Obviously, the dude in Decrepit Birth, like I said a minute ago, he was a by choice bum, and it was just so funny because this guy on stage, you could have guessed that was what he did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Down to he had no clothing that wasn't like ripped somewhere.
Oh, God.
Like in his t-shirt. He even changed after the show because his shit was all sweaty, which
all dirty,
I don't know. I figure that's, it's like a luxury at that point because I'll bet you anything they got him extra clothes or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So he's up there looking like death, doing death metal vocals in this band. It actually kind of added to the whole fanfare of it. I thought it was.
Did it feel like an art piece or just feel like he's just like a naturally dirty fucking.
I feel like you really smelled bad.
You could smell it over the other people's stench.
Yeah,
No, I mean, not really, but that would have been hilarious, right? He's that smelly, like he's a by choice bum for years.
Standout smell
Well, hey,
of metal
I remember.
It's bad too,
when
but
you
that guy
just-
stands out like a sore thumb.
I remember when you played with North of the
But when it
Woods,
smells.
and we went
Like
to
a
that
sore
show.
ass.
We went to the show in Los Banos where fucking we smoked out the trailer. Cause they locked us
you,
in,
me, and Gino.
and then we got fucking stuck at the end of the show. There was a homeless dude who they let into the place who fucking stank so bad. Like he's standing in the back still, but the whole back area fucking stink hella bad because he's just standing there.
And that's funny because you could pick his smell out from anybody else's.
Oh yeah,
It smells like normal sweat and nasty shit at a metal show, but I mean, homeless people they got a plethora of fragrances attached to them.
Yeah, well, the other week I went to a nightclub with fucking Brandon, my buddy, and your cousin Brandon, and his girlfriend, and we're fucking, and so we're dancing through there, and we come upon this group, we pass this group, it seems like straight BO, and like me and Brandon start talking, we're like, how do you come to a place like this, stinking like BO? Especially because like you're coming, if you're a guy for the most part, you're coming here to get some pussy or fucking at least something like that, and you reek like BO. Who the fuck are you pulling that night?
Oh, dude.
Why are you so mad about it?
It draws the girls in. They just love that nasty
It's
smell.
gross. It's
Austin has really hard opinions about BO.
On BO, yeah, you should
I
not.
didn't-
stink
I
There's
didn't
like
one
know
thing you
about-
won't fucking stand for.
I didn't know about deodorant until junior of high school.
Yeah, I told you.
You're the one who told me? Wait, no, you're fucking with me.
No, I swear to God.
Well, you were the one who told me that?
Yeah, you used to smell so bad, dog.
Dude.
Your fucking room smelled like
Oh,
BO.
my God.
It's
Oh,
like,
my room
Joe,
still smells terrible.
Joe, it's not optional. You have to wear this shit.
I wear it now. I think I'm wearing
I
it
remember
today.
I used to use body spray for like.
That's
the-
not.
We
that's
all
not
use
the
body
same.
And what, exactly what it did.
Everyone in high
well,
school makes
what-
that.
what it
Axe
did-
yourself up.
Well, what it did, well, I would use it on my armpits, but it would sting my arm because there's a lot of alcohol in that body spray and shit, and so it would just like I would just for like 2 minutes just like, oh fuck, my fucking armpits are stinging. Like, I'll just deal with this until it's over.
Did you know that Axe had to change their marketing because they were becoming associated with virgins? And that if you look at like the old Axe spray cans, they would have lots of things that would heavily imply that the people that were using it were virgins.
Yeah, dragons. And
Yeah,
all that
Dungeons
shit.
and
Well, no.
Dragons.
One of them was like, fuck you. One of them was like, fake it until you make it.
It was two. It
Like
was
it was like a
two-
guy on a unicycle, like
It was
just
two
riding around.
it
Like
was
that's
two-
cool.
I
it
would
was a
buy
thing,
that.
It was a
I would
thing that
buy
was
it.
two dragons that were like fucking like
Two
crossed
dragons
into,
riding
like,
a unicycle.
Hey,
It was pictures like that were like
if I'm fighting dragons,
that. The idea is supposed to be bad. It was my
Knee
remember
deep.
Bod. Remember fucking the hot
No.
Bod.
I have some right there.
Check Bod's good. It's a
BOD,
good-
dog.
It's not a bad
Smells
fucking thing.
good.
But I remember the goofy commercials. It was like they were implying that if you use this fucking spray,
yeah,
that you were going to have a sexy six.
I mean, it's a pheromone.
abs.
You're just putting a pheromone on.
marijuana.
You don't wear that for you.
I do wear it for me. I like smelling.
Oh,
good.
it smell good. You can't smell yourself after like 5 minutes.
But it's more the fact that I know I don't smell bad, and that's the important part.
Do
I
you-
don't care if I smell good, but I don't want to smell
I mean,
bad.
You smell bad right now.
I always smell bad. That's
You
the
don't
worry.
even need to
Yeah, I
light
had
it.
this constant worry. I tell people like I have a constant worry that I smell really bad.
I've
I know
got
I'm probably
I've got
gonna
a
get
constant
trolled
worry.
because I'm willing to admit it.
Yeah.
But I like every time I go to the gym, it's just like the whole time. Every time someone looks at me, it's like, yep, they're looking at me because I smell like shit. That's
Dude,
the only
if
reason
you're-
they could look. They could
there's-
look in my direction. They
there's
could possibly
acceptable-
just be glancing that way. No. It's because I smell bad.
I want to
They're
pay
looking
someone
at
to walk
that
up to you at
stinky
the
guy.
gym, like a really hot girl, and be like, "Holy shit, man, you smell
You smell like
awful."
shit.
You wouldn't even
I
have to
would
pay him
probably-
that much.
I'd probably start crying. I'd probably finish my workout crying.
Lifting weights,
One.
like huge weights.
Two.
Everyone, shut up.
I'm always like really self-conscious about my breath. Always worrying about my
breasts?
breath.
Your breasts
Yeah.
are fantastic, dude.
Your breasts are, yeah.
I'll
you
keep
got-
breathing
you
them
got
on you
gr-
heavily.
You got great
You have
breasts,
great breasts.
man.
You got a nice
some great
rack.
breasts. I like to squeeze them and
Breasts.
Whoa.
I think I have been gaining some breasts lately.
breast assists.
They're
It's
looking
because
good.
I've been sitting at my job. I've been gaining weight, and so I've been getting
Fatty.
a little flabbier.
Fatty.
Oh no!
Why? So you can beat them, fatty.
What? What? It's okay. I'm gonna have the IT guy get me a squishy, mushy
And
mat,
not be fatty.
and I'll stand on it
That's
so my
gonna.
feet don't.
That'll
get sore.
fix it.
That's gonna suck. Yeah,
You know,
you're
that's why you're
looking
getting
at
fat,
that.
because you don't have a squishy, wishy mat. If you got a squishy mat, then
One of my
you're
coworkers
fucking good.
has one. It
Squishy
feels
mat,
so
and, you know,
good.
He's got to be.
And he's skinny as shit,
He's got
so that's...
six-pack abs.
He looks like
so-
a Hawaiian dream boy or something. He just has perfect. I sound really Gary.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
Hey.
about as good as it gets.
this is why your parents didn't want you to wear
Do
the
you
women's
imagine?
clothes.
Do you imagine what his cock would feel like in your hands and in your mouth?
Is that something that,
Bet
that
you
made
tastes
it cross
good,
your
right?
mind?
He has a sister that works there, and she's just my type, but she's probably too like successful and smart.
But
for
she's
me.
a
And
woman
you're
and that
fat,
brother-
so
that
she doesn't like
fucking-
fat guys.
I was like, wow, that's cool. They're related and they're working at the same company. That's cool.
No, that would be awful.
What?
Because
No.
now she has someone to complain to. So
You know
she
what
was
was
a
weird
high
though?
rock.
Every Friday we do this roundup where everyone gets together and we do a shout outs where we like basically kiss each other's asses, and the
We
girl
suck each other's cocks.
she
too.
Yo,
she
shout out
shouted
to
out
my girl,
she shouted out her
Khalifa.
brother, and I'm like, most of the company probably doesn't know that you guys are related, but we do, and this is weird. Like, I wouldn't shout out my relatives
Why not,
No,
bro?
not smart.
unless it was like
It's
a
like
family
obvious
reunion.
nepotism.
That's my
Exactly.
Well,
That's my cousin over there.
Big shout out to my
Hey,
cousin.
It's bad. It's bad business. It's very bad business wise. It makes you look like you're fucking. You're
My
have a
cousin, little Ray
bias.
Ray.
That you're willing to have a nepotistic bias.
I mean, they're both very competent, so even if it was nepotism, like they're good hires. But yeah,
well, it's more. That's why professionally, it's more of the like. It's why you don't have your family as your references when you go to another company, because the company looks at it as like, Why your brother's not gonna say you're an idiot, even if you really are, because he's not gonna talk shit about you.
Try putting that. Yeah, I was gonna say try putting that on your resumes, Austin.
Yeah, you should apply.
Have him call your brother. Have him call your brother right there.
That's why I wouldn't put my brother.
He's almost definitely an idiot.
Matter of fact, that actually might help your case if you were to put him.
He's almost definitely incompetent. You should never hire
this
him.
This is not the right hire. This is not the guy.
Go ahead and hire him. It'd be hilarious.
Dude, I'm pretty sure, like, if you're asked to give someone a reference, like if you're an employer, and you give a bad reference, you can get sued.
Well, it's more.
You can. Let's liable.
Really? If you're being actually libelous, but if you're.
But most of the time they're not going to tell you.
Well,
anyway,
that's why I've heard that they just do it ambiguously. People are like, oh well, how is this guy? Oh, he's not terrible. He's not a standout employee, but and so that implies to the other company that you're a bad worker.
Stop talking over people while they're talking.
I know. No one's talking.
Talk under people
I
instead.
stop talking after.
Like get underneath them.
Trying to wait for you.
You're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit.
I just want to let you know, dude.
Big bitch.
Piece of shit.
You shouldn't hire my brother. He's a piece of shit.
There's one reason I wouldn't do it, because he's a piece of shit.
You know, he talks over people.
I don't know what that means.
We're
He
actually
talks over people on podcasts.
And I get shit done.
I pray to Joe Pesci because it seems like you get shit done.
Do you guys want to start your own businesses someday? Because I do.
Nope.
You do?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Not ever.
Do you have any plans? Any?
I have no ideas.
Same here.
Yeah,
I had a few with friends in high school, but none of them were actually realistic businesses. I had one called Smoking Out. Smoking Out was going to be a weed smoking
Oh, you had
restaurant.
what every goofy stoner.
But yeah,
said.
every dumb goofy stoner.
Remember, we had that Smoking Out idea.
and then we had
it's totally original.
and then we had high and then we had
No one thought of this.
Then we had High Score, which is essentially the weed version of AFK Lounge downtown. The fucking
that would actually work.
Which is essentially YouthNet with alcohol.
That's the gaming.
Oh, not
the game.
marijuana.
It's a bar as well.
Yeah, yeah.
YouthNet still. There's still one YouthNet in San Jose, but
I don't know how you have a
that one's. I don't know. It's dying. It's definitely a bad business.
They
have
those lounges now.
There's my AFK lounges downtown is a
so
bar.
there's AFK, and then there's also at the Great Mall. There's one.
Are they a bar? Or is it like
it's not, no,
is it like YouthNet?
It's like YouthNet. It's like
well,
YouthNet.
that was our original idea when we used to talk. Like, used to be me and like Brandon, all the boys. Then we were all talking about fucking. Yeah, it would just be like YouthNet with weed. And then, like, I remember I used to always be, like, the fucking voice of reason that would shut all their shit down and be like, they would just be like, I would just be like, yeah, you can't smoke in the building.
Yeah,
you're doing that.
That's never gonna fly.
Either
not
you're doing
not
it
legally.
next door, and it can't even be connected because they're not. That's not gonna fly either.
Nope. No,
you can't have a door that connects to this.
Well, even now too,
building,
like right, unless you can get them 25 feet away from that door, you're gonna.
It wouldn't pass like a. I don't think it would pass fire coding.
Why do these dumb stoners know building code?
That's why fucking.
It's like the easiest thing to learn.
Well,
isn't it?
there was a place called Relax downtown by San Jose.
Educate yourself, idiots.
That it was an indoor. It was a smoking lounge. It was a place you come in and they had like rigs and stuff you could dab and like smoke weed. It was kind of like Medics, an old a club that they all end up getting shut down. But
medical club.
Medics was an actual medical club. As well as like they had a lot of room that you could come buy shit and then sit down, fucking smoke your weed right in the room there. Of course, they're like you're probably breaking a hell of fire code violations. So
you can't smoke cigarettes
shut
inside.
Them down. Yeah.
Why would it be okay for weed?
Yeah, there's a reason
you
that
think
we
it's
don't
okay?
allow smoking indoors anymore. It's not good for the building. They found that it's not good for the building
indoors
itself.
is genius because it keeps the smoke inside with you,
Yeah.
so you can smoke it more.
So you can save it for later.
So you can save it for later. It doesn't go stale or anything.
You can share it with people.
It tastes better
You
with
can take
age.
it home with you, like in a box.
That's why people get like old cigars, that they've been chewing on for the past good 5 years, and
Are you?
They light it multiple times. I mean, people save all kinds of goofy shit, It's just like, when you go down, you're walking down the street maybe, or, you're talking to your friend while you're downtown.
Play with this?
And you say, they're right there. I'll go grab one of these cigarettes off the ground as a refry.
Like me, though.
That's some crackhead shit.
It's a great. You don't like it? You're not a fan?
Kids by my house.
See, I like to go to the ashtrays because there's usually a lot of them.
Yeah, I'll tell them about your goofy friends with that fucking house.
I used to know kids when I was in high school that like I had a buddy and fucking the kids that he hung out with. There was this place called the Refry House. They would call, and it was this old lady who smoked her cigarettes out front, and she just lit her cigarettes in like. It was like almost right by the the sidewalk because she knew what was happening. She knew these tweaker kids are coming up and searching through for things that the butts that they can actually hit, and they would come take them. So she just left them out.
So they
all
would
the time.
smoke.
Or one time my buddy was just like, "Hey, you want to go to the Refry House?" So I was like, "No." And well, like I walked with
Like
him.
beans?
I walked. I remember that he told me he's like the Refry House, and I was like, "Sure." And I walked with him, and like he starts picking through, and I was like, I'm not hitting any of these. These are gross.
And I think the worst part is that you tell me, hey man, you want to go to the refry house? I'd be like, oh, yeah, that sounds fucking good. What are they refrying? Are they refrying beans? Are they refrying like bacons? Are they refrying?
Nope,
I love fried
cigarette.
chicken.
When we used to still smoke, he goes searching through the butts. So like one night it rained and he still came out and he came out searching through the butts and I was like, those are rain butts. Those are gross. And oh, there's one that fucking that's still hitting.
My roommate, friggin'.
It's tweaker shit.
She left, dude. She left her cigarette pack outside. I had like 4 cigarettes in it or 5 cigarettes in it. And what she decided to do was the next day bring them in, so they didn't get rained on again. And then when it actually got, nice enough out that the sun was out, she left them outside in order to dry them out so that she could smoke them again. And so one day she gets home from work. And she is like, I mean, no joke. She comes outside with me. I'm having a drink and having a cigarette, and she goes like and sits down. Oh, hey, how's it going? And she reaches for one of these things, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Those
and
are my cigarette butts.
She explained all that to me. Like I had figured something weird was going on. Nobody. I'm Cliff Tuck of Xandar, and I've been here for about 5 or 6 years.
I'm Austin Rafter. This is my brother Christopher Rafter. We're here with our friends Bryce Silver and you had Joe Berger on earlier, and fucking this is hanging from the rafters. Hello.
Is it the end now, or
no? It's just the beginning.
No, Austin's decided right now. Seems like a good time. I mean, we're like an hour in, so like.
Well,
the anticipation.
I think any good podcast is always. Yeah, it's always edited later. You know, you don't ever do a live podcast. You say you did a live podcast. That's what you do.
Well, a couple other podcasts.
Well, obviously we're not live. No, we're live. We're taking callers.
We're live right now.
It's the number is 415-9627-35.
Hey, it'd be great if
call
it
that
sounded
number.
like you were lying to me right there.
It'd be great if this.
I think there's too many numbers. Just pick a few. Pick some numbers. Call those numbers, and if they answer, tell them you're looking for me.
The number is actually 281-330-8004, and you're gonna have to hit Mike Jones up on the low and
yeah.
That's from a song.
That is.
I'm not that cool.
Who?
You don't remember Mike Jones?
Mike Jones.
Oh.
I only heard like one song.
Actually,
it was
George
him and
Jones.
I thought it was him and
8004. Hit Mike Jones.
You don't know the
song. Wait,
you don't know it.
Go ahead, do the whole song.
Start
from the top.
Thing.
Let me start over.
So I'll give you for the 1 and 2. And 3
Joe,
and
can you
4.
play some goofy music for Austin on
Can
your
you play
thing?
some Mike Jones for me?
Do you know Mike Jones?
Do you remember Mike Jones?
I know that. No.
Yep. He's a rapper.
I'm a person.
He was a rapper.
And I won't be treated like anything else but a person.
I am actually a horse-person hybrid, and I'll expect you to
mainly
treat me
horse.
as so. Mostly horse.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
You know, I can
In the
kind of see
penis
it.
size. That's what I mean. In the penis.
Oh.
I have.
Well, that must be very cumbersome and uncomfortable. It must be
is.
a great
it's actually
burden.
it's a great burden.
It is, and great in the sense that it is a
Well, the worst part is you
difficult
think,
burden
you think
too.
people would
Because
like,
Great bird.
no,
well,
a
you
complete
think
the
people
opposite.
would like it, but they're just like they're disgusted by it. They think
Well,
it's
and you know,
weird and
one of
gross.
the most common things I hear from people of your
Color.
cursed condition,
Your stature and
cursed condition, I would call it, is that the TSA at the airport has got to be nuts. You see what I'm saying there?
You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
gotta be
film
nuts.
picking up and putting down?
Yeah. You ever get those
Smelly
cavity surgeries,
weeble?
man?
Nuts.
Mm-mm.
Pick on my smelly weeble.
It just it cannot be a good thing. I imagine that each time you get patted down, it's a whole new. You got to
Whole
explain
new
it
world.
to them. Do they give vouchers or anything like that for consistent? You know
It
what
says
I
right
mean?
on your ID, large dick.
Large dick. Don't be a large.
Or
Big
maybe-
old dick.
You know, it'd be funny if you would next time you go on an airplane when you get in that scanner thing, when like after it beats, just like, how does my dick look? How did my dick look good?
Can you
or
see it though? That's why it spins around, right? So you can see all angles, right?
the whole thing?
Hey,
They want
lady,
that.
how's my dick looking?
Is it looking good?
Is it average at
I
least?
could do a different angle. Hold on. Let me get a little hard because it's embarrassing. It's so small right now.
Right? It's just
cold
a.
out.
Can I
it's
jack
just a-
myself off a little bit right here?
You have to understand, it's 6 in the morning. It was cold as
Early
shit
on.
outside like 5 minutes ago. How can you expect me to just like present in this conditions?
There's such a thing as shrinkage. I think we all know from Seinfeld.
Bring something like it'd be funny if you knew you had absolutely nothing that
Thought to
would,
use
would
my
actually
ass,
get you
bitch.
arrested, and just ask them not to look through your bag. Just like, can I not put this through? Can I just like, no, you guys just don't look through my bag.
Can I
and,
skip
like,
all this? I don't want to do this.
I just
Can I
don't
not
like-
do this?
You know, I just don't want you to look through my bag. It's
It's a little personal.
there's nothing in there. No, there's nothing in there. It's fine. It's fine.
There's a
Don't
picture of
look
me
through-
when I was like 8
don't
and I had
look
goofy
through my
haircut. It was the worst.
I'm just a private person.
Tell them there are things in there that there are not. Make yourself really inconvenient. Because you know at this point in the search that at some point they're going to bring you into the back
You know,
room.
it's better. Start naming off what you know what your rights are.
Yeah.
And I have a right for you not to go through my bag. And they're like, we
I
have a right for
fucking
you
right
can't
to
get on this
bear
plane.
arms.
Don't
I
you
have a
lose that
right
right
for-
as soon as you buy a ticket?
Just
though?
constantly through the line be announcing like, it's my Second Amendment right to bear arms. It's my right to bear arms as when I can, whenever I
armed
want.
bears.
Everybody at this airport. I'm not
And,
going
like,
to say
once you
anything
get up
about
there, there's nothing.
anything else, but I mean, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and say Second Amendment rights here, you can't take them away. Just I think saying that would be enough for most people. That'd be enough to scare them.
Bam, 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 bam.
Exactly. You just change the language, you say it the right way, people still freak out.
You're fine.
Because I want to.
I turned your gate down so you stop
he's-
popping.
Okay.
He's the
I'm
podcast king,
I lost
so
my volume.
ask
I'm
him.
clipping every now and again.
I was listening to it.
Yeah. But even then. So, we got the Super Bowl tomorrow, which means probably one of the more important things
Super Bowl
of the
food.
year. And that is not even the food, no.
Mhm.
I mean, we're about to see, I would think, probably the greatest
Boobs.
performance of the year by anybody in JT coming up, Mr. Justin Timberlake. And
Oh,
I'm very
he's
very
halftime?
excited for this halftime show because, you know, for me, football is like a like a place of, a spiritual guidance, towards the greatest pop sensations that this world's ever seen, and characterized by the Super Bowl, and it's gonna be great. I
Wait,
wonder,
Jesus is gonna do.
yeah, Jesus, Justin Timberlake, baby. You know
Oh,
how
they
they call
doing
him?
the collabo?
Call him Big Jesus.
He
Jesus.
likes it when you call him Big
He
Jesus.
likes
The big
He
J,
likes it.
big JC with the big JT. You know, they're doing it
And-
right.
And that's the thing, they're getting smart in the NFL. They're booking better groups every year. Like Jesus and Justin Timberlake together, this is going to be a hell of a fucking halftime show. I'll
Next
say
year,
that right now.
Muhammad and fucking.
Get Muhammad and Muhammad, right?
Come on,
Get
one
Muhammad
more.
Ali,
No, think of another one.
you know.
I was gonna say Adele. That's what I was trying to think of.
Muhammad and Adele. That's a match made in heaven.
She's kind of never known I find someone. He's like, "Hallelujah." You know how it goes.
Can you sing that again? One from the top.
Sing us the song of your people.
Can you do the whole song?
Sing it to us.
Sing us the song of your people.
Do you
So
know the
of
way?
course,
You
now-
know the way.
Let me show you the way.
oh,
Please.
please, let's
let
not
me
do
show you the way.
this.
Let's spit on you.
I like it.
Oh, let's please not do that. But I guess I think after the halftime show, the next most important part would probably be, I think any wise person would agree. The game, no, not the game. The game is just a vessel for what we watch to enjoy. Okay, we want to see the commercials. We want to see good ones.
No, those have sucked lately.
Hey,
they sucked
did you
lately.
see that? Did you see the one with fucking what's his name?
They are great.
The imp and Morgan Freeman.
I didn't like it.
I love that fucking.
Yeah.
You can't call them imps.
He's doing Busta Rhymes verse. That's a fast ass verse. He's fucking feeling like running for getting at it. He's getting at it.
What did you just say? I can't remember getting at it. You know what I'm saying?
and on tonight's show, we have Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Boomhauer, you know, singing, oh man, oh man. Singing, oh man.
Yeah, man, dang on, man.
You know, dang on fucking going to sing, man. You know, he actually says words.
Yeah, it just kind of slurs them.
It's the voice actor is able to, like, do it well enough so it sounds like
and that's why he has job security.
What? Actually, I think that was like his only show. He did a Boomhauer and Dale.
But I mean, he ain't getting fired because he can do both of them, and the Boomhauer one.
There's also talk of bringing that show back supposedly, but like the biggest reason was Brittany Adams, but Brittany Murphy died, and so that's you have to fill her spot, and so. She's a pretty central character in the show.
They could just get someone that could do that voice. It just sounds like you smoke too much.
But at the same time, it's more. I think it's more of at least the original reason. Or besides, they were
the voice of Luann.
Fox cut them for Cleveland show. I think it was Cleveland show, and then they were also. It was just like they knew her death and all that. It was kind of like it was going to change.
Yeah,
it hit them. Yeah, the dynamic would not be the same.
Mm-hmm.
What? What did you say?
Did that show end?
Yes. That's in 2009.
It did end.
Brittany Murphy died, and then Fox canceled them for the I think it's Cleveland show, but I think it might be another show.
They never got like a finishing episode.
I don't remember if they wrapped
season.
it up or not. Yeah, I think they did.
Really wrap shows
I don't
up.
think it was like Sopranos wrapped it up.
Like,
They fucking
what
it's
about
implied
the
that
Simpsons though? Could you wrap the Simpsons up? They've been
Yeah.
going on for...
you could just do a kind of like it's
Talk
more
to the microphone, Joe. Pick one.
Yeah, you were talking about.
It sounds terrible when you're just talking off the microphone. It sounds bad.
Boop. Betty boop.
This is why everyone hates Lewis and that fucking losing skates because you gotta be the guy to be like talking to the fucking microphone, dude.
this Cometown they have people talking on mic. It doesn't sound terrible if you're with your mic set. The only problem is that,
You guys just take it out and hold it. You could pull on that. There's a lot of slack.
This is fine, right?
Yeah.
I'm just postulating.
No, I'm gonna do a beat.
Yeah. My boys, The Simpsons, been playing for years. Can't close that show because everyone fears. Okay, so you can't close The Simpsons because they've been going for like just forever.
And I guess the difference is, especially for The Simpsons,
the fuck that was?
How, like ridiculous some of the plot lines are.
You
And the
take
world
that
they
off.
live in. Whereas the King of the Hill.
It's like really tough.
Oh, you got to wrap this.
But because the
King
plot,
of the Hill. Well, King of the Hill it's a realistic, so mostly realistic world, and so it's not so. I don't. If they wrapped it up, I doubt they wrapped it up so much as like it's a straight wrap up, like the fucking this is it for the family. So much as like this is it for like we're gonna stop.
Turn that mic on. Well, not
It doesn't turn off.
It's the one that
It doesn't turn off.
Yeah.
That one's popping and clipping a little bit.
What's up? What's up?
So there were things that happened today. Did you hear about them?
Pills are good.
No, I was just asking if you heard about the things that happened today.
Yeah, things.
Because I would like to be informed.
Hey,
I didn't look about any of the things that happened.
So recently, I read an article or saw this thing. There's a new deep learning. There's a new deep learning algorithm that allows for you to replace people's faces within a movie. And the videos I saw where they were putting
I saw you post that.
But did you see? Fucking. There's more recently people are just using it to put like Scarlett Johansson's face in porn, and it made me think like I remember when I was a kid and I was watching through some site, and then like I clicked on this video and it was a weird thing where like they superimpose like a celebrity's head onto like a porn body, and it didn't ever match. Like a lot of times you would see the porn head like bounce out of their head constantly.
Yeah.
But it's like the celebrity like giving interviews, so they're talking, but they're sitting there getting fucked because it's also superimposed on the neck lazily,
So
it
ridiculous.
didn't match. Whereas like now they're putting Scarlett Johansson's face onto the face, so it looks like it's her face, actually like her face getting fucked in whatever body of the fucking that porn star.
Oh man, I don't know. I guess like, what do you do in her position? And I don't mean that.
No, you can't stop.
I don't mean that how you think I do.
Yeah, no, it's the new
What
world.
I
You
mean
can't stop that.
is like, do you take it gracefully and say, you know, yeah, whatever, like awesome, like I have fans, like, you know,
Yeah.
of course I know that about my fans.
Of course, I know people want to fuck me. Like I'm hot.
I am in the Avengers for a reason. My crotch is in some dude's face every single time I fight.
Do you not see my
At some
sexy
point
ass
in the
body?
fight, yeah, at some point I do that crazy thing where I punch you a bunch of times and then like I cartwheel onto your shoulders with my fucking vajay in your goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly. Come on, tell me like every fight doesn't like start.
Every time it's always it's centered on her face
Who
with
wants
her
to do
breast.
this?
It's so it's centered, every time she lands somewhere after doing a fucking thing, it's she's centered on her face and her breast, or she's landing her puss right in some dude's face.
But hey, I mean, like if sex sells, then they're making money, right?
What are you doing?
Going bug wild.
Stop.
Please just don't. It's not nice. It's not nice at all.
All right, we're gonna stop.
You want to stop?
Sure.
Let's stop.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. All right, you guys have a good one.
You can't wrap it up when I'm here. 5-minute wrap to the people will fear that a new government's coming, and now we're here rapping like I can because I am a B-dog, chilling out with Christopher's dog. He's got 3 little onions, real squishy as they, but
You guys.
And we're back here with another fine evening.
And now we're back from outer space.
Did I tell you about the time that I got to announce for the football game?
Really?
Yeah. Are we playing right now? By the way, so I normally do statistics for the Gavilan College football team, and then they have the announcer, and he kind of acts as like my backup, where you know I can tell him who made the tackle and stuff, but he could tell me who had the ball. Usually, it kind of worked together. Well, in the last game of the season this year, this guy tells me, "Oh yeah, I got to pick my daughter up." About halfway through the game, didn't really think too much of it. He's asking, I don't know, what the plan is. I kind of had a feeling what the plan was, but either way, he brings it up in front of the athletic director. Athletic director looks at me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been waiting to do this for the past like 4 years.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. And so we had another guy doing stats, fortunately, that game, and I was able to do it. But I wanted to, as much as possible, try to make it like you were seeing it on TV.
Yeah.
So after each play, or any stoppage in play where the referee blows a whistle and they have like a timeout or something like that, I would make sure to say things such as, "Okay, and there's a timeout called on the field, and we will be back after this." and I'd be saying this over the PA. So the best part is when you say something like that, and then you kind of look down at the people, and they're all looking around like, "What?"
They're trying to figure out what's going on.
Trying to figure out, is there a commercial coming up? What's going on? It's like, we want to thank our sponsors, and I got to read down the sponsorship list. And after I read the sponsorship, I want to thank so and so, this interior company and that one, blah blah blah. We want to remind all of you that today's game is being televised. Straight up say, we want to remind you that today's game is being televised live. Please go home and make sure to set your VHS and DVRs. I'm saying this over the thing. The best part is people are going with it, but I don't think they realized I was saying things like set your VHS player to record. So it was a good time because I got to go in there and just just cat bullshit off the whole time.
Yeah. Did you ever do any of the Pat Summerall to the 20, to the 25?
That's the thing, man. I wanted to do that kind of stuff the whole time so bad, but you're supposed to wait until after the play.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It was like the guy over the loudspeaker, you know.
Yeah,
not on the fucking radio.
I wish it was. I was treating it as much as I could like that. So I would say things like, goes up to the middle for 5-yard gain brought down by a host of Lions. First down.
Yeah,
God forbid they scored a touchdown when I yelled that so loud into the microphone. Oh, the people over there, their ears must have been bleeding. Touchdown, Rams! He goes for a 65-yard pass. Oh, it was like my crowning moment. I felt so cool. And then I realized, like, no, not only is no one going to hear this, but who gives a shit?
No one cares.
No one cares. No one's listening. They're all talking and shit. Like, oh, my son made the play. All right.
This is my junior college announcing moment here.
Yeah, there's been a guy on the team, believe it or not, for the last couple of years. And they called him the Green Lantern. They called him the Green Lantern because this kid's, no joke, his name was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So I would, whenever he would make a pass or a catch or whatever like that, after a while, halfway through the season, I would just yell like, catch Deadpool or catch Green Lantern,
Yeah, he was in other movies.
Yeah, but no one cares
lot
about
of them.
those, right? Like, no one cares about waiting or anything unless you bring it up in casual conversation. And then
Waiting's
some
a
fool
great
says,
movie.
"Oh yeah, but Deadpool, right?"
But yeah, those are the recent ones that people remember.
They remember him in Deadpool for being awesome and in Green Lantern for sucking. The best part is he's like
I like
a
Green
good,
Lantern.
Yeah, he's a good actor for the role too, but it just didn't turn out.
It
that
was just
well.
really weird. It was just they kind of forced the storyline, and they did that whole CG suit and looked
Yeah,
shitty.
it really
and-
wasn't. I thought the CG suit looked great. I think the big problem with that movie was that they tried to combine villains into one villain. Try to make I can't remember his name, but
Well,
he's one of the Earth villains that he has. One of the more grounded.
Sinestro.
Yeah, they tried to do the Sinestro thing at the end, but they tried to use Parallax.
Oh, well, was that supposed to be Parallax?
Yeah, because it's supposed
okay.
to be like the fear entity is named Parallax.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be the combination that him and that one scientist made, but it was too much, and two, like, no one knows who any of these characters are already, and you're trying to do so much with so little. It's just too much.
Parallax sounds like a paralyzed supervillain.
He's the supervillain who can't save anyone. He's not handicapped. He is handicapable.
Most supervillains don't try to save anyone.
Yes, they do.
Villains with a V.
That's
No, with a
that's
P.
their job.
Okay, you got me there.
V for Vendetta.
You never seen that movie?
V for Vin Villain.
Natalie Portman?
I
shave your
actually
V
think
for
he was
vagina?
the bad guy. Did you save your V for vagina?
Ooh, coming back around.
'Cause now you're from outer space.
What's that from? Are you just making shit up?
No, that's
No.
from.
It's from the
The
second.
first I was afraid, I was petrified. I can't remember what the hell. I will survive.
Yeah.
Oh, I just don't know anything.
We had a cover band for a while, and the gal wanted to sing that song.
Really?
Dude, we had to stop playing it
You're
for
like,
a
we're
while.
not black.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first thing, right? I was like, okay, first of all, we're not black. How are we supposed to play this song with any real soul, you know?
Doing fucking-
We ain't got the feeling like everybody else does, you know? So she would always sing this song. Me and John would always look at each other halfway through and be like, dude, we don't have enough instruments to give this song justice. You're over here making us look bad. Oh, but this is my best song. Yeah. No one's going to give a shit with how we sound.
Yeah.
We sound like crap. You sound amazing. You sound like shit.
Nice.
Sorry.
That's recorded now.
Cool.
Guilty as charged
There's
with
actual
the burps.
evidence.
Guilty as charged.
I should have gone harder then. I should have done such a bitch bird. Yeah. Just fucking growl.
You're fucking doing metal growls with your burps.
It's the only way I would be able to do metal growls.
Long burps.
All I do is just burp on stage.
Let's go up when I burp a lot on
For like
stage.
an hour.
I think you get away with it, to be honest.
Probably.
You got
You don't
the
have
right
to,
guy.
you don't do too many of them
So
too.
you just have like, we're a weird gassy guy.
John
One of those dudes
Gassy
who
Guy
burps,
Johnson.
because I had broccoli today. So?
Wait, does
Broccoli
broccoli make
does
you
that to
burp?
shit? I
I
don't know.
thought
I've
broccoli-
heard-
I thought
Did
it
you
makes
make
you
that up?
fart.
I thought it makes you fart.
Who knows, man?
Yeah.
It's all that fiber. That's
It's
all I
just
know.
fiber. I mean,
That's all I know.
Bonifuco fiber.
Well, and you know through Anthony how bad that fiber is in terms of volume.
Oh,
Oh, my
yeah.
God. Anthony was
Deadly.
yeah, that was bad. I remember one time him and Jonathan cross paths. He got a vegan who's eating a ton of fiber and taking a bunch of protein supplements. So, He's farting a lot, and they all smell bad. You got Jonathan, who's just like a goddamn chili-eating machine. Oh, my God. They farted in the same room, and I walked past the two of them. I thought I was going to die. Dude, I was choking, man, on the air. Like, breathing in, it burned. Going down, the air did. It was that bad. Never let a vegan and a normal person rip terrible ass.
Be in the same room at the same time?
It's bad, dude. Yeah. First of all, keep your children away from the vegans. They're very...
Fart wars.
These are, yeah. Exactly.
We're here to talk
There's a whole
today
thing in the
about
history
the
books
vegan
about it.
agenda. They're just trying to make your kids.
They just want to ruin you. They're just here to ruin you and your kids.
Well, the thing that they're trying to do is get you on all these excess supplements. And the reason why they're trying to do that,
Big pharma.
it's big, yeah, exactly. Big supplement is what they're calling it these days. And the vegans are in and deep. They're in it deep with them.
It's a big conspiracy amongst every vegan.
Yeah, they want you taking extra B vitamins.
Because they want you to be happy.
Get a B12 shot.
Yeah, we're doing wheatgrass shots today, guys.
Doing shut the wheatgrass there, bud. Hey, what are you doing there, bud?
They always tell you things too. They're like super. It's good for you. It's so good for you. You should do it. It's good for you. Yeah, but it tastes like shit.
Then climb to the top of the food chain to eat carrots.
Yeah. I mean, we climb to the top of the food chain to eat carrots when we feel like it.
Yeah.
That's
the
a
whole
side to
point.
meat.
Yeah.
Like it's something to make it look nice.
I'm supposed to make those decisions myself because I'm the top of the food chain. Do what the fuck I want.
Maybe today I have carrots, maybe I don't.
Maybe I haven't had a banana in a month.
Alpha predator.
Maybe today I kill a small kitten and eat it. Who fucking knows?
Maybe I kill my neighbor and eat him. I have that ability.
And I tell you, you put the right kind of seasoning on human rib meat.
Oh,
It's probably
Steve
pretty
with a
good.
little salt.
I've heard a firefighter describe like what a burning body smells like. And he says at first it smells pretty good because it's still like a cooking meat.
barbecue.
Yeah.
But then you get the
What's that?
smell like burnt hair, and that fucking stinks. So like,
Somebody ruined this barbecue with burnt
someone
hair.
ruined this barbecue. Threw burnt hair on the barbecue.
Barbecue.
Why did you burn all the?
Barbecue.
Why did you burn all the hair with the? You should have plucked it first.
You gotta take it
It's
off.
my barbecue, Ricky. You want it back?
Damn it, I was going to say that.
Frig off, Rick. They're mine.
Yeah, that whole the hair thing. Man. Just take the hair out. Probably a much different smell. You got to imagine though, like when it burns enough, right? Like anything, right? If there's like organs and all the
Yeah.
gases and stuff.
Well, that'd be
Oh,
the problem. Yeah.
That'd be the bad part.
I wonder if it like at a certain point it kind of in some way it explode. Maybe not like a full explosion, but like trying to think
Like a
we have
pop?
like intestines erupt or some shit like that.
Like a popcorn bag.
Like a popcorn.
So
pop,
just
like a
so everybody knows,
popcorn.
we're spitballing metal lyrics right now.
I
Just
like
don't
it.
be confused. We're not talking about cannibalism or dying humans or anything.
I mean, we are, but in a music context.
In a it's an artistic and exactly. It's about
Okay,
music.
I blessed the whole podcast for Jesus.
Oh.
So we could just basically say
For
whatever.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus approves of this
At
message.
this point, I called the Pope. He's like, it's cool.
Pope said it's good. Then I'm good.
I speak to Jesus.
He's a pretty cool
directly.
pope. I pray to him every day.
John, the pretty cool Pope Johnson.
The pretty cool Pope. I want a Pope that's pretty cool. I think the one we got's pretty cool.
He's a
I'm
cool
saying
cat.
it's cool to get married if you're gay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which just gives me all kinds of strange questions I have to ask him. Think about it. He's the
Is
first
he
Pope to come
gay?
out. Yeah, are you gay? Is that what's going on, Mr. Pope? Is
That's what
that
it has to
I
mean.
feel like he's just like
You can only be pro
What are you,
like
a
gay
fag?
if you're gay.
I kind of feel like a lot of things he's done was just like when he became pope. He's like, look, guys, shit is pretty fucked up for the Catholic Church right now. People are not looking at it very.
Shit is
very
pretty
well.
fucked up.
So let's do something to turn this thing around. Let's say gay people are okay. Let's we won't hate Jews anymore, not openly at least.
Bill Gluckman is down with the bitches and hoes.
Down with the bitches and the hoes.
and that's what matters.
Pope John Paul IV is down with the
Down
bitches
with
and
the bitches and
hoes.
hoes.
And the queers.
I mean, you think about it. Don't you want them all on your side, man? How you going to make that money? You need attendance numbers to rise, don't you? Get a bunch of gay people.
The pastor needs a better car. Like,
I think it'd be funny if you did.
Pastor needs a nicer car. You're going to be able to do that. You got to get more attendance.
What is he going to ride in a Honda?
No,
This is the Catholic Church. We're not pieces of shit.
I think it'd be funny if you actually were able to talk to the Pope and you just talk to him like, hey, I saw you said it's okay for gays to get married. What are you, a fag?
Yeah, queer.
Just come out hot on the Pope.
Yeah.
Just come out hot on him. What are you, some kind of fig?
Are you some kind of faggot? We should probably screen these people.
Yeah, of course, the Pope has a very poor screening
This
process.
is why he doesn't talk to people.
Apparently. Have you seen that Polka fucking King movie? That dude got to meet the Pope on like some random shit. Money talks. Money talks. Money plays. Money plays.
Set him up.
Money penny.
Oh, you bastard. Oh, you evil bastard. Learn to live with it. Learn to accept the loss.
That game that he plays, that's a terrible game when you see it, when you watch that and that scene in Fear and Loathing.
I mean,
he
he's
goes
just
down,
playing roulette,
but it's just like a weird, like, they just have like a bunch of money bills on there. Like, maybe if it lands on yours, you might win, but fucking, you're probably not going to win.
Oh, I mean, I can't imagine all the different ways they displayed games back then. Because now we got all the LEDs and stuff like that. There is one that we cannot keep our shit over because we saw it in Vegas, and then me and her saw it in Reno. It's this dancing panda slot machine game.
Really?
It's so ridiculous.
It's so cute, but weird.
It bops around and dances, in one spot, but like he's like kind of.
I gotta get this panda all my money.
And then exactly, the more money you feed the panda, and like the better you're doing. I don't really know, exactly how much money you need to make him, change the background and everything. But he just dances faster and more ridiculously each time.
You don't know how much, but you're willing to spend it. It's one of those ones where it's like you go through and you see those ones that they clearly just went to like a Japanese kind of company and was like, hey, the ones that you make for Japan, just kind of like put it in English and send them to us.
Reprogram it. And
we need some sort of Naruto-based poker game.
Oh, there's got to be one. They have Batman and stuff like that.
But that one's like it's so universally big at this point. That's why
he's like the biggest superhero.
But I feel like they would get a bunch of people. They had like a Pokemon or fucking Dragon Ball Z or some shit like that. And get a bunch of neckbeards who throw all their money away to see fucking Pikachu dance if they win $2.
I would do it for DBZ.
I'm wondering where that game is. I want to find it. I'd put some money in the DBZ.
Like you have to get it's a slot with a slide down. If you have to get Kamehame. I bet you if you
or a bunch of senzu beans.
Yeah. If you go to other countries like in Japan and shit, and their casinos.
Yeah, probably more culturally
shit like that. Yeah. Well, I've seen like they have like small ones too. It's almost like a small arcade type casino. Like the ones when you go to Vegas and you just go in those random places that like. This is just like a small little bar
casino.
With 5 bar
casino.
Oh, okay,
but these are just like it's like an arcade that is on the strip some strip in like Tokyo that people you walk by.
Arcades
you walk
are still
in, spend a bunch of money.
Still more prevalent over there though, aren't they?
Yeah,
like,
well,
over here they're
like
not as big.
It's like an arcade style casino.
It's a whole country full of fucking 12-year-olds.
A bunch of gamers. Yeah, 12-year-olds. All 12-year-old gamers.
Everyone's 12 years old.
They don't age.
They have that. You heard about it? They have that problem with people who don't leave their house. Like it's a pretty prevalent problem of people who will fucking live there. Will just like never leave their house. There's no need, and for the most part, you can just get all your shit delivered.
We prefer to be called homebodies.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of
That's
us while
the kind
we're
of life I'm into.
But I think it's like they won't work either, or they'll do weird shit like play video games and then sell the shit they got for on like fucking Diablo 3, and that's how they make their money.
That sounds like a great way
can't
to
knock
live.
the hustle.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
You
sign me up.
Hate the game, don't hate the player, man.
Well, that's just terrible. They play video games and make money for it.
That's awful. I work in a shitty office job.
Why don't they work at a coal mine?
Yeah,
like good goddamn Americans. Ask Donald Trump. It's coming back. It's going to be a huge industry.
Back-breaking Americans, the ones that are willing to sacrifice their bodies for the rent.
How are they going to get black lung playing video games all day?
You tell me.
They need real life experiences here.
You can explain that to me.
I remember I was also reading something that like, in Japan they're having a problem with a lot of like young men or like fucking teenage men who have to like go to the hospital because they're masturbating too much, and they're getting something.
Happens
some
to the best of us.
Are they going
it's
blind?
Weird thing with like their veins. And like the veins of their dick become like enlarged or some shit like that because you're just fucking jacking.
Because they're
jacking. Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah, it's almost like they have an erection. It's almost
Nikki,
like
don't you hate when that happens?
I hate that the most.
That's
it's
the
like
worst.
But they're like permanently enlarged, so you just fucking
shit.
Probably has bigger dick than
You
you.
get dick veinitis.
Let's go.
Dick veinitis.
The bad case of the dick vein.
There's a thing in your hand that lights things on fire. Give it to me.
I like
shit.
it though. I want it forever. It's mine. It's for me.
You can't have it.
You can't handle
Its power cannot be resting with you alone. You got a little spot on your shirt right there.
Hey, little man, got some shit right here.
Where, babe?
Well, I think it burnt out now, but it was right in the crevasse.
Oh, it burnt a hole in my stomach. Good news.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Good news, everyone.
I'm on fire.
Raptor got severely burned by a small ember.
And we're just watching.
I'm not a doctor. Can't figure these things out on the fly like that. What is this, Saving Private Ryan?
Saving Ryan's Privates. That's
Also
a doctor show.
Yeah, it's very, very good movie.
Perfect. It works.
I mean, he was one of those doctors that puts genitals back on people after they've lost them in like car accidents and
War.
Those people are important too.
And minor sporting events in public parks.
Skateboarding.
Have you ever read the
Like Yunaka, but when you lose your dick, you're gonna be like any one of those dudes.
Where's the dick doctor?
Where's the dick guy? Doctor, the dick guy.
Dr. Dick.
Have you read the
Dr.
you
Dick,
read
Professor Petus, those guys.
when Saving Private Ryan first came out, they had the VA had to like up their psych stuff because all these like World War II vets were being triggered because they would go watch it and it's so realistic that, it freaked them out. And then,
They're like 100. Who cares?
Yeah. Well, I guess they showed a bunch of World War II.
They're all freaking out. It's
Dunkirk.
hilarious.
They showed them all Dunkirk, and I guess a bunch of them were like, "It's realistic, but there was more boats." And that's the only problem with
That's
it.
exactly why I didn't go see it.
Not enough boats.
Not enough Tom Hanks.
Not enough Tom Hanks.
Yeah, where's Tom Hanks in this movie at? Mr. Nolan.
Where's
How come you're not
Tom
Mr.
Hanks?
Spielberg?
No movies about World War II should be made without Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks when he has AIDS. Let's get
It's
him
either
in that.
it's either Tom Hanks or the next one. If they're gonna do it, it has to be Mel Gibson, right?
Good old Tom AIDS
Mel
face Hank.
Hanks.
Mel Hanks and Tom Gibson
Hanks,
are.
Tom Hanks' son. It's the rapping to the
Chet
rapper.
Hanks.
Chet Hanks.
My
Is it
dad's
like-
rap.
Isn't like
Colin
Chet
Hanks is the other
Haynes?
son who actually acts, right?
Yeah,
Like
he's
the
from,
other Manning.
Orange County. He's the
Yeah,
main character in
Chet
Orange
is
County.
like the other Manning.
Yeah.
What's his name?
What's
It's
the
like
other
Brian
Manning's
or
name?
something like that.
He's a lawyer, isn't he?
I think he's something like that. Or,
Unimportant Manning, I think is his name.
yeah,
Can't play football Manning.
there's a lot of them. Like
He's
like Butterfinger Manning.
Disappointing your
lawyers.
parents, Manning. He's just a lawyer, like a fucking asshole.
He's like,
Wow,
he's like
that's a lot of
all
money
of-
you made.
both
How
of
many
the
passes
brothers
did you throw
lawyer.
at the office today? 0?
yeah, that's what I thought.
He's like both of the brothers lawyers, so I heard he makes more than like both of them because he's fucking
Damn right he
does-
should.
He's working with all the money.
So you won your case. That's great. How many Super Bowl trophies do you have?
Yeah.
You see my two other sons? They each have 2.
Did you ever see there used to? I think it got like canceled or banned or something because fucking it made the family look bad. But there used to be a commercial with all the Mannings sitting at a table, and the dad's talking, and he's like, what? Oh, and it's the dad's talking. He's like, oh yeah. So I was looking at my trophies today, and then he points to Peyton. He's like, oh yeah, and then he's like, yeah, I was looking at my Super Bowl trophies too, and like they both look at Eli, and he flips the table over, or, like flips his plate or something, and fucking walks away, because it was before he had won any Super Bowls, so it was just like fucking the joke was that like we're both Super Bowl winners, where are yours?
And they didn't even mention the other brother.
Yeah, he wasn't even part of that.
Oh no, he couldn't. He
as
couldn't
far
be.
as far as they're
He'd be who the
concerned, he's
joke's
not
on.
alive.
He doesn't exist.
No.
Poor guy.
I bet you he shows up to the family parties and they're like, "What are you doing here?
Who are
Get
you?
out!"
I guarantee you, he's the brother that they say like, hey, like to like Eli or Peyton even, like, hey, so is your cousin? Is that your cousin? That's your cousin, right?
Yeah.
What? Who?
Cousin's-
No, that's our
cousin's staying with
brother.
you?
He's your brother. There's a third brother?
There's 3 of you.
Yes.
What team does he play for? Does he play like Canadian league?
Oh, he must be a backup. Yeah, huh? I never thought about the minor leagues, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
plays like
remember
UK
when,
or something.
When Peyton Manning, when Peyton Manning hosted Saturday Night Live, his opening
I was just gonna say
his
that.
opening monologue was like he doesn't mention the third brother. He talks about his wins, his dad's wins. His brother had just won that year, and he's like, then there's my mom. We're not too proud of her. She tried to play in the Canadian leagues, and that didn't really work out. So
Oh, that
we're
fucking
kinda
sketch with
embarrassed
the
for
little
her.
kids.
that's my favorite.
Where he's
It's the
fucking
funniest
throwing them
thing ever.
darts and like
Get open, get open.
And he's just hucking that shit out of him too,
he's
right?
fucking cussing
Get
at
in the
him
porta
and
potty,
shit.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you've seen him with his receivers on the field too, right? So like, it's even funnier when you think like, oh, dude, he's like going full Gordon Ramsay
Yeah,
on these guys.
really.
He's just, you know what I mean? Like he's just coming at him. Well, look at you. What have you done? What
Yeah.
can you say you've ever done in this
This
league?
is fucked.
Bunch of little 5-year-olds trying to run passes. This isn't NFL Play 60, okay?
He fucking makes the one kid go in like the fucking porta
porta-potty.
potty. Like, no, you stay in there. You stay in there.
Well, that was a fucking my favorite. That was the one was when he does the get open. when I was a kid, when I first watched it, I didn't really get like that. Wasn't I thought that wasn't that funny? And then you realize like he's fucking yelling at little kids like they're his actual receivers, like fucking idiots.
This is rookie stuff, okay? You're doing like some NCAA shit out there. What are you thinking?
What are we fucking paying you
He has
kids
a-
for?
You gotta
He
press
shows them-
and release.
Shows him how to break into the car. He's like, everyone's made for themselves.
They got to do more of that stuff, though. That'd be hilarious. Like, I don't know, like, do the same thing with, who's another, like, iconic player that you could do that with that, I mean, fucking bring Michael Vick on Saturday Night Live.
Have
probably been on
Michael
Saturday Night
Vick's
Live.
doggy.
Michael Vick? No
Hey,
way.
Imagine doing a skit of Michael
Did
Vick's
they win
doggy daycare.
Oh no.
It's
Have
like,
him do the whole joke.
Hi, I'm Michael Vick. Bring me your dog, and I'll show him how to. I'll take care of him real good.
That'd be fucking
Real
ballsy as
nice-like.
shit. Like, he's just like, I'm gonna dress
He's
him.
already.
You could even show a scene where he walks into the back, and it's clearly like a kennel for fighting dogs, where they're all like chained up in weird fucking these weird like sectioned off areas, and he's just like,
So this poor little
"Hey, well,
guy
hang
just
on."
lost.
yeah, this poor little guy just lost. Point the gun and like cut to the next thing.
Okay, throw the body over here. Back to feeding the other dogs. That one, they get to eat.
Winners
Check it
get
out.
to eat today.
Winners are eating
Coffee
a
is for
former champion.
closers.
Well, I don't think losers can eat.
Winners
right?
are
Like-
eating a loser.
Yeah, he's definitely distanced himself from that, like, ever since it happened. But I could never. I mean, people always try to say, like, oh, yeah, he served his time. It's like, I like Michael Vick,
You
the player,
fought.
but, dude, like, you fought dogs.
You fought
man.
dogs. You're a piece of shit.
That
Sorry,
sucks,
you're
dude.
forever a piece of shit.
I'd be better.
Yeah.
I'd be more okay with it, like if he fought humans.
I know, right? Because
Yeah.
at least humans.
He's had a bunch of dudes killing each other.
Like,
Like,
dingo fighting. What the fuck's
Yeah, who
wrong
gives a
with
shit?
Then
you?
it's just Fight Club.
That's some fucking
no, it's
racist
Fight
shit.
Club.
It's Fight Club, yeah.
Yeah.
They're modern day fucking.
But they didn't fight to
Gladiators.
death. Where Mandingo fighting was they fought to
Yeah, but this
death.
is real life, so.
You're the one that took it to like a racist place.
That was-
You're the one who
that
wants
was
the
all you.
Mandingo fighting. I don't know where you're coming from.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that is a common tag in porn, and now I can't separate the
Mandingo?
two
Yeah.
thoughts. Yeah, I can't separate the two thoughts. Like, and you got to think too. It's like sex and violence. So like that's
Ain't no party like a Mandingo party.
See, it's like you don't even know what to expect when it comes to one of those. It's like, oh, okay, so we're gonna beat the shit out of each other and then go for it, or what? I don't understand. See, I like my ass beating a little afterward, you know, because I need energy to be able to have sex. And by the way, yeah, I'm going home with that tonight.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
Just so
Damn.
everyone knows.
When you burp, it really turns me on.
Oh, I tell you.
That's why he fell in love with me.
It is definitely one of the main reasons, you know. Interests aside.
You
'Cause
seem like a really cool person. I like when you burp.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's pretty much how the conversation went.
Yep.
And it's easy, right? Like when, you know, you're on that kind of wavelength where belching is the only thing you really need in life. I feel like you're setting yourself up for a good future. Because then not a lot of people are going to let you down.
A decent future.
Set a
Anyways,
low bar.
Yeah, set a low bar. Belching is a good place to start.
That's the most American thing you've ever said.
Yeah, it is. America.
Next to drinking whiskey
Freedom.
before, right?
Drinking whiskey.
Drinking whiskey, belching, burping, farting,
Spitting.
Spitting, foreign. Foreign on all you haters
I
out
like
there.
how with like the accent, especially when most people say like America, you know, my America,
Yeah.
my roads, my America. You think of like a southern or maybe a western
Exactly,
kind of,
yeah.
you know. But I think the general premise that I get from the impersonation and like our perception of our own country and culture is that we're ignorant assholes. We're like really like we have poor manners, and it's only about getting drunk, telling that guy to go fuck himself.
That's what the world thinks of us.
Hey,
Yeah,
why
that's
not,
what
dude?
we're-
What,
They're
you
not
know
wrong.
why? I don't care because they can go fuck themselves.
That's what we got
That's
there. Now,
exactly-
then we have King Cowboy Donald Trump, the fucking guy who's fucking half an idiot.
He's drinking whiskey.
Thanks for
Spitting.
confirming everything that everyone thinks
Farting.
about us.
But-
Great.
I kind of think the irony is that you always like you think about, oh yeah, the world thinks we're idiots anyway, but fucking they can go fuck themselves because they're not fucking Americans, so fuck them.
First of all,
They
we
don't
are idiots. So
Idiots
stop
who are
acting
winning.
like you were surprised. Okay,
Yeah.
like okay,
That's
have you seen
exactly
our
it.
television shows? Have you seen our movies?
We don't need your fancy book learning.
No.
We're real good at killing people.
We like to hear people sing.
Do things like that. Dance music.
We like
you
our
have
sports,
talents?
football.
Everything
Baseball.
involves drinking, by the way. Everything involves drinking commercially.
Yeah, it's just everything's just an excuse.
You
to
buy,
drink.
you. Bu- I mean, it is
That's
a
very
norm to buy wine, champagne, whiskey, vodka for Christmas
And
for
family
family
Well, of
members.
course.
Yeah,
New
Well, you have to
Year's,
put up
as a
with your
gift.
family. We need
fucking
alcohol.
Easter, all
Here's
the
a
beers.
6-pack for your birthday.
America runs on coffee and alcohol.
Do you
It is
think
straight up.
if we had a point
Weed.
of full like
Maybe a little bit.
of federal legalization of weed, that there will ever be a point where you go into like you go to like a fucking concert or something and you can buy an edible soda or something of that nature, where they couldn't sell you actual weed, but they could sell you
Why
something
not?
to get you
Weed
high because you can't
byproduct.
smoke indoors.
They could do it like the
Outdoor things, yeah, but if
the
like,
shoreline.
yeah, well,
I
that
could totally
yeah,
see
the
that
shoreline they
happening.
can sell.
They sell
joints,
fucking
That'd be-
pipes to the shoreline.
That'd be a smart
yeah,
move too.
so
I
that's
mean, I
'cause
know.
that's because they know what
I like
people.
Dude,
smoking
because
at
then
the
they buy the
shoreline.
edible, they get all high, and then they go buy the food that's overpriced
Yeah.
because they're baked.
Well, and over there, beers are like $13.
Yeah.
Fucking
For a
redonkulous.
And I
tall
mean,
can,
you get
though.
like 2 beers worth of beer.
Yeah,
right?
'cause you
Like,
get a tall
2 cans,
can.
you get like a tall can or whatever.
It's still fucked.
But it's a lot of money, you know. I mean, I can drink for half that at home. But either way, you're at the concert and you're doing that, and then yeah, exactly, overpriced food. You'd have everybody worries about like, oh, the tobacco sales would go down, the alcohol sales. Bullshit,
That
man.
shit would go up.
We would be so stoked to be doing
It's
all three.
it's
of
a
those
good thing to
things at
do
once.
like in tandem with all those other things.
Oh, it works perfectly. I mean, I don't even understand why it's a question, to be completely honest. I think they just had to
do it
build
and
it up.
tax the shit out of it.
They had to
Let's
build
get
it up
some
to
money.
create scarcity, you know. Like I say, quote
Well,
unquote
we're getting
scarcity.
some money right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got the revenue from taxing the shit out of the stuff that we're selling recreationally.
Yeah, they're looking at like shit ton of
So
money.
black
like-
market's what it's all about. That's a fucking shit. So you get your shit cheap. Get your shit on the low, cause that shit's expensive at the dough.
I mean, it's true. It kind of sucks too, right? Like you want to get something cheap and good
Yeah.
quality, but you can't really count
Well,
all
that's
the two
what
things at the
we're
same
just
time.
too spoiled as it is because we're so used to smoking illegally that for so long that like the prices tend to match because it's not very hard to make this thing. It's not like moving in coke. You can kind of grow this at your house, and
Yeah.
it's not even like growing mushrooms where you kind of have to do weird things and fuck up an area. Of
Depending on the
something of that
volume,
nature.
you don't
Just go
generally
right
need,
next to your tomatoes.
Yeah,
I mean, depending on the volume, you don't really need more than any guns you would normally need to. You know what I mean? It's not one of those. It's not a crime.
Well, it won't be. You won't
I don't
need
know how to
gu- like
explain
if
it.
everyone's doing it at their house, like the way that people grow tomatoes, then you won't need a gun, and the
No.
prices will go down like crazy.
No, and you won't be afraid to get shook up because you're an American and you have a fucking gun in the first place.
well, that's where people.
Well, of course, and a samurai sword and
Yeah.
a knife.
I mean, look at my house, man. Like,
Well, you got my
we
stun
all got
gun.
something. We're all packing some kind of heat over there
Some
for
sort of
no
RPG.
reason.
I
got heat on
Because
me
it looks
right
cool
now.
most of the time. Oh, dude, check it out. I got
Look,
2
he's
foot
packing
saber.
heat.
Yeah.
I got heat.
I'm packing heat right now. What you got? I got a katana.
It's
I
a
saw
stun gun.
I saw my dad's official firearm training fucking paper this morning. I was fucking cracking up because
Oh yeah.
he bought a gun because our uncle lives in Washington and it's fucking easy to get a gun out there and it's actually easy to have a concealed carry get a concealed carry permit as well. So my uncle carries a gun in his his handgun in his truck with him at all times.
on his hip like a
So-
cowboy.
Of course,
you go, boy.
of course, fucking naturally.
Hey,
my-
at least it's open carry.
Of course, that's naturally my dad hears that, and he's like, I gotta go get me a gun and protect my family. He's like, you know, this is California. What are you gonna do? Walk around with that? You're gonna go to jail.
He bought a 9mm. Like the least, why would you buy? Like if you're gonna buy a gun for your house, then buy a shotgun. It's
Yeah.
loud. Like that cocking sound will scare fucking anyone. Like my dad's not. He's not a fucking killer. He's not gonna be up there fucking unloading on motherfuckers at the bottom of the stairs in his underwear, half drunk. Come on.
Yeah.
Accuracy? No.
Yeah, right. He's gonna shoot the dog and like
yeah,
fucking
the funny
put a
thing,
hole in the front door.
The funny thing is
Ain't very pretty.
consider the security system they have. He's not gonna ever really need it. He just got it because our uncle has it. And he's like,
Yeah, what are
I
they-
gotta go get me a gun now. That's what he's got. I gotta get me.
He
one.
half-assed it once, but I remember when Katrina happened, and he's like, "We gotta get water
Yeah.
for the house, and we gotta get a gun for in case something like that happened, like people that were killing each other for fucking water." And I was like, "You need to be sitting in the front yard with your fucking handgun, picking motherfuckers off." Shut the fuck up.
Bang bang.
He just never shot a
Standing
gun
there.
before in his life. And
Well,
so now he's
I
white
love
earth.
that. I love
He probably went to a shooting range like very recently, and that's it.
I love all those people that'll come out and tell you, whether they have an experience or not, like, is completely irrelevant most of the time. Something crazy is going on. Someone's talking about a story like, did you hear about that in the news? Or imagine this thing, And they say, well, you know what I would have done? You know what I would do? Yeah. You'd get your monkey ass whooped. Just like everybody else. It would have been that bad every time. You wouldn't have changed a thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah. You wouldn't have seen it coming. Whatever we're talking about,
You'd be
right?
just as prepared as everyone else fucking was.
I got this here 9mm because I'm going to pump a few in. I'm like a cop. Like, what are you talking about, dude? You're going to miss each one of those things.
With the mentality, like, what do you think's gonna happen? People have this like idea that they have a gun in their house. Like, suddenly now you're this fucking like superhero. You're like, if someone breaks in your house with a fucking gun, they have a gun, and you know they have a gun. Like, you're not. Just give them your shit. Like, who gives a shit? You have fucking insurance.
Well, how often is it armed? Like,
and how often they're not like? Just people have this idea that there's people breaking into people's houses and killing them.
No.
Like, they came in here to kill my family.
Just to shoot us.
They want to take your shit and get the fuck out. They don't even want to see you. They hope you go to bed and don't get the fuck up.
Most of the time, they're attempting burglary as opposed to robbery. And, they get there and all of a sudden you're there. Yeah. But even then, even if they're trying to rob your house while you're there asleep, like, I understand having a gun, like, to protect yourself, but, I mean, in California, you're not allowed to shoot somebody over your property.
Yeah.
So this guy's got to be pointing this gun at you or your family before you can even point it at him.
Yeah, so he said, what's the point at all? Like, now you have to clarify that he has a gun before you pull yours out.
Then he has to point it at you.
And then you can shoot him.
Yeah, and then you can, if he gives you lethal
If not, he
can
sue you.
I think that's reasonable. Because, I mean, it's property. But you're right. Like, I would say with even with a gun, like they say in a lot of martial arts, you're not supposed to just pick the fight. Even if you know you're going to whip this person's ass, what you're supposed to do is just, okay, you want my wallet? Here you go. Just take my wallet. Just get out of here. No one needs to get hurt.
Yeah, my sister was talking about, like, one time she's on the freeway and they had this guy stopped, like, in front of her in his car. And, like, the police have him stopped. And, like, he was, like, getting out of the car or whatever. And she's like, I was worried he's going to come try to take my car. He's like, I was going to try to fucking run him over or do some shit like that. I was like, no, you just give him the fucking car.
Yeah.
It's your goddamn car and you have insurance. That's what fucking insurance is for.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need to lose your life over a $20,000 car, you fucking idiot.
Or go to jail because that's how the law is pretty loose with who's the
yeah, you run that guy over. Now you are. This is a minimum manslaughter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck he did. It's not like they decided he's a bad guy. They have him. He hasn't gone to court. He's not a escaped convict. He's a defendant and that you just ran over with your car.
Yeah, and it's all about equal force, especially in our state, because you have to use equal force. Again, with the gun thing, you can't just pull a gun on somebody
who
that
only
broke
has
into your house. Yeah, if they have a knife even. And even if they did, like, say you did pull the gun, like, you could get sued, for trying to use lethal force against them, because arguably they could stab you and you don't die.
Which is why the handgun thing makes absolutely no sense, because what are you gonna do? You're gonna come out. You have to say, like, I have a gun. You have to say it because you can't, like. There's no other way to tell them without just shooting at them.
Yeah.
And if they don't have a gun, then you lose.
Oh, they don't need
it doesn't
to
make
know.
any fucking sense.
They don't need to know what you have. It's about your personal defense. If they come in wielding a weapon, you're allowed to basically wield one too. About similar cause.
That's how you get a shotgun.
Yeah, and then you get a shotgun, and like you
it's
have
like
a gun.
unsheathing a sword or something. It makes a fucking sound.
Yeah.
I have a bow. That shit's a silent killer. Oh shoot.
Austin's up at the top of the
Shoot
thing,
your
Legolas
ass.
style, just fucking.
Were we just talking about the guy who I would have done that? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, that's why you get the bow. It's for home defense.
Well, I got it for archery because it's fun, but I remember one day I was drunk and no one's at the house, and so like I put it all together and I'm walking through like with the fucking thing knocked, so like an arrow knocked. I'm just like I'm just like drawing, like getting ready, like going over the stairwell and
Mom,
drawing in.
So
fucking
I was a little high and I shot the dog with an arrow.
Fuck no,
I don't know how to tell you this. He came at me.
He's coming at me with a vengeance.
I'll tell you though.
I didn't give him the pizza.
I left the arrow in. That's pretty good placement though, right?
Proud of me?
That's a good shot,
Are
right?
you proud or?
No,
and these are the signs that
him.
your son may be a psychopath. Holy shit!
Oh shit! Oh, that's where like a fucking the whole. I can see where it can be a problem. It can be problematic that you have to announce and do all the.
Oh, you don't have to
go
announce
through all
anything.
You have to go through all the steps in California before, because that could be the the difference between life and death if you have a crazed gunman in your house.
Yeah, the idea is like your ability to identify, right? And then also like the threat to your life. Like you're only allowed to act as far as they're acting. So like say it is like a knife fight, right?
Pitch
You both
black though.
It's pitch black. But you both know like you know that he has a knife, and like okay, I got like a crowbar or something like that. If you were to knock that knife out of his hand, you basically could not attack him with the crowbar anymore.
Yeah, that's
you would have to now like physically subdue him with your own body and keep the. It's ridiculous, but
he came right at me.
He came at me, and I got him with the crowbar.
Yeah, but Pruitt didn't. I win.
But isn't like the whole point of having a gun is to also just be a deterrent to if anyone like invades your home?
Well,
like,
that's the problem.
If you say I have a gun, 9 out of 10 times I feel like they're gonna run away because they don't have a gun or they didn't want to fucking die for this mission. You know?
Well, that's the problem.
We're not important. Like
that's the problem. Like Hicktown, USA, places like Texas, where they have laws that allow you to like. He's on my property.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, that's a threat against my life.
I mean, I like
killed him.
I like the states' rights thing. Don't get me wrong.
That's fun,
but that is fucking scary.
That's terrifying. There's so much private property in that state that like, I thought I was just walking through an empty field. Next thing I know, I'm being shot at because I didn't realize that this is Farmer Dan's field.
Yeah, it was
Farmer
Hey, know your property lines, dude. Come on.
On their field, so he'll shoot your ass.
You were in Farmer Dan's apple orchard, and he saw you in there. Thought she was a bunch of raccoons. Oh, and he said, "You know what? You've been eating my crop all year. Not today.
Not today."
So he pulled out his Remington R12.
His Remington R12 shooting its .362 bullet.
Oh, I wish I knew all the stuff that actually.
I wish I knew the actual gun.
Yep. Nope. Don't know shit about.
Shooting is fun though. I love going like the. Going
Set it up for me, man.
I'll
press the bang bang machine.
Yeah,
it's fun. That's the thing. I love. It's fun as shit to go to a range and go shooting. We went to Vegas. They have the automatic ones. So I got to shoot an AK and an M16 at full auto.
Goddamn American.
Very fun. Very fun.
American.
It was very American. Yeah. Well, maybe not the AK because that's Kalashnikov, but
no. You mistaken yourself here. American doesn't mean American made. It's American in concept. You were firing an automatic weapon, probably one of the highest caliber in terms of like ground assault too. You know what I'm saying?
I remember I was kind of bummed because they had one of the original like ones with the the wood finish and all that, and so I was like, oh, that's beautiful. I hope I get to shoot. He brings me this like new new age one that's all black and like it looks like how an M16 model is, just in an AK. And I was like, God damn it, I want the fucking wood. I want the wood finish like fucking Cold War one.
I want pulled out of some sort of Russian's hands at the end of the Cold War. We're gonna sell this to fucking terrorists to make money.
Pulled that out of his dead, frozen hands in the snow.
Mother Russia.
Yeah, there's a great place over in Morgan Hill, actually, Coyote Creek, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And you go down San Bruno off of Santa Teresa.
It's an outdoor one, right?
Yeah, dude, it's fantastic. Go there.
I've only been
Talk
to
to
one
Brandon, man. He loves that.
I went to one with Brandon. Our buddy, our buddy has a bunch of guns, so he had us up one day. He's like, "Hey, I'm going shooting. You guys want to go with us?" So we went down. Like, since he has guns, it didn't cost. It cost like. Which is not very expensive as it is to like.
You can get ammunition and stuff there.
That's what we just got. We just needed to buy ammo and rent the lane. And whereas the guns aren't really that expensive anyway. It's usually like $9 an hour or some shit like that.
We got it
like $3 an hour if you're just renting the lane. So
yeah, and they usually have a good, depending on where you go, a good variety. And you were talking about Vegas.
No, this is one up in Milpitas.
Oh yeah, Target Masters. The one over where we're at is just shotguns.
Yeah, I've seen this.
They have a small handgun area, but like they don't. That's not what it's about. It's about shooting the pigeons and the rabbits.
There's some girl I know in fucking
Is this at like some like really rich guy's house? Like,
no.
On his veranda.
Yes, I went over and it's the mayor of Morgan Hill.
Don't use big words like that.
Come here, Bryce.
On the veranda.
No, we had a subcontractor treat us to that. He wanted to.
Really?
Yeah. So what happened was he worked with us before for a different company.
Yeah.
And then he I don't know what happened with that company, but he switched over to a different company, same position and blah blah blah. But he's like, oh yeah, you got to visit with us, and then he said, let's get something together. What do you think's a good idea? And he suggested golf, and I told him straight out the gate, I was like, I don't play golf, bro. I mean, it's a good idea for the rest of these guys, but you won't see me there. And he would come up to me. This was a cool guy, actually. his name's Mike, and he likes to surf and stuff like that. He's from
His name's
East Side.
Chuck, and he likes to fuck.
Yeah. Chuck Steak, how's it going, girls?
I got a dick. I got 6-inch dick, and I'm ready for chicks.
That's this guy right here. One with his wife and 2 children. It's wonderful. But he went to school around here too. But either way, this guy always asks me about. Yeah, it's crazy.
What?
Right?
Chuck
So crazy. He goes to death metal shows.
What?
Yeah, and he's like, I think he's like 45 or something like
And
that.
he's fucking hard moshing, sitting there
Dude,
knocking kids
and
over.
He is like the most smiley cat I've ever met, man.
Yeah.
Like he's so just like into it. I don't know what it is, but like he's always happy. Like he's like, hey, so you going to Bay Area Death Fest next year? Like my friend books that.
Really nice.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude.
What kind of cookie do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the best guys to
I
see
got a
in those.
chocolate chip.
Whoop the shit.
Those are the best guys to see in those mosh pits, though. Those guys who are walking through with a big grin on their face. So they're not those like drunk guys who are like, "I'm here to fuck people up." They're like, "I'm here to have fun," and so they're just walking through like, "Yeah, this is great."
I'd love to see him in a mosh pit. It'd be so funny. But yeah, he took us shooting over there, man, and they have like, I don't even know, like 20 different places you can go. And the last like 4 or 5, it really is.
I'll go there when they get 10.
We started at 9, and then we went on till about noon, and it took us that long to actually get to each one of them.
Oh, you like walk through and go to different spots?
Yeah. It's really neat.
Do you rent guns? And
you can rent guns.
Oh,
it's
okay,
all
that's cool.
shotguns. You're not allowed. There's a small handgunner. I don't remember. I think it ended up being for like 5 of us. He paid for on his card was like $250 or $300. Like with guns and ammunition.
Oh, it's like
$60 bucks. Isn't that bad?
$56 each.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's go do this.
Shit.
Yeah.
we need to do that for sure. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Now see, you know, like this was
I
something
really
that
need a reason to shoot.
they were all
you.
paying for, and so then the next guy paid for another
I'll
group of
pay
people.
for
I don't
it.
know what he paid for. I think it was
Yeah.
the same amount. It was like 5 or 6
we
people.
can pay for ourselves.
Pay it forward.
Pay it for- I mean, that's the whole point,
Remember
right?
that movie?
Yeah, and it's really it's a
Made me
good
cry.
movie. It's very important.
I do not remember that. What the fuck was that movie?
I don't know
They're
either. I'm
paying it
just going
forward.
along with it.
There's like a kid that was like dying or something, right?
It makes me think
and there's
about
that one
Yes
actor
Man.
that's famous. That
It's
I
a
don't
little
remember
kid
their
that
name.
he's in a lot of shit.
Is he?
Haley Joel Osment.
It was Haley Joel Osment.
Yep.
Is he?
Nice. Once he said a lot of shit, I think I see dead people and.
Oh, that kid. Okay. I don't know names. I only know like faces.
I remember you see the
Lord
girl. You
Daves.
see the girl.
I
Remember,
don't, what's my name?
remember the girl in The Sixth Sense
Who
who's
knows?
throwing up oatmeal in the fucking tent? You're like, what's wrong with you, little girl? What are you throwing up the oatmeal?
Remember old oatmeal face?
the old oatmeal face? She comes in, he's trying to hide from the dead people, and like he turns the fucking flashlight on.
Classic
She's
oatmeal
and
face.
she's got like oatmeal running out of her mouth. He runs away.
Oh, that's gross. You. Gross.
Gross.
Clean it up.
What's all this oatmeal doing here? Does anybody have any brown sugar?
You know, you got some brown sugar. That's probably what it was. It's just really plain oatmeal. She's like, I can't even finish this.
Gross.
This is bad.
Yeah, but
At least has to
get
be
this
brown
oatmeal
sugar.
out of my mouth.
Ugh. Just puking up oatmeal. That's probably what they used in most like special effects for movies, man. Because
It's thick and disgusting.
Chunky.
that could not possibly be good.
It's great.
That's not a good visual.
Yeah, I remember.
When was the last time you had oatmeal?
Not too long ago.
1926.
Quaker Oats was founded.
1908, something like that.
I'm a magical being that lives forever.
I've eaten oatmeal
In fact,
for centuries.
it's actually horrible. You don't want.
Back in the 1800s, I
Mortality.
swore off oatmeal for forever. I was like, I'm done with it.
This is a
I'll
very
never.
And
I'll
then
never do it
Quakers
again.
came.
Well, and they had great oatmeal, and
Those
so
I was
you
down.
understand how hard it was for me to swear off of it at that point, because I just had too much.
Some people don't like oatmeal.
I like oatmeal,
Some people don't like it.
Yeah, some people are communists.
Too bad.
especially like the apple cinnamon.
Real good.
Oh.
Like plain oatmeal though, because that's what how you're supposed
No,
to
you gotta
really
put something
have
in it.
No.
You're supposed to actually just have it plain. Ow, shit, hot, shit.
You gotta let it cool down first. You can't just Just eat the
dude,
oatmeal.
The fucking audio is just gonna sound like you just started like going crazy for no reason.
Well, we're talking about oatmeal, and he was burning himself on it, dude. You got to blow on that a little
He's
bit.
like, you're supposed to have fucking regular oatmeal. Ah, shit!
You can't just eat it straight off the, out the.
See,
out
you were
the
fucking
boiling
wrong,
water.
and God smited you.
Gotta let it
Smite
cool.
things.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Gave us a sign.
he's like, you put some fucking brown sugar in that
put a little
shit,
sugar in that
or you will burn.
Stir.
Smite thee. He is a cooking up or something.
Oh.
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
What's the matter? Fucking sola famala. What happened?
Just blow it all over the wall.
R.I.P.
He exploded. R.I.P. John Panette.
Yeah.
Johnny
Yeah.
P.
It's actually just listening to him a couple weeks ago.
Raspberry.
Talking about the skiing, going skiing and everything like that. I look like an avalanche.
Yeah,
that guy was just too funny, man.
That's right there. No, that's for fucking. So I went to that little smoke out earlier. Where it's just like fucking a bunch of people. It's a bunch of like vendors go and they kind of sell their product to patients.
It's like Comic-Con for weed.
Yeah, it's basically Comic-Con for weed, but they also let you sample it. So you come and
Ooh.
I'm
Oh, we
sampling,
went with
I'm-
you guys,
I went
remember?
to-
Samples?
That was fun.
So I'm taking a dab, and this dude, I see this stuff called Raspberry Smash. And I was like, "Hey man, can I try that Raspberry Smash out?"
It's cool if I
He's like,
smash.
he's like, "Yeah, sure." So as soon as I say that, he starts getting it out, and he just immediately goes, and he keeps doing that while he's getting the dab all up, and he goes and he starts putting down. And he goes raspberry, and he flips it over to cap it, and he goes smash. Smash.
The
whole
production
time,
value
I'm sitting there-
alone.
I'm sitting there trying not to fucking crack up and spit everything out.
You ruined this for me, man.
Yeah, you're fucking my dab
Too
up.
funny. Too fucking stop.
Puke all over the table.
Fell straight into their rig.
Did you
Good
want
one,
me to
dude.
burn you? Like,
Yeah.
just spit the water everywhere?
Well, that's what I was worried. I was gonna fucking be like, spit water in and like push
Just
too hard.
ruin everything. He's asking for it.
Well,
He's asking for it.
all right. So
Your
I'm
fault.
gonna go ahead and I'm gonna need my wax though, the one that I bought. And then
me just get
I'm gonna
that
take
one.
off while
Yeah.
you guys fix all this shit that I broke.
I'll be back next week too, so we'll see how this goes.
Hey, remember me from last time?
I
Yeah,
can't
don't do that
that.
shit.
I can't do that R thing you did.
I can't do that.
Raspberry.
I'm really jealous whenever I hear people do
Roll
that.
your R's.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Communist.
Combo breaker.
I can do the cock. Like, that's not even right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right there.
It's not hard to roll your R's. Just go.
So fucking life
Just
be
do
like
it.
that,
Like,
right?
It's not hard. Just do it.
I've tried. I can't.
If you just do it, then it'll work.
That's not how life works.
Blop blop.
Blip blop.
Bleep bloop.
Blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Buku buku. Bookum bookum. What da da dang. What da 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 dang. Hey.
Listen to my 9mm go bang.
Bang. This is KRS-One. I remember I thought he was like a Jamaican dude when I first heard that song, and then you hear "Welcome to My World" or "Welcome to the World" and fucking or is it Step into the World. Step into the World. Welcome to My World is fucking Tech Nine. I'm high.
Wait a minute. I'm from the West Coast Conference. Kobe or James Worthy. No, that's my word. Yeah, that's the song.
Yep, that's My World.
That's the song.
Song is just called My World, but
Well,
I don't know any of these words together.
Yeah, in
They don't mean
succession.
anything to me.
any succession words.
Any of these words in succession.
Nah, I
don't make
can't
sense.
It's almost like
Yeah.
you guys are just speaking some other language.
Speaking in tongues.
Oh,
I
hola,
think.
hola.
Hola,
Now it's a Spanish one. We're going to do the whole thing in Spanish.
I only know so many words.
Hola, ¿dónde está la
Just say those
biblioteca?
words one after
Bien,
another.
bien,
It'll sound like you're
bien,
talking.
bien.
Ah,
Taco, burrito.
it's actually the order I was thinking.
Taco
Yeah.
flavors.
That's because you're a racist.
Uh,
This is not a
Kyoto-
fucking rally, all right? Jesus Christ. Take your hood off. She's putting her KKK hood on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
She's hooding it up.
She's always hooding up.
Good.
Those are on Tuesday nights. You go alone and you don't talk about it.
You don't talk about these things.
Keep
Especially
bringing this
not
to
in
work.
colors.
Can't do that. Letting people know our secret.
It's supposed to be a secret society for a reason.
That's why we talk about it on
on
podcasts
Tuesdays.
and radio stations and in public and
fried potatoes.
But we wear hats.
These boys is not white. They's integrated.
Hell, they even was old timey.
They ain't even old timey. Be my brain
These
trust.
boys is not white. These boys is not white. Hell, they even old timey.
Is you or is you ain't my constituency?
I don't want fop. God damn it.
Is you ain't.
I'm a dapper damn man.
No, fuck. God damn it. Let's just talk about that movie for like 3 hours.
Geographical oddity. 2 weeks from everywhere.
Of course it's Pete. Look at him.
That is like the best. Of course it's Pete. Look at him.
Like you'd be like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. That frog looks
turned him.
exactly like
They
Pete,
turned
dude. Like,
him
exactly like that.
into
Look at this
6'2"
fucking frog.
guy.
How do you not see that it's our friend Pete?
They
You piece
turned
of
him
shit.
into a
so
whole.
great.
We thought you was a toad. Do
They loved him
not
up,
seek the
turned him into a
treasure.
horny toad.
Them sirens.
Go to sleep, little
Wasn't it the fucking the Dixie Chicks?
Oh, it's the best soundtrack.
Is it?
I think it is. It's the three girls, the Dixie Chicks.
I believe it. They were popular like when that came out.
And the devil makes three.
Ain't need nobody but the baby.
You're a sweet little baby. Let's just do the whole thing.
Let's do
Pull-
fucking.
Let's do it from the top.
And a 1, 2, 3,
Let's do the
and
fucking-
Alexa,
Let's do
play
that.
that stupid shit.
Let's do that.
That's what I like about Alexa. You can pre-program it for specific phrases. That stupid shit
And then
is
that
this song
goes on.
tonight.
Yeah, you can like. Oh, I'm gonna put one on there so you're like when you're drunk and you want because it turns off my lights and shit.
Yeah.
Like you lay down, you're like Alexa, I'm drunk, and it turns off all the lights and shit. Turns on soft music.
That would be perfect.
Tucks you in. Like,
Yeah.
Calls my mother and tells her I'm sorry.
It texts her for you.
Text her, I'm very sorry for anything I've done.
Like a
I'm sorry for
loaded
all my
message for the
sins.
week, you know.
Make
Set
me
it
a
up
pizza.
on Sunday, you know. Yeah, exactly.
Pre-readies of text your boss telling them you're sick.
That would be genius.
So if you wake up and you're too hungover, you're just like, oh, just send that. Alexa, send the drunk text.
See, I said drunk text number 3.
Yeah.
Said drunk text
Activate
number
routine number 1.
Yeah.
Too drunk tonight.
Activate
Thursday night.
Activate hangover routine.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Isn't it weird how whenever he calls in, like, it seems like it's a robot voice,
Always
like
the same thing.
like a woman's robot voice, like
Is he an assistant or something?
he's like,
Hello.
"Hello, boss, I am sick."
Yeah. Hello. Well, hello, boss. I, Chris Rafter, am sick.
Chris Raptor. I'm very ill and cannot make it into work today.
I have the
Flu.
Insert-
Yeah.
I have the
insert
flu.
insert whatever disease
That's
here.
what you forgot to. You forgot to record that once. It's like insert disease here today. I cannot come in.
I will be back
I have a
Thursday.
Yeah.
I have a terrible
back
case of the Chris Rafter. God damn it!
I always fuck up programming that one. I always
Fucking,
do.
it switches it with my fucking name every time.
I just got my alarm down.
That would be great. Hello, boss. I flew and will not be able to come in today. I have the Chris Rafter, and I cannot come in until Thursday.
Thank you for your understanding. Goodbye.
My brother has died.
The whole like so and so died.
Funeral routine.
Yeah.
I got a funeral
routine.
on
Yeah.
Wednesday. It's at Summer Slaughter.
I call off a lot, so I have a cycle.
The best would be like if
Didn't
it
his
gave,
brother died like last
if it
week?
gave you
You got a lot of
options
brothers.
too. It's
That
just
was
like
sad.
here's like
A big family.
activate funeral
Catholic.
routine. Who do you want to have died? My aunt.
You have already used your aunt twice.
You have used aunt within the last 6 months.
Shit!
What am I supposed to do
I don't know. I have more than one, don't I? You have used both aunts. My parents divorced. Well,
Dude,
tell
we
them
are
that.
apparently there is a whole game that we are not yet playing with Alexa right now. I think you should be getting on this.
oh yeah.
My pet cat has died.
Pretty good.
No name.
I think that's a good reason. You just buy several pets, and then you find the one manager at work
That's a sucker
who
for
has a
pets.
dog. Who has a dog, not a cat, a fucking dog. And when they have dogs that have died, you could go right up to them, hey, man, my dog died.
Just take a picture of you with other
They'll be
people.
like, dude, I'll see you Monday next week, man.
Take a bunch of pictures of you with other people's animals. You'll be like, this is my cat.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you need a day off, you're like, the cat died.
Yeah.
One of my cats died.
I can't believe I'm so devastated. I've had this cat for 3 days.
You're like, you have like a pile of pictures of like animals. You're like, okay, well this one, I said this one died today, so I gotta throw that one away.
Yeah.
With a shredder.
Shit up, like,
I'm running thin. I gotta make more friends, better
like,
animals.
Your house seems to undergo a lot of renovation.
You ever thought about getting a dog, Stu? Can I take a picture with it?
Dude, great dog, yeah. I love it. I'd love for you to get a dog, so I can take a picture with it.
Nothing sexual or anything.
No, definitely.
It's just, I'm not weird.
just don't go in the room.
I just want
for
to
a
use it
while
to, you know,
while I'm in there. With
defraud my company.
Oh, well, the high sheriff, he told the deputy, go on, find me Lazarus. Bring him dead or alive. Low, low, bring him dead or alive. I fucking used to love, like, I used to play that, like, listen to it on my own. Cause I like that song.
Yeah, you can hear all the hammers going down.
Yeah, the fucking timing
They're,
it.
yeah, they're all timed, but they're all kind of off just a little bit.
It's that,
Oh, it sounds so good.
yeah. 'Cause no one swings at the actual, like, some
Perfect
people. Some
timing.
people are a little faster because they're stronger. And,
Some people are
yeah.
tired, like really fucking
Yeah, some people
tired.
are more tired. Yeah.
Doing that shit all day for the last 4 months.
And then the Big Rock Candy Mountain. I in the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
You never wear your socks.
and
And
bubbling
little
streams
streams
of
of
alcohol
alcohol come trickling down the rocks.
Dogs have wooden teeth.
That's an oldie.
Boss is kin. You boys from the bank?
I
Yes,
nicked
sir.
the postman last week. Nicked the census man. That's what he says.
I nicked census man last week.
Last week.
I reckon.
This is really good.
I'm taking
Really?
more of this.
I slaughtered this
Yeah,
horse
that's not yours.
last week. Is that mine?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
is
in
it
there.
yours?
I'm pretty.
Do you really know now?
I'm pretty sure it is because
Yours looks empty. my friend.
Raptor brought it over for him.
Well,
He grabbed it and then he put it
I
down.
think you're splitting hairs here.
I'm splitting cups, babe.
Okay, well,
Just
who you splitting cups with? Because I want some.
Here, take this.
All right, well,
Here, take this.
you know, actually,
Oh my God,
is-
we hit
that there's
man.
fire water.
I can't support this
Fire
company.
water.
Actually,
Oh,
the viewers, if they knew.
you
There are viewers
You go
for
and
this.
take.
First of all, there's not just.
You.
There's nothing to view, but they're viewing
That's
it.
what I'm saying. There's nobody.
They're
There's
watching,
nobody
like,
that's
audio.
actually going to.
Not
listen
listeners.
To
We're
it.
not fucking losers.
There's no one's going to listen to it, but there'll be plenty of people who will watch it.
We'll take pictures and we'll pretend it's like a video. We'll just
Yeah.
loop
White
it.
man.
They'll look at
Bring
the
fire
screen that
water.
says
Isn't it weird how
0.
they never seem to move?
Yeah, they'll look at the screen that says play and they'll never click it.
It's on YouTube. It's just a
And-
picture.
They'll just see that and they'll say, you know what? No,
Never mind.
no.
We tell
No.
white men, go with your fire water.
This podcast brought to you
We-
by Sonic.
No one
And whiskey.
fire water.
Sonic and whiskey.
You know what? We'll throw Rockstar a shout out.
And a quick shout out to
Rockstar
too.
Pure Zero.
Because we don't drink that regular
0 calories,
Bullshit.
0 balls.
with the sugary bullshit.
Like them chemicals, man. The chemicals are what's important because they make it taste all
They
kinds
feel
of
nice.
good.
Downtime's important.
Yeah.
Downtime's important.
If I had to listen to all the
Little
fucking
mouth
mouth breathers
breathers.
in here, I'd put my head in deep fryer.
What is that for?
Balls too.
It's fucking
It's from-
Clerks too.
The balls too have told me exactly what it was from.
Balls. too.
Sometimes, on occasion, it's okay to go ass mouth. I knew it.
I
Shut the fuck up,
Shut
GoBot.
the fuck up. Zing! Shut the fuck up, GoBot. No.
Hey, don't insult the guy. The GoBots are like
the Kmart, or the Kmart fucking, what are they called? Transformers.
Is there any reason that we don't do movie review at some point, but we do it very poorly?
You want to review a movie?
Well, what I want to do with a movie review is I want
A poopy?
to just basically review a movie opposite of how you're supposed to. right? So like, how was the acting? It was very good. Well, I didn't like that. Yeah, right. I saw Heat.
Saw Heat.
Yeah, right. Base it off of like other people's reviews. Like you couldn't think of one on your own.
Let's review movies from like the 1920s.
Yeah, exactly. Like go back to
Why
it.
do I care about
the
this?
Moon and
Movies
shit like
that are well documented and people don't need to hear about again.
You heard of this Casablanca movie?
You heard about this Doctor Strangelove? Man, I just heard about it from recently. I don't know what the hell it's all about, what the hell the big fuss is, but it's apparently a big, wonderful movie that people must be liking and shit.
It's got to be fun.
It's got to be fun. It's got to be a good time.
Strange love.
I think it's worth a Google.
Oh, no one ate the Oreos.
Why don't you Google it?
It's worth a Google.
Worth a Google.
I think it's worth a Google. Have a pizza for a french fry. Gonna have a bad time. Oh, when do we have a good time? Here, let me get some shit right here.
Hey, little buddy, got some shit right here. Yeah, it's one of those things. One of those days, huh?
Just one of those days.
It's just one of those days.
You don't want to wake up.
I think you ate it.
It sounds like it.
I feel like I have things.
You do have some things.
I got some things.
I have stuff.
I got the things, you know.
I only have stuff as well. I don't have things.
At least it's synonymous. At least it's synonymous, yeah.
You guys talk about politics or religion?
Oh, yeah, politics and religion. These are two
Is that what
things
stuff
that I
is?
like to talk about in places that are mostly suitable to, like, work and,
Thanksgiving.
work
yeah,
environment,
family
In
events.
front of grandma.
Because these are the people that are truly going to understand you and value your opinion.
Oh yeah, and they're not going to get angry at all.
Yeah,
of course
exactly.
not.
Differing opinions.
Exactly.
That's not how that works.
It's one of those things where you can trust them.
Yeah.
And that they're good people. And, yeah, it's really that easy. You can come to an agreement, a very civil one, and no one ends up drunk at the end of the night throwing fists at each other.
Wait, that's not
It's
how
just-
Thanksgiving usually goes.
I mean, not at my house
It's
so
not a
frequently.
success if that doesn't happen.
Oh my
right?
God, the bat phone is ringing.
It's in the room.
I can hear it now.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Who is it, do you think?
I don't know. Some asshole.
Did you answer it? Was it a telemarketer? It sounds like it was a telemarketer. You ignored the call, so I think it's a telemarketer.
Thank God for that telemarketer, though. You were able to find your phone.
I was like thinking the other day, how often do you go start taking a shit, and then you try to think about what you must have ate yesterday that makes this shit so painful? What are you sitting there like, oh God, what did I eat yesterday? Oh, it hurts so bad.
Better yet, I'll raise you one. You ever eat something the day before, and when you go to take a shit, it's as bad as you thought it was gonna
Oh,
be,
yeah.
and instead of saying that, you go, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I deserve this.
Well, I had
That was good. Yeah.
I had
I
the
do
both.
this.
I have a mix of the both where it's just like, oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, of course I
Yeah,
ate that thing
mhm.
yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I
My
ate the
body did some
chili.
science. Fuck.
It's yeah.
I hate the super fire chili thing. So
Should have done that. Should have done that. Then I washed it down with whiskey.
I walked it with the whiskey.
Right? And the beers.
Oh, those were so good though.
Oh.
Whiskey shits.
Oh.
Just like clears your fucking bowels out.
Clears your
I feel
rear.
like it's a good laxative
That's like,
almost.
I mean,
It'll
yeah,
get
I
ya.
will say, if you drink enough of it,
I mean, those are the
next
best
day
shits,
you
though.
will
Like,
purge.
at least, even no matter how terrible, like, they
it
come
feels
out.
weird and gross, but like, have you ever had cold shits?
Oh yeah, those are bad, dude. Where you feel weak
Where it
afterwards.
feels- where for the worst. Like I remember one time I don't know what the hell I drank, but like. The shit felt cold, and so I'm shitting. I'm like, it's like, oh, what is that? What is that? Like, oh, stop it!
This is terrible. I can't hold it though. I'm dying.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
This is so.
This shit is ridiculous.
This shit.
This
is
shit
ridiculous.
is bananas. B-A-N-A-N.
This shit right here.
This shit is delicious.
You want in on the talk, Mo?
The Mo wants to talk. Mo talk with Yo talk.
It's funny because he would never like. He's not one of those dogs who would ever bark, and so
Yeah, he just yawns.
he yawns, and
He's
he
a
gets
big
in
yawner.
people's faces.
Well, you know.
Gets your face.
We just got a new cat, and
Just saw
it's
he-
funny living in a house with people who have cats already, because I've never really had any pets, right?
Oh, you guys, like, you personally have a cat, or is it just
No,
like
no,
just
no,
a
no.
house cat?
So it's the house cats,
Oh,
like, you know what I
okay.
mean? Like,
Filthy fucking house cat.
so, goddamn
fucking
house
animal.
cat. Worthless animal. Dude, he's got a job. So, like, we have two cats. We have white cat, black cat. I was telling you guys this. We have white cat, black cat. Now we got
they
a gray
hate
cat.
each other.
White cat, black cat, not so much. They coexist. But the gray cat's got to get acclimated.
He's new, yeah.
And so they let gray cat downstairs. They put black cat upstairs because she's mean. And so
Yeah,
white cat and gray cat are downstairs. And it was so funny because the past 2 days, they've been like, we don't know where gray cat is. And I'm like,
Oh,
what do you
shit.
mean? And they're like, I can't find gray cat. And I was like, all right,
It's
well,
gone.
we think you got
It's
out. I was
dead.
like, no, he didn't get out. He's just hiding somewhere because
That
he's
was
skittish.
dead.
So first night, they couldn't find him. And then I go to the kitchen table, and he's like well under that thing. It's got like other platforms. It has,
Yeah.
like, the kitchen table has like, like shelves in itself in the bottom.
Oh,
And so it's like bar height and everything. It's really weird. I don't really like it that much. But anyway, there, the cat's hiding under there. Like, and we're talking like he has maybe 6-7 inches of clearance under that last part of the table, but he's hiding under there.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, check it out, guys. He's squished under here.
Yeah.
But then yesterday, oh, nice.
Hey, my balls.
Yeah, I know they always seem to do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yesterday, they're like, hey, we can't find him. It's like, oh, well, he's down here. We just don't know where he is. We don't know where he's hiding. And I was like, I'll bet you I can find him. So I look under the table where he was the night before, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
No.
So I'm like, I know where he is. I go in the parlor, and there's a chair back there, and like an armchair.
Yeah.
I look under there. Yep, there he is.
He's hiding.
And we're talking again, like 6, 7, 8 maybe inches of clearance.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
and he's like just crouched under there. But he's hiding under there the whole day.
Yeah.
The whole day.
Yeah. He's
that
fucking
scared.
freaking out.
He hasn't got used to all the rumblings of the
eating
house and stuff like
and
that.
shit in
No,
this?
no, he doesn't want to eat. He's scared.
Have you tried like putting in hiding spots, putting some food in the hiding spots?
No, because they want him to get
I
acclimated
guess
to being
yeah.
the
you
house
want to
cat.
kind of force him, but at the same time, try just beating him to death.
Have you tried just beating him?
Yeah, well, I think that's
I don't think that really works. With
that's
that.
an option.
beating him.
Usually
It
though, when
works.
you beat cats, what they do is they scratch you, and I don't like that because that's
But yeah, they'll-
oh my
they'll
come
God,
back
that
at you.
hurts.
They pull out a
You have to
knife.
give him a proper smacking. You
shit.
come
Well,
up, you go.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's like they have these little knives that they have, and it's like, I don't even know where they got the
They
money
got a
for
lot
that
of 'em.
shit.
Honestly, my cat is the reason that to this day, regardless of where I am, and if I'm hot and like I know I can just put my foot out and cool me down, not happening. I'll put my knee out before I do that because I have this feeling that I'm just gonna wake up with fucking claws in my feet.
Yeah.
What it would be like he'd be in the house, probably prowling through, waiting for someone to wake up to let him out, and I'd like stretch my toes or something. He sees them moving, so now they're a target. Or just
Yeah.
seeing the foot there, period. It's like that's a target. Fucking get him attack the shit out of my feet.
Oh,
What
if I
sound?
ever own
What
a
sound
cat-
did it make?
And we're like,
One more
Thank
time
you.
for the
One more
people
time.
back at home.
Thank you.
I love doing make people do the weird sounds like 7 times, 'cause
Yeah.
especially when they don't like realize that it's
What
a
you're doing
stupid
to them.
sound, so
Yeah.
they think it's just like a thing that they should include.
You maybe get 3.
I know
and they
I
figure it
make
out.
stupid
Yeah.
sounds like that. I freak out for and go for like no reason.
My favorite is like people who talk with their hands a lot. Is just sit there and do everything that they're doing already.
Yeah, I get that a lot from you for
It
sure.
makes you so self-conscious.
Yeah.
You're like, what am I doing?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my hands.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my hands here. Everything ended up fine.
You just put them down by your waist.
Car,
Okay.
car ran real good.
Cool. That's so great. Because he doesn't fucking know what the hell he's supposed to be doing. Like, I wouldn't know either. Like, I did good. I don't know. Like,
I won.
Those interviews are retarded anyway.
especially fucking NASCAR. It's not like yeah, they had a game strategy that we had to kind of change up. Oh, he was driving and I went around.
I was driving in a cover
I was
two.
driving and like he got in front of me and I went around him to make sure that I was in front of him.
The worst part was I couldn't hear my pit boss because I was driving. I had the radio really loud, so it was like clouding up my intercom.
Blaring
It was
Leonard
fucked up.
Skinner.
I was just going
And I'm
for it.
hammered drunk.
I like how that's his interpretation of praying, dude. Think about that.
Yeah.
He's praying to Jesus, to his God.
Baby Jesus, right?
and he imagines that he's drunk at a Leonard Skinner concert where his God is singing lead vocals.
Lead vocals for Leonard Skinner. Yeah.
Think about that.
How do you know Jesus has a good? What if Jesus had like a really weird raspy voice? Come, my children, come follow me to the next life, to the Lord.
And that's why no one wanted to do it.
You know he didn't, dude. You know he sounded like fucking milk
Or he
and
had
honey, dude.
or he had like a really a high pitched voice. Come, boys, let me heal your ailment. I will heal the blind.
Make sure you stretch out them creamy hamstrings.
Jesus said to the children,
Get your
"Come unto
fat ass
me."
over here. Get your fat ass over here.
That's not what they were talking
Get your
about.
big piglet ass over here. Fat piglet ass. Don't forget to call me.
Call
Oh,
me.
you're starting to piss me off, you old fat little son bitch. Call me.
Great. What time is it? How long are we doing this?
9:30.
I'm gonna pause it.
All right.
Would you
And we're
mind?
gonna pause, and will we either write back or back later?
Or never.
Whenever. Who knows?
We're thinking about
We could get hit by a comment or something, so.
We could
let's-
hit our comment, or just
Later,
say
people.
fuck you guys.
Oh.
Fuck you guys.
Your
Fuck
thing- your-
off.
I don't think yours is
Fuck
on.
off, Bo Bandy.
Randy.
Fuck off, Bo Bandy. Get her a one night stand. Could you understand how the word get out? Yeah, that's a fucking.
said you couldn't do it. You know I wanna do it again.
Oh, every morning, every morning. Shut the door, girl. Don't say a word. Every morning, every morning. Shut the door, girl. Now don't say a word.
Oh, that's a good way to
That's
go
great.
for it right there.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about earlier was time travel. And I think what you had said was like if you had, gone back in time and tried to kill Hitler.
Yeah, well, I've seen like a thing that it kind of it was helping explain in a way that it would show because the whole worry that if you go back in time you do something like kill Hitler, it's going to change the future forever. But how this at least the diagram that I had seen was written and showed it. It would essentially create a break-off point within that timeline of the universe and create an alternate universe. And that's it also it helps. It's part of the multiverse theory and all that too.
Mm-hmm.
And so that alternate universe would be affected in that way. So now to them, Hitler has been killed as a baby. The Holocaust never happened. Maybe something worse happened, or the world is better. But for us in this time, in this timeline, we would never notice the change, and so you would never even feel any effect as far as your lifetime is concerned.
One thing that always confused me about it was like the concept of, and Carlin brings it up, is the concept of the soul. So like you got to think about this. Like, do these people have souls? And it's like almost the duplicate souls.
Oh yeah.
Just from going back in time, right? Like you would also be present given a time that you went back that you were alive, right?
Oh yeah, if you went.
And
to
I don't know if that would
similar
mess up time. I imagine it would, but like I don't know anything about this, so it's just kind of that always confused me. Like you're going back to the souls of people that most of them are dead, right?
Yeah.
World War II. We're talking about
Yeah.
this particular scenario. But one thing that always stuck out to me was like the way the universe is arranged, right? And so like at a given time, it doesn't matter how just the Earth is arranged, right? When it comes to a moment, in time, like Valkyrie is about the whole the insurgency to kill Hitler.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
everything like that. So like if that moment didn't happen, but you got to think that for all that stuff to happen, for all those motions to happen and everything, the universe had to be oriented in a certain way, right? Not necessarily that it was important that some astral galaxy, far, far away in a different dimension was oriented a certain way was super important to the Earth necessarily, but that's how it was.
Yeah, it's just
and that was a part of the math equation that is the universe that made up the conditions that the Earth we live on, right? So my point is that like it seems like to go back or forward in time, you would have to rearrange every atom in the entire universe back to the way it was at that time just to get there.
But
and that
isn't
seems infinitely impossible.
Well, that's
what you have to do. Time travel.
That's what
that's
it
always
seems
been
like,
the
right?
biggest problem with time travel. It would take such a minute. It's much like using wormhole. How like wormholes are theoretically a realistic thing, but the biggest problem with it is that it takes such a massive energy for you to create something like a wormhole or do something that it would take such massive energy. Which obviously I'm not a physicist, so
No, I mean we're talking about platonic
but
relationships.
from the things I've read that like. That it would take such massive energy and things like I've heard that it would take such massive energy to do something.
Can you say
like
massive
time
energy
travel.
like 6 more
I
times?
like massive energy, massive energy. It's the greatest
I think
thing.
massive energy is probably the
the
best massive energy drink.
I'll tell you,
I've
it's
had.
massive.
It sounds like an
Big.
energy drink too. Yeah,
Massive energy.
Drink your massive energy.
You have that with your fight.
now. Massive
Your
energy
fight milk.
zero.
Fight Crow.
But
Massive
fucking,
energy.
yeah, it
Cultivating
would take
mass.
so much that it would be nearly impossible to create. It would take like stars upon like millions of stars, fucking at the same time, worth amounts of energy.
You'd have to, yeah, exactly. You'd have to give their energy back to them,
but
right?
that's
Because they're burning energy. Stars
But that's
are.
also where like the theory of a time travel within a black hole or a multiverse within a black hole, because it is a thing that it has such intense energy that it is literally sucks in and pretty much destroys anything within its reach.
Yeah.
And so there's the theory of the singularity, and then maybe it brings you either to another universe or it brings you back in time or something of that nature.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, no, it's even fucking physicists they can only guess as to what they think it is.
I got some stinky fate.
Stanky face.
Stink for
You guys like that stinky fate? You ever
Like
listen?
Happy
You ever
Feet,
listen to
but
Stinky
stanky.
Feet? Oh man, Stinky Feet. That's the shit right
Stinky
there.
Feet?
Yeah, it's the newest rapper. Stinky Feet.
That
You gotta
sounds
listen
like
to. He has this one song.
Sounds like it could be a rapper too.
Yeah, I mean it's called
Young
Tenactin.
Young Stinky Feet.
Yeah, Tenactin is his like his crew.
He's a
And
great
li-
dancer.
Later on, he just becomes SF. Young SF. I'm pulled away from the Stinky Feet thing. It's kind of like Diddy. Like he went from Puff Daddy to P Diddy to just Diddy, and
I'm gonna go by feet.
he was feet. He just can't.
And then foot.
Y'all call me feet.
Y'all call me feet. It was like that. What was the other one? Gopher.
Gopher.
We talked about that yesterday. It was
Go
like-
for Everett?
Yeah, I got all mixed up, dude. It wasn't Groundhog's Day to me. It was Gopher Day. I said, didn't that gopher see his shadow or something? They're like, Bryce, it was Groundhog's Day, not Gopher's Day.
So that was the first lie.
Yeah. Gopher Day, starring, was it Tom Hanks?
Fucking Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. My bad. Yeah, sorry, Bill. I don't know you personally, but I'm gonna say your first name.
So you should
because
call him
it's
William.
the one.
That's where I found one of my favorite songs.
R.I.P. Bill Murray.
R.I.P.
That movie's where I found one of my favorite songs, Pennsylvania Polka. That's my shit. Strike up the music, the band has begun. It's Pennsylvania Polka.
Can you do the whole song?
I
Just
don't
the
remember
whole-
the whole song. It's the only part I remember.
So do you
I
really
know
love the
there's
song
more.
or no?
I like the music. I like
Fucking
I
liar.
like the beat that bum 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 bum, like the steady of like polka music. Yeah. Yeah, when I got bum 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 bum.
Played for like
bum,
12
bum,
hours.
bum, 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 bum,
You know,
bum,
Bill
bum,
Murray
bum.
was actually playing the Pro-Am today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sean and Andrew were watching it over at the house.
Old BM?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Oh,
Have
Bill
you ever
Murray.
seen the things that he'll show up at bars and bartend
Yeah.
and just like tell the bartender like, hey, no one's gonna believe you.
Yeah, take 5.
Like fucking even if they have pictures for all they know you're lying.
That's not Bill Murray. You doctored that photo.
Yeah.
It's a guy wearing a wig.
Bullshit.
Terrible angle. No, I got a picture with him like it's a selfie. He took it.
I'm standing right next
He
to him.
signed it.
Nah.
He would be
Put a
like the
date on
best
it.
celebrity to like run into,
Yeah.
just for
Because
that
they're used
reason.
to seeing him with makeup and
Well,
stuff
he seems
like
like
that.
he always seems like he's really like humble as far as his celebrity. Like that's why he's in a lot of those really small movies now, like those independent movies, because he's done just like be a whatever role for a new up and coming movie, fucking up and coming
exposure.
director or something
And
like
he's
that.
also made so much
Well,
money.
he doesn't need the exposure anymore.
Yeah.
More as they need. They get
They want
exposure.
him.
Yeah, they get exposure.
Yeah.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants
director,
now.
the
He's
writer.
great, and that's where I watched
He's Bill fucking Murray.
He was what got me into The Life
Bill
Aquatic. Was what got me into Wes Anderson movies. So those movies are great. If you want to like relax while you're watching a movie, watch a Wes Anderson. It's so like
Do some
like
heroin and
so-
then
do
watch
some
some
heroin,
Wes
watch some
Anderson
You
Wes
could actually
Very
Anderson.
relaxing.
theoretically You can relax
what's a Wes Anderson movie? The Crow?
Did some heroin.
Yeah.
You can relax during Jurassic Park, and that movie's terrifying when you think about it.
He does that really centered out way of like all his scenes are centered out, and so it's really appeasing to the eye. And so you're watching just kind of like almost the way that he shoots all his scenes. Like there's no like weird. Everything's
clear
to the left.
point
it's a
and everything.
clear, centered out focal point. That it's like, man, that's really
very visually.
and they're also really calm. Like Royal Tenenbaums, you hear fucking Gene Hackman in the background. Fucking Royal Tenenbaum was in like he's had narrating. He's got a fucking pleasant voice during that whole time and
soothing.
He's like really soothing movies for some reason.
Gene Hackman, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you haven't watched this movie, you should. Gene Hackman is fantastic.
Superman
in Ants.
Ants. Who was he in Ants? Wait, what the fuck?
He was one of the advisors. No, he was the. I think he was actually the general ant.
Yeah,
he was the bad guy.
That's great.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Hey, he was fantastic though. I liked it.
I remember that movie that movie fucking got a bunch of shit because it came out like right around the time of Bugs Life.
I feel like the Bugs Life came out afterward though.
I think it came out right before.
Maybe
whichever way.
I like both of them.
It was more
something
just
happened.
A Bugs Life was so like clearly stand out above Ants, whereas Ants was good in itself if you're not comparing it. Because it's a good story about just ants, and they have a life. They especially have that one scene where they're fighting with those dung beetles, what the fuck they are.
Yeah,
and like
termites.
They have termites, but they make the termites fucking ruthless.
They came out the same
killing
exact
machines.
What? The same year?
But,
both those movies came out in 1998.
What month though?
What month?
From what I remember,
yeah, that matters.
Yeah, Ants came out later in the year. And that was the whole thing. That the Ants came out like 3 months later, and so they got a bunch of shit and being
I liked both of them.
Being like they stole the Bugs Life.
Oh yeah.
But what I liked about it was that it made it like a little more. They seem like people in that, especially with that scene when he's talking to his friend who just died by these ruthless termites from their fucking acid they're spitting out or whatever they are. And
goddamn Sylvester Stallone playing that fool.
Yeah, Sylvester. Oh yeah, that shit.
What was his name?
Ants came out in October and Bugs Life came out in November.
So it didn't really matter.
Oh wow,
Ants is first.
They beat him to the pit.
Oh,
they beat him.
Well, see, that's what I think. It's more of because Bugs Life is a Disney movie, and Disney overshadowed. I don't remember who even made Ants, but it was more just the Pixar fucking overshadows whoever the other people are 10 times out of 10.
Well, I mean,
even DreamWorks.
I like.
I think it was a DreamWorks movie.
It was a little more adult than Bugs Life, right? Like Bugs Life was a movie more about bullies than it was about like finding yourself.
It's a kid.
Like, I think that's what Ants was about. Like he's like finding his place in the colony.
Oh yeah, I feel like Ants. They felt like human.
Woody Allen is the main character.
Yeah,
yeah. They felt like real like people.
And then Christopher Walken is the lieutenant. He's bad, but he turns good.
Colonel Cutter.
Ants felt like they were real people. Like he's living a life.
Yeah, and Hackman was General Mandible.
Mandible, yep.
General Mandible. Damn, that's
good old Gene Hackman.
Mandible and Cutter.
I just remember who the hell is that when he sees the penny about to come squish them.
What the hell is that?
Well, who the hell is that?
The big old George Washington.
Yeah, so it's Abe Lincoln's the penny. The penny's
that's right. It's been a while. See,
you should watch it.
I remember that. I watched that. We watched that in like daycare, and I was still in elementary school. And kids would say that line and get in trouble because you're tactically cussing.
Oh no!
A fictional
place.
place.
Hockey sticks.
Yeah, don't say
You know, hell is a place in North
Carolina.
Who
the heck is that?
Did you ever get in trouble saying frick? I remember my parents used to get mad at me when I was a kid for saying frick.
So that's how you got away with saying fuck.
Yeah.
Too close to fuck. And so
they knew that.
They're like, they know it's just it's a quick step to be like fucking that frickin' thing. And you're like, that fucking thing is a...
Fucking sounds better. I'd be mad at my kid that didn't say fucking. Hey, that frickin' thing, that hurt.
Well, then why didn't you say fuck?
With that say it's a fucking thing then. You queer.
Commit, motherfucker. Commit.
Okay, cool.
We are in a new band now, man. Snap.
What's that?
I don't know. I was just snapping. God, this is heavy.
3 batteries inside.
Austin, you got a goddamn big dick.
This dick of yours that I'm holding in my hand right now is really heavy. I'm holding in my hand.
Let me ask you about this.
Don't jerk it like that. That's too. That's
sorry,
too fast.
sorry.
And if you're going to cut the
that-
balls, don't be an asshole.
Is that better? If I press your button, is that better?
Oh, he loves when you press his
Listen,
button.
I gotta ask you, Austin. What flavor is it?
It's cinnamon.
You
Oh,
dick.
nice.
Cinnamon flavor?
Wow.
Yeah, dude, mine's
Wow.
caramel.
Okay.
Woo!
Oh,
Damn,
yours
you must be
caramel? I
so
thought you were
proud.
doing the whatever the
Let me ask you this.
pancakes.
It's like
still.
Now that I have it in my
Hot
hands-
Cheetos for some
I
reason.
think I just got fish going on.
Feeding blueberry pancakes. Still.
This one's blueberry pancakes.
Now that I have it in my hand, can I smoke it?
You can put it to your lips.
Nope.
Nope. Not allowed.
This one blueberry flapjack.
Got that blueberry. I like me them French fried potatoes. He wasn't.
Tastes like
he wasn't funny. Ha ha. He was funny. Queer.
I got a shitload of them right there next to you.
Pancakes?
God,
Flavors.
Random
damn.
flavor. I have a whole extra vape, basically.
I'm not gonna lie, your cinnamon one tastes like cream corn.
Yeah, you have to like
What?
kind of. It's.
That's actually pretty good. I kind of like that.
Really?
You ever had cream corn, man? That stuff's delicious.
That's true.
I actually don't. Think
I've only
I
ever seen
have.
it put in like when you're
I think I've
donating
heard.
for the kids
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, dude, my
Nobody eats
grandfather-
cream corn.
I
They
don't
My
just
think I've ever
grandfather
donated it.
loved that slop, dude. That stuff was so good. Super sweet. It
Yeah,
literally just
yeah,
mashed up
yeah.
corn, boiled over,
And
and you're
sweet
good.
cream. Yeah.
Oh man, it's fantastic. You can
Boil
put
it.
stuff with it, but I don't think we ever did.
I don't know.
Rub sweet cream on it.
What is red sweet cream?
You know what's good for squat thrusts?
Red sweet cream on it.
Sell yourself.
Sell Sell yourself. Woo!
That was pretty funny. I liked it.
Oh, hey! It's a bonfire. Oh, stop.
I was actually thinking you were going to start saying, like, it's all that.
This is all that.
Who was it? Salt and Pepper did that?
I think that was Salt and Pepper did
Good
all
for
that.
them.
Because there
They
was.
do that.
I think there's
Those
an
are just
extended.
waterfalls, right? They did that one.
I just know.
No,
Yeah.
that was,
No, that's
TLC.
TLC.
That's
yeah.
TLC.
Don't chasing waterfalls.
Just don't go.
TLC
Don't chase
was
the
my-
waterfalls.
Hey, TLC was my shit. Though my mom got me into that shit. You don't fuck with TLC. They got the game.
I remember when we were little kids and my mom used to play like California Love in the car. My dad, and mom like Tupac.
Yeah. She thought she was hood.
Oh man, that's.
I also remember
exactly-
She
when
got me into Mariah Carey. We belong together
yeah.
is my fucking song. We belong together, baby.
Fantasy. That was my song, dude. Oh man, that was so good. Oh, my mom like would play all like those old radio stations like the 106 and
Yeah.
94.5 or whatever, and like you just she'd be singing, so you'd be singing too, right? Like that's just how it was. Oh man, Mariah Carey, Fantasy.
I remember my dad used to love the song. My dad used to love the song "Smoke Two Joints," the slow version. And
Smoke
right
two
in, before I knew what a
joints.
joint was, me and my buddy Bobby would fucking sing that song hella loud. And then we would do this thing like when it cuts to like the smoke two joints, we would pretend like we're hitting we were hitting joints.
That's what I do.
We had no idea what the fucking. And my parents would get mad at us because they're like, "Of course he's showing us this goddamn song. Like, why didn't you
fault
not
is it really?
play this?"
Rock me tonight.
Maybe he's
Rocket
the
Man
reason
is
I
really
s-
what held my family together.
Rockin' Man.
Oh yeah,
burn.
that shit was our jam.
I remember Daniel for a while when I thought Daniel was a song about his brother dying. It used to make me really sad thinking about like my brother dying from it, and then I realized I found out one day that it's just about his brother moving away.
It's still
His
really
brother-
sad.
It's sad, but it's
What
not.
if Raptor moved
it's
away?
not nearly
What
as
would you
sad
do?
as assuming that his brother is dead.
Yeah, that's very
way
true.
sadder. I thought his brother died
He's
in a
dead to
plane
you,
crash.
though.
This is what my dad always
He's
told
dead
me
to
that it
him.
was his brother died in a plane crash, and so I was like, "This is a fucking sad." It's just like what's the song by Cocaine? Eric Clapton about his child.
Oh, Tears from
Tears
Heaven.
from Heaven. It's about his baby.
he lived on like a 5th floor of a high rise in England. His baby crawled out the window and died. And it's a song about his dead kid. That shit's fucked up. But like, and when I found that out, like, I can't listen to that song anymore. It makes me hella sad now.
You want us to cry?
Everyone, get it out. Get it out.
Can you hear it? Here, turn your mics off for a second.
You can hear it like through the mics.
Yeah, you can hear it in our mics.
Derp.
You gotta set it up so we can have drops and shit.
You know what song always got to me?
Yeah, DI.
We'll get one of those.
Don't take the
DI
girl.
box.
What song? Go ahead.
Don't take the girl.
Don't
By Tim McGraw.
take the girl.
I hope.
Tim McGraw. Country.
I don't like country.
It's like the one song that I will forever
I don't
know.
like
That's country.
I don't like new country.
I don't
Tim
listen to new
McGraw is
country.
not
I
new
much
country.
prefer
He's
old,
just-
unless
That's a
it's like
pretty
Zach
old
Brown
song.
Band.
Not old
I was
country.
listening to Family. It's Family fucking. I think it's like Family Afflictions by Hank Williams Jr.'s. By Hank
Juniors?
Hank Williams Jr.
Hank Williams Jr.'s.
I said like heckling juniors. Is that what you said?
Hank Williams Jr.
It's family tradition. Why do you drink?
Ain't no
And why
sunshine.
do you smoke? What's that one? No, that's how well family tradition. That's all I know.
I don't think I know that song.
That's it's real country.
It's
not
real
this,
country.
Not this
Real
bullshit
country.
new age. Let's see. Go to the fucking chorus. You gotta find the chorus.
It sounds familiar, like I've heard it in a movie, but I don't know.
I
this
feel like
song.
once you hear the chorus, it makes way more sense.
Okay, I'll wait.
Family tradition.
I like it though.
Why do you drink? And why do you smoke?
No, do the whole thing.
I don't know.
Another one of those kind of songs.
There's a lot of songs where I know certain parts of it and not the whole thing. But there's also songs that I should know the whole thing, and I do. I know fucking Find Me Somebody to Love almost word for word by Queen. And I should probably not say that
there.
song.
We went to
Lucky by
Reno
Britney
one
Spears.
time. I think we
Call
went there
me.
for your birthday. And you drove with us, Big Raf. He drove with us.
Nights of the Abyss?
Eh?
That show? Oh, I thought you were talking about Metal Show.
No, for your. I literally just said for your birthday.
Yeah,
B-Day.
I remember
To Reno?
To Reno. Oh, I'm high.
Yes, you are.
God, if you would shut up for 2 seconds.
You would just. And we were going up there, and like halfway there, we had to change radio stations. The whole way there after
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and the whole way back.
Oh, I wasn't.
He had every song, that
Uh,
came on, he was singing the whole thing.
He knew
I
'em
wasn't.
all.
That wasn't time I went with you, but I remember he told me about that. You guys were driving up. He said like.
That's when
He said
Ricky,
you turned on a radio station like the whole drive.
No,
the rest of
yeah.
the
I feel
time
like we
he
should have
knew
put
the
money
song
on it.
of
Like
every-
I should have been like,
I
he'll know every
honestly,
single
I
song.
feel like we went. We
Yeah.
drank with
I
you
would
and
have been
Brandon
like $50
at the
for each or
Calneva, right?
something.
Yeah, no, that's when we went for your birthday.
Yeah, we went for your birthday.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Oh,
carpooled
okay,
on
yeah,
that
because
one.
I
You
drove.
went
I
with
drove
them.
with Brandon. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he drove with you. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was a good. We gotta go back,
Let's
man.
go to Reno.
We got a big winners, man.
Go.
Big winners on that bar.
Big winners. Big winners. I'm a big alcohol winner.
Winner.
I figure if I put as much money as I do in the machines into the bar, I'll win twice as much.
Hell yeah.
Because
If I throw up, that's a big win. It's a
3
jackpot.
times as drunk.
That's a real big winner.
I don't go
up.
to
You
the
might
game
want to
ball.
sleep right here.
Go there to drink.
Y'all mind if I sleep at this station? I remember when we went to fucking Vegas for EDC the other year.
Mm.
One of the days we come back and Brandon's girlfriend is like, "I'm hungry. Let's go get. I want to go get some pizza or something. Just go quick eat before we go
Yeah.
fucking lay down and go to bed." And so we walk over to this pizza place in one of the fucking casinos, and there's
Flamingo,
this dude
I know
who's
what you're talking
clearly
about.
so fucked up, and he's laying on he's like his head's passed out on the table, and he's just
Yep.
clocked out. And you see a security guard come up to him, or you see like an employee come up to him, dude, you gotta go. Security guard comes up to him, dude, you gotta go, or I'm gonna call the police. Then it looks like a cop starting to cops and a security guard start to walk our way. So Brandon's girlfriend gets up, and goes and walks and like pretends she's talking to the dude, and she's like, "Yeah, I know him. I'm getting him out of here." And like they leave, and so she kind of
Still get involved.
And we're like, what the fuck are you doing? Why'd you
Why
do
are you
that?
gonna
Like
save
he's
some
gonna go to
random
jail anyway. Like he's not gonna get back up now.
No.
We don't know where the fuck he's staying. He's
We're
too
not taking
fucked
care
up.
of him.
She is
All you
way
did-
too
all you-
nice.
all you
Yes,
did was
she
push-
I
is
like that gal.
amazing.
We
She's
saw her
nice.
tonight.
Yeah.
She's
She's really-
way
she's
too
really
nice.
Both
nice,
of them
yeah.
tonight.
Were they
God
in
bless her.
town?
She's gorgeous.
What?
Excited.
Were they in town, or you guys go to?
We
We
went
went
to
to
dinner.
dinner.
with my
Oh,
family,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
You weren't invited.
No, you can't come.
Yeah, I'm
We were
hurt.
told not to
We were
tell you.
barbecuing.
We were
so-
told not to.
We were
allow you-
specifically told don't.
They
bring that
actually say
motherfucker
hi to you
in.
guys, by the way.
Yeah, they,
What if
they
that was
do
the
say hi.
What if that was the
Auntie Lori specifically asked how you guys were doing. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
They've
haven't
all
seen-
got
I haven't
AIDS.
seen- I need to go.
dead.
I need to go take
they
a visit.
died.
I need to go visit them.
No,
Like,
you
go
don't.
to the house and visit them. 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't seen Lauren
The
and Paul in a long
podcast thing
time.
I'm doing, it's a coping mechanism.
It's my therapy.
No, it's my therapy.
Mytherapy.com.
Mytherapy.com.
Have
Trademark.
ever-
Trademark. Everyone shut up. Trademark.
Everyone
It's
shut up.
actually my trademark. My trademark. Copyrighted Austin Master
Is it now?
2018.
From now on, if you say it, you owe me money
Every time.
every time.
Please send me money.
TM. If you trademarked the TM symbol, I like to
TM,
trademark TM, and so anytime anyone has TM, the trademark symbol, that you'll have to pay me money.
That'd be some
Money on
idiocracy
money.
shit right there.
If you could get that shit to pass, say you make some fucking serious, because
Someone probably.
think how many
owns
people
that.
throw a trademark on
Yeah.
their trademark.
There's a trademark on the trademark.
I gotta put a copyright on my copyright.
Trademarks on trademarks.
Well, we're just gonna use your legal patterns again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the process. That's what you gotta do.
Sounds about right. Use the system for money.
Booze the system for money. Boozing.
Boozing. We're just boozing.
Boozing.
I heard there's people that are drunk and high
Boozer.
playing astronauts in the street.
We got-
Yeah, it's us.
Yeah, it's us. Yeah, we got calls of people who are drunk and high playing astronauts in the street. Yeah, it's fucking us.
What do you want?
What do you want?
We got some really great space weed out here.
We got some fucking.
That's what the
crazy-
aliens are gonna say, dude.
Getting
I don't know what the fuck
fuckulated.
to say.
We're getting fucking.
We
I
all
don't, Bubbles, I don't know
fuckulated.
what the fuck to say.
I'm telling you, if we do it right, those aliens, they're gonna go back to their fucking ship, stoned as shit with fake dreads on and Rasta colors, and when their
Hey,
superiors ask them about their report, they're gonna be like, "Oh, our what?
That would
Dude,
be-
no, wait, the Californian like
Dude,
Earthlings,
Nice.
nah.
That would be
they
s-
have this crazy space weed,
That'd be so great.
and it's like way better than our stuff, man. It's
That's what they call
incredible.
it.
well, it'd be great.
They would
just, like,
call it space weed.
like they've been observing us, so they know our language at that point, and they come and like they're speaking English, and you're like, oh, dude, like, can I like give you something? You bring them back, like, hey, you're gonna hit this, just inhale, and I'm just gonna. It's fine. I got you.
Imagine an
And you give 'em
alien
a
speaking
fat dab
awkward
and just
slang to
rip.
you. Not sure of the words that he's slang. Hey, brother, would you
Hi, brother.
you
Well,
wanna
no,
you wanna
imagine-
smoke a fat one?
The best one would be, hey, nigga, do you want to?
An alien calling you that shit? Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, son?
Some nigga, you want to go and smoke a fatty? They're talking like the president too. That's how they think we're like people talk because they're just listening to online forums. And
We learned
shit.
everything about the people
From
from Boys in the Hood. Was that not like the official human movie? No.
The official human movie.
All we get is BET. It's a lot of
we
Boys
got
in
that
the
and
Hood.
Citizen Kane. That's all we. That's all we've ever
They're
watched.
very different
Rosebud.
movies.
Rosebud, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah. You know Rosebud, right? Right.
We learned everything we needed to know about the human race from Soul Plane. Have you seen that movie?
Soul Plane.
I mean, I just imagine aliens watching our movies.
Oh man.
Imagine this too: aliens watching our movies and forgetting why they were watching them because they enjoyed them so much.
Watching like our stupid movies too, like
Yeah.
the worst ones.
They're
Or
like,
our movies about aliens.
turns out they're wild about Jurassic Park, dude. They're like, dude, that's crazy. That's exactly what it would
What
be
if
like
we-
on our planet.
What if they like we
it
got
would be like
attacked?
Galaxy Quest
What-
or
what if we
whatnot,
got
right?
attacked?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. What if we got attacked by aliens just because they watched Independence Day and thought that's what they're supposed to do?
They got confused.
That's
and
how they
thought-
have to
Confused
interact
about
with
that. They're like,
us.
wait,
Wanted.
that's how we interact with humans. That's you guys
Yeah.
interact through war, right?
Well, it's clear that the Americans on the Earth make the most concise movies. So we saw this Independence Day movie, and well,
They're all historical documents.
you know, we thought.
Hi there, boys. I'm back. They're like, there's a force field. Your fucking plane would just blow up. What?
No,
what's-
we destroyed it though.
What's the
'cause
plan
we're
here?
cool.
This movie's stupid and unrealistic. This
destroyed the
movie
force
about
field, fuck you.
aliens
We
is
destroyed it.
stupid and unrealistic.
I didn't know the
man,
name.
but we
Today
beat the aliens 'cause we said we
It's
could.
our Independence Day.
Yay.
I won't lie, dude. That speech
that
gets me
speech-
jacked up.
That speech gets my dick hard.
Damn right.
This shit gets me going.
Rock hard.
That kind of shit like gets me all teared up when they all come together as a team.
Fuck yeah.
You ever think that like that
I'm
moment's gonna
pilot,
come and
I
that
fly.
speech is gonna come and it's just gonna suck ass in comparison?
Yeah.
We're just gonna get fucked up.
Like the real speech is gonna
Imagine-
come out and
ima-
like some great president.
Ah, shit, we're fucked.
Or
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Imagine if Donald
Not even
Trump
Donald
is the
Trump, dude. Like
president
imagine
who's
like
giving
12, 10, 16 years down the line, some president comes in, greatest president ever. I don't give a shit, whoever it is.
And
And
probably
it
the
comes
worst
to
one.
that speech.
Donald
and they're
Trump,
like, Today is our independence. And it's Donald Trump because he was a dictator for whatever reason.
He really turned his life around after
He
Yeah,
this.
is
for
a
life.
dick.
and
Dick
comes
for
back.
life.
Tater.
he is a dick, Mr. Tater. But like comes to that speech and that speech just sucks in comparison to the movie. Like,
Yeah.
The movie speech is like 10 times better. Or better yet, they
Even
repeat
if
we
he-
gonna
he
whip
just
him.
Reuses it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I would give the
He
president
just
of the
quotes
I
time.
would give him fucking props.
I would
yeah.
fucking clap
would
the
get-
shit
I-
out
you
of
know
that.
Is he fucking doing the speech
But
from
that shit,
that
that
movie?
that shit will get you. Imagine like if you didn't really, if you like
You were in
just,
cred in my
well,
book.
you're sitting there just thinking like, holy shit, we're about to die by aliens, and he gives a speech, and you hear that, you're like, that's fucking great. And then like, we beat the aliens, and then later on you're rewatching the movie like, oh my god,
We shall
The
not go
president just
silently
fucking
into the
reused-
night.
He just fucking reused.
Shall
the
live
fucking-
on.
Yeah,
We shall prevail.
well, he just reused the goddamn speech. from the
Today is
fucking
our
movie.
Independence Day.
Today is our Independence Day.
As soon
Was
as
the
I said
actor
that, I would
who did
know.
that?
I'd be like,
Uh,
wait
he
a
was-
second.
He wasn't.
Coach Conway? No.
He
Yep.
wasn't huge.
That was Emilio Estevez.
Was it him? Oh.
It's,
Emilio.
um,
Emilio.
Emilio!
Oh, you can't have a name like that. 'Cause it's just too funny.
We
You know,
need
What is
a-
his name?
you know he's a Sheen.
You know he's a
Estevez?
she?
Yeah, he's one of the Sheens, but he changed his last name to be Estevez, so he wouldn't be Emilio Sheen.
Hmm.
Or I don't think
What?
Emilio. I don't think
Oh.
Emilio.
I can
is
see
his
the
first name either.
relation.
Emilio shit.
Bill
I don't believe
Pullman.
you.
That is the.
Good
That is
old
the
Bill
guy.
Pullman.
Oh, I knew that.
I loved him in
Damn it.
other movie he
I
was
loved
in.
him.
Yeah, he also
And
created the Pullman
Spaceballs.
cable car.
Oh, he
he's
was in Spaceballs.
Yep.
He's fucking Lone Star.
Yeah.
You don't know shit about dick,
You don't
motherfucker.
shoot my dick, motherfucker.
Bill.
I love that. You don't shoot my dick, motherfucker.
What is that from?
I thought we. I don't know. For some reason,
It's
I thought
from
we made it
something.
up, but we definitely did not
It's
make
from a
that
fact.
up.
That happens to me all the time. I'm like, dude, I made that up.
Nope.
Yeah.
I never.
No,
no,
it
you
was
didn't.
me.
Then you see the fucking movie that it was in. It's like, that's where I got
my-
that.
Yeah, I didn't make that up
All
anymore.
right, let's tell no one.
I'm not sending the memo out. Once they figure it out, they got it.
Yeah. their
Remember when
responsibility.
Raptor said, "Make my day"?
That
Go
was
ahead,
cool
punk.
quote. I wish I knew what that was from, but apparently
Go
he
ahead.
said,
He made that up.
Make
It was
my day,
genius.
punk.
You should be a movie writer.
go ahead.
Here's looking at you, kid. Remember when he said that? That was
Brilliant.
great.
Such an emotional moment.
Oh
when he
my
said
god, I've never seen any movie ever.
it. Never. Not one.
He's in Sleepless in Seattle. He's in Casper. He's the dad in Casper.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
I
Who's
fucking
else?
love that movie.
I really do not remember fucking anything about it. I remember the second one, Casper meets
it's
Wendy.
weird that you don't remember
I remember
anything.
that
With young
one
Ricci.
way more than I remember the
Young
first
Ricci.
Casper.
Kerrigan and like bitch, like
I don't know fucking
What?
fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah, Kerrigan.
She's a
like,
fucking
bitch.
bitch.
You know.
She's a stupid bitch.
oh my god, she's probably like
This
the
is where we
worst
find
villain
out
ever. I
Nikki has a
hated her
serious
the
problem
most.
with this.
Was she
With
the
Christina
mom or
Ricci.
the step-
No,
Definitely
she's
aware.
just like this lady who like wants the family that lived in the home that like
Oh, the lady that
chick.
sounds like she
Do you
smokes too
remember,
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kerrigan. and she has the blonde hair,
Halo,
and then she has that tool with her. Like
Yeah,
you
she's
remem-
always like super.
Do you
like,
remember Mouse
angry.
Hunt? The movie Mouse Hunt, where
That
it's like
sounds
they're moving,
familiar.
they move these two guys, and it's the gay dude from fucking. He's fucking.
it's Kerrigan.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I
he's-
remember the
he
gay
was never
dude?
openly gay
From The
but
Thing?
Openly gay.
He plays
John
do you watch-
openly
you
gay
watch,
Johnson.
What gay guy from
Do you
what
watch
gay
Modern
thing?
Family? You watch Modern Family?
Yeah,
Do you know their friend that they're like flamboyantly gay? The gay
Cecil or
couples?
something or
Yeah, that actor. I can't remember what his
Cecil?
name is. But they like inherit a house from their dead grandpa, and there's this mouse that they're trying to get rid of. But you also like they
You never
do
seen
a good-
Mousetrap?
They do a good job of showing like the mouse is fucking like like humanizing it. Like at one point, the mouse is crawling through the walls and it goes and lays in a little bed it's made, and you're like, oh, cute mouse, and then fucking he starts jamming nails in the wall, and like it almost hits him. And you're like, oh my god, fucking like, get away, mouse, don't die. Don't die.
I think I've seen that.
You probably was definitely had. It was a really big movie when I was a kid.
It kind of reminds me of The Borrowers.
The Borrowers was good too.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane is the main guy.
Yeah. Remember, he was never openly gay, but everyone knew he was gay.
Or
he's super flamboyant.
it was like him and his brother. There was like an old guy who owned like the factory.
Christopher Walken's he was like the half bad guy.
Half bad guy.
The main bad guy was the fucking mouse.
Well, but the mouse is
a piece of shit.
Well, you also, but the whole
but then
thing
you
was,
felt bad for him.
Well, you find out later that they start to care, and like they care.
You
for
find
the
out
mouse.
later the mouse had a huge cocaine problem.
Huge cocaine.
And he used to beat his fucking wife.
Mouse needed help.
And you're over here
Why
like feeling bad for the fucking mouse.
Everyone needs help.
Especially this mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Poor mouse.
It's addicted to that cheese.
Goddamn cheese.
Remember the Birdcage? Ever seen that movie?
That sounds familiar. But
Robin Williams and Nathan Lane. Robin was like a gay guy, and they have a son or something, and like he has a son.
Well, that's
that
not
he
right.
like divorced his wife, and he's trying to hide his gayness from
He's just kind of
Trying to hide his gayness.
His overall gayness.
it was like a thing like his parents.
Where he's like a total fruit, and he's like trying to not act like a fruit. He's like, nah, I'm not a fruit. Remember that movie? That was
I don't think I've seen that movie.
good. It was the best.
It was a fucking weird movie. It was one of those ones. It wasn't really weird. It was a pretty good movie, but it's a strange storyline.
It's Austin's favorite movie.
My favorite movie ever.
It doesn't surprise me.
He's always watching it at home.
Next to fucking Saving Ryan's Privates.
It's a movie about that doctor again.
That's a gay porn.
Or fucking watching or watching fucking what's it called? Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Jacket.
Full Metal. Joel Metal Facket.
I like that one better.
That's a pretty good one.
I heard like that one was when I watch it. Like every time I watch it now, I can't stop laughing at him fucking screaming at all the people.
Yeah.
And all this,
Sir, what? Were you about to call me an asshole?
Sir, what? Were you about to call me an asshole? Not with your. Don't grab my hand, God damn it! Choke yourself.
Don't grab my hand, God damn it!
Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me?
I say that all the time. Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me? It's actually a real line from a John Wayne movie too. The guy's like, "Is that you, John Wayne?"
Who the motherfucker signed his own death warrant?
Me? Who the fuck said that? Which one of you motherfuckers just said that? Was it you?
Do you suck dicks?
Private
Suck
Joker.
dicks? Are you a Peter fucker?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. My favorite. He's like, don't fall down. That would break my fucking heart if you fell down.
That would break my fucking heart.
Can you not get over? No? Then get the fuck down. Get the fuck off my obstacle.
You are a disgusting fat
You are
body.
a disgusting fat body, Private Pile. And then he kills him. Left go blam. We're Jolly Green Giants. And inside every gook, there is an American.
Waiting to come out.
Yeah, waiting to get out. What's that peace sign on your shoulder? Is this some sort of joke?
What is it? You better get on board for the big push.
Once you get on board for the big win.
The big win, yeah.
We lost that war. He lost. He's stupid.
He doesn't know, man, because he's in a movie.
You don't know.
We never lose anything. We're Americans.
We don't lose anything. We
didn't
leave.
lose. We just decided to stop fighting.
Yeah,
We're still there.
We didn't
it's
lose.
still going down.
We didn't lose. We just left. That's how that works.
You know, we're
Beat us
done
if
with
we're
this
not
shit.
There, ha ha. You guys suck.
We'll just call it a draw. We're out.
We'll call it a draw, but we're on top and we win.
I'll draw you a picture.
You'll understand it one day.
One.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Well, the only thing I have to say about the war in Vietnam.
The war in Vietnam. They cut it out.
That's all I have to say.
That's all I have to say about the war in Vietnam.
Could have said it better myself.
You said it all, man. Could have said it better myself. Forrest Gump. Forrest. I think you should go back home to Greenbow, Alabama.
Sorry, I broke up your Black Panther party.
Sorry, I ruined your Black Panther party.
I feel like if we ruin anybody's movie going experience next week, that's what we should say.
Sorry, I ruined your Black Panther party. That'd be so great. And regardless if we do it or not, just at the very end, it's stand up. Sorry, I ruined y'all's Black Panther party, and then walk out.
He's got like 26 people going. We are the Black Panther party.
We are going to be the Black Panther party.
I said we should all walk in like this.
We should all walk in with our fists.
Yeah.
That's what I said that yesterday. Either that or KKK uniforms.
Walk in with shotguns that don't have bullets in them.
Whoa.
That's
well,
real
I
Black
movie,
Panther.
dude. I don't want to get kicked out.
I don't want to go to Guantanamo.
Can I bring like a stun gun or a handgun I can hide in my pocket?
Guantanamo.
Guantanamera. Ay, oh, Guantanamera.
Guantanamera.
Shut up.
You be quiet right now.
This is going great.
It's one of those
I think I
things.
end up fine.
It's going so good. It was all going so good until
Fire Nation attacked.
Until it happened. Until the Fire Nation attacked.
Bastards.
Fucking
Pieces
bastards.
of shit. I knew it was going to be them.
Fuck yeah, with a Fire Nation?
My
Like, who else would it be?
I remember I
Yes.
love that show. There's that one scene when he first meets Toph, the fucking blind earthbender, and he's like fucking dodging all our attacks. He's like, I don't want to fight you, I just want to talk. And Sokka's like, boo, no talking. No talking. It's so great.
Oh, thanks.
Let's do the whole podcast like this. Let's just whisper.
Excuse me.
We're doing this for my mom's in the next room and she'll be mad. We gotta be a little quiet. Shh. Remember we used to leave your house and we were super quiet because the walls were thin?
Oh, dude, man.
You guys didn't have like insulation in the walls so you hear everything.
What the fuck is this?
Like, can
deal?
you stop pushing the key on that thing so loudly?
Can you please,
What?
I hear you
in
your
the
mouse
house
over
like we
there.
were in May. Can you not step on the ground?
Can you not
float?
breathe? Can you please stop breathing?
Yeah, don't breathe when you come
I
in.
can hear you exhaling.
Yeah.
And it's rather annoying.
I hear you when you walk down the hall. I hear you walk down the hall.
Can you stop peeing so loudly?
Is there some kind of way?
Can you like hit the sides instead of going straight into the water, please?
That'd be
Like,
pretty funny. I'm
hold
gonna do
your
that to
breath.
Tim sometimes when he's going to the bathroom and knock on the door and be like, can you be quiet? Shh.
You're blowing it up in
I'm
there.
trying to sleep in the hallway.
I figured it'd be good for my back.
yeah.
I'm sleeping on the hardwood tonight. Right outside your room like a dog that wants to be let in.
And then when you open the door, you don't go in.
Scratching at the door. every
You
once
walk
in a
away.
while. My dog can my door doesn't actually sit into the hole properly, so my younger dog can push the door open on his own.
What?
Fake news.
There's the thing. That's the thing.
It's a bonfire. It's a bonfire. Throw a log on.
Shut up.
All right, I'll stop.
You stop it, man.
That's
Piece of
okay.
shit.
That's
No,
what's
you
good.
stop.
Tell us more about your hood. Pills are good. Pills are good.
God, this is great. This is great, good stuff, guys.
Thanks.
Great stuff.
I took notes.
You know what? It's because you're a fucking asshole. You're a real McAsshole, you know? Act like a real McAsshole out here. I just got burgers. I got the burgers that are... I just got burgers.
I just got
The
burgers.
fries will dot your eyes.
Yeah, the shakes
got the-
out. Or wait.
Or the
Shakes that
shit-
make you quake.
Yeah.
I got the burgers that
So-
are... I just got burgers.
That's not burgers.
Only got burgers.
It's a great movie.
That guy's made like a whole career of like, hey, what if like a really fit black guy did like funny shit?
Well, have you
What
heard
if he just didn't give a fuck about it?
I
Yeah.
heard him doing an interview on like a podcast. He's talking about when he first started like doing interviews, he would show up and like he showed up for the murderer on like a Law and Order episode, and so when he's doing his fucking interview, he pretends all serious and shit, and then he would like show up to the set. And he's like, "Hey guys, it's great to be here." And they're like,
I'm doing the robot. Isn't that funny? Because I have muscles.
You're all happy
Big
and
ass
huge.
robot.
It was a big ass robot.
Big ass robot.
Catacon, I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
That's Joey Diaz.
That's Joey Diaz. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, cousin Pussy, or Uncle Pussy. He's not actually Pussy, but he always gets confused. He talks about he used to talk about all the time that he would get confused all the time, but people would be like, "Oh yeah, shit, Pussy." He's like, "No, it's not me."
It's a different guy.
Listen here, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Fucking pants.
Fuck him.
Cock.
Choking through your jeans.
So go get your fucking shine box, motherfucking mutt.
You keep that motherfucker here.
You keep him here. You keep him here.
Well, you feeling strong? Come on.
I'm just messing with you. You don't gotta get upset.
Just breaking
It's
balls.
fine. It's fine.
Just breaking balls. You acting like a jerk.
Get all fucking fresh.
Make
No,
me
go get your
laugh.
fucking shine box, motherfucking mutt. Like fucking get so pissed like that. Have you ever seen the real guys? I always thought like I used to when I first saw pictures of the actual Hank Hill. I thought he looked like a rat, but
Hank Hill.
Henry Hill.
Hank
Hank is a shortening for Henry usually though. So
Hendry.
Henry.
Yeah, that's for
Kids,
morons.
Here's
come
a
meet
kid
the-
Hendry.
Come meet the kid Henry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here you go.
7-7.
Keep them coming. Thank you.
He says it like a retard.
Yeah. Look at me. I couldn't even see the steering wheel. I'm here. I'm parking Cadillacs.
Fucking Cadillacs.
You wasted 7 aprons on this guy. You're a real jerk. You know that?
One day, all the kids carried my mom's groceries home from school.
You know why?
You know why? It was because out of respect.
It's out of respect. You're like when you're doing Ray Liotta, you gotta like bring in. You gotta deepen the fucking. You know why? It's out of respect. You gotta fucking get the full deep voice in there.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
I didn't know you. So
You
you were
have
the
to do
vocal
the
coach for
laugh.
how? It was.
I was actually
8
Ray
to
Liotta's
10.
vocal coach.
You worked very
Yeah,
closely
back in,
with Ray Liotta.
Back in the year I was born, I think the movie came out in '93. The year I was born,
I
was
gotta get
actually,
some kid to teach me.
I gotta get a baby who's just been born.
He
to
doesn't
teach me
speak,
how
but I
to-
want him to show me how to speak.
to talk properly in my voice.
It's impressive.
Like, Ray, you sound like a fucking idiot. Before that, he'd be like, hi, I'm Ray Liotta.
He's sitting
That's
there.
what he sounded like. It was
Well,
weird.
Originally, he was like, you know why? He's out of respect. I'm like, Ray, what are you doing?
Ray.
Ray? You gotta get a little
Ray.
deeper
Drop
it down.
in there.
Jesus, Ray.
Jesus.
Ray, what are you
That's why I
doing?
got ulcers.
You got the ulcer.
This is why I got ulcers, Ray.
Must I forever be a beggar?
Shut up.
That's all I know.
Oh.
And then I know I've gone from rags to riches.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Those 2 lines.
Just those 2 lines because they're the most
Those are the
prevalent.
important
Because
ones.
he's talking over the rest of them.
He's fucking monologuing.
No.
Ever since I was a kid, I know I want to be a gangster.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Wah, 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 wah.
Bum, ba-dun, dun, 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 dun. It's a
Music
great
in those,
movie,
man.
though. It's a fucking
Penny
classic.
Youngman's in it.
Patty
Take my
Youngman.
wife.
Henny Youngman. I thought it was Patty for so long, or Penny. It's Henny Youngman.
Henny Youngman.
Henny Youngman.
I'd take my
Take
wife
my
ever
wife.
if she finds a way back
Finds a way
home.
Did
She said it's our anniversary. We're going to go somewhere I've never been before. I said, hey, try the kitchen.
Try the kitchen. Ah.
This is a great crowd. That's exactly his whole speech.
What do? It's just like the dude from what Law and Order.
The construction.
The dude from Law and Order is in fucking doing stand up in Scarface when they shoot up the club. That guy with the glasses.
He gave his
and
eyes. He
SVU.
donated his eyes.
Ives.
What?
Eyes.
Always, man.
Peanuts, man.
Peanuts. Peanuts, man.
Penis man.
Limes.
Oh, I'm a sailor. Oh, I'm a big sailor.
This is really
It's
dwindling.
out and I need a lighter.
That's because you're fucking monologuing like a dick.
Because I'm a sailor. Oh, my
You're really talking about being a sailor in the town.
I'm a sailor in the Queen's Navy in the bamboo city, little bee.
Is that how? That's how. It goes. Shut up.
You shut your horse mouth when you're talking to me. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
You come back here and fuck my wife.
You come back here, you fuck my wife.
It's Christineth.
Are you stupid or are you deaf?
Christineth.
You come to my house, you get my wife's name right. Oh, is that weed on your guys' shirt?
On this one right here?
Yup.
No,
Yeah.
I think they're
It
palm
looks like
trees.
plants.
Nope, they're weed.
Nope.
Nah, it's
Whatever.
weed.
Bull.
I'll tell you this.
It's
I'll
weed
tell you
with
this.
It's weed with fucking Jim
if it is,
Morrison on the
none of us
front.
got it. none of us were like, check it out, dude. It looks like weed. No, all of us were like, oh, that looks cool. Look, that was it. That was just it. It was just, no. What does that look like to you, man? That
You
looks like a-
It
idiots.
looks like Jim Morrison on the in front
With
of some
horns.
weed under a
It is.
skull.
It is Jim Morrison.
Is it Jim Morrison? I just got that like
honestly,
right
I don't
now.
know.
It
I
looks
always-
like Jim
I always
Morrison.
thought
Let's
it
just
looked
say
like-
it is. I
Let-
think that's it's
let's
Jim
just
Morrison.
go, yeah.
Fuck it.
I always
Let's
thought
go
it-
yay on that one.
I've always
yes.
thought it looked like Jim Morrison with horns.
I will forever say that that's a Jim Morrison shirt.
It's a Jim Morrison band shirt. I'm Jim Morrison.
When did that happen?
I'm Van Morrison. We were born before the wind.
Oh yeah.
All right, this is dwindling quick. Let's cut it off.
Yeah, how's your poopy buttholes going? We should probably cut that shit poopy off.
Baby butthole.
Poopy buttholes.
Let's not think about that.
You nasties.
That's gross. That's gross.
Let's just do 6 hours you saying poopy buttholes.
Different
Just
ways.
In different ways.
Yeah.
Poopy buttholes. Poopy buttholes.
You could hear that too. That's great. Do the thing.
The thing with the stuff, you know, the thing.
You
Thing with the
that's when
stop and the stuff.
You
and
do
the
that
thing and
though.
the
I don't do that. You do
stuff.
you do the thing.
I don't do those things.
I don't know how
I
to
am
do those
legally
things.
not allowed. But it's a court order.
It's in your contract not to do
It's
those
part of
things.
my contract. It's a court order.
Yeah. It's like a restraining order, but
Nope,
for
can't
not doing
sing.
stuff.
Court order.
Can't do
take
it, won't do it.
easy.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I refuse.
Can't stop, dance stop.
Dance,
Pants
dance,
off, dance off. I don't know. There was a show called Pants Off, Dance Off. I don't know what the fuck it was
Did
about.
they ever take their pants off?
I'm gonna guess they did.
I don't believe that they did. You need to
That's no fun. Sounds like
light that up
liars.
and close this out.
And
You've been
God
wasting
damn it.
your voice. Talking about Tim's cool new toy. I think he's talking to Joe actually. But don't
No.
waste your voice, Joe.
What does wasting my voice mean?
It means that you're using it at an inconvenient time and we can't appreciate it fully later. Yeah,
I know
it's
my
like-
voice is a thing to be cherished. It's a gift to all.
It is one of those things that when I hear it, I know that good times are ahead.
But you know, my profitabilities don't come free.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that voice
Joe,
aside,
are you seriously sitting here chewing pistachios into the microphone?
dude is eating in the microphone, man.
Can you hear it?
Guys, can you
I
taste
don't
the
have
chili
headphones
lime
on. Can you
flavor?
hear it?
That's what I'm wondering.
chili lime.
I can hear it coming through my
Honestly,
headphones.
the flavor's very subtle. It's not super spicy or anything.
These were a gift.
And the
I don't know
lime
who it was
definitely
from, though.
the lime definitely cuts through the chili quite a bit.
Yeah, those are actually pretty good. But for me, I've never been a big fan of like chili dusted kind of stuff. You know, especially more the fruit has been the problem, not so much the nuts.
Here, give him one.
Yeah, just one's fine. Is it a covered pistachio? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Well, thank you,
No,
R2.
it's covered. The shell is covered, and a little bit gets inside the shell, so the nut's not like fucking obliterated with it or anything.
Gourmet dudes eating gourmet snacks, sponsored by Nutella.
Sponsored by the Casa de Fruta.
Casa de Fruta. Come here for all your chili lime pistachios. This is actually really dang good. Yeah, I like this.
We also just started our own new beer.
Oh my God, he does it all.
It's called No Fear Beer.
No, I think it's like named after Pacheco Pass.
When we have a zombie attack, and people are fleeing to live and are starving to death in the streets, Tim and his family, who are not here right now, will do just fine on their own.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll
Or
live
not
off the
zombies.
fucking land. What? Talking about being real rednecks.
Not this fake rednecks you.
We're here talking about being real
No,
rednecks,
honestly,
something we know nothing about.
between our recent rent increase here and being up on the ranch like a few times in the last couple of weeks, like I'm very tempted to just fucking disappear up this mountain right here and live off the fucking land. Like,
I mean, you could seriously. That's one of the places you can actually still hunt and stuff too, and you really only have to do that once or twice if you're hunting the right food.
It's our property, so I don't need
Hunting food.
I don't need a license or anything like that. It's my property.
Yeah, you got and then
Aren't you still
long
gonna need
arms and all
money?
that good stuff. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Well,
That's
part of living off.
That's
the
your pop's
land.
place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me about that before. I believe one time you brought back venison, and then another time you brought back elk sausage.
Oh yeah, I actually.
And that elk sausage we cooked up on a freaking frying pan. We didn't even cook it the right way, man, and it was amazing. It was so good, better than any.
I actually came home today with a couple steaks and a few packages of sausages too.
Nice beef or
No, venison.
venison. Yeah, dude. We made quesadillas out of the venison,
Well, what about
which is a really strange way to decide to use a gamey meat like that. But I gotta say, you just throw some cheese on pretty much any meat and it's good.
No, I mean honestly, that would be a way to cut the gaminess a little bit.
Add something creamy.
Yeah, and you're probably adding your own little hot sauces and stuff, and like
What about the electricity?
The what?
Don't you need electricity to live?
I have
Not
a generator
necessarily.
that I can pour gasoline into.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
It
get the
depends on how
gasoline.
off the grid you want to be.
Well, I'm not gonna be Joe. I'm not gonna be like 100% off the grid. I mean,
He thinks you're gonna be a mountain man.
The thing about living off the land is you're not gonna eat all the fucking meat on your land. You're not gonna eat all the produce on your land. So you can make like a handful of money,
see.
and when you're not paying rent or anything, you don't really need money.
So what you're
like,
saying is you
know.
can use the meat that you hunt to pay for your electric bill.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. In
mean-
essence, the money that you're not spending.
Well,
on
it's
the,
like
on the
we
meat
were
bill.
talking about outside, like those packages of meat that I brought home. If you were to buy those at like fucking like Nob Hill or some fucking fancy grocery store, one of those packages alone would probably go for like $16 to $25. Like, you know?
Easily.
How many packages do you think he could make in a day or a week?
Depends what you kill.
Yeah,
mean,
man, you'd be surprised how much meat there
those
is on a
came
given
off
animal
of
too.
like we just our freezer at my parents' house is full of meat, and that came off of $2.
Yeah.
Like that's 2 animals, and
It's ridiculously cheap to be able to do something like that.
Family members live off of that?
No, we run cattle up there.
What do you mean you run cattle? Like you
Like
rent it out?
we
They
raise
have them on an
cattle.
They
exercise
run right
program.
behind the cattle.
Yeah. So what they do is they have them on an
Chasing.
exercise program, and they have
So
the
they have-
cattle
they-
run
they
hills,
make
and they have them
money
run
on the
wind
farm.
sprints, and they have them run gassers.
Yes,
Dude, that's
Joe.
cool. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
like, they're like, it's basically like a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like curves for cattle. I think you understand, right? You look like you understand.
I have no idea what that is, dude.
Curves is
where's
a gym, primarily for women, but they opened a branch for
No,
the cattle.
but
You're not speaking into the mic.
yeah, but
What do you
normally
sound
I
like?
speak into the mic.
Yeah, Curves Joe is a gym for middle-aged fat ladies.
Curb.
So reach behind your right shoulder there, Joe, and throw on those headphones.
I don't.
Or,
Want,
or we can kick your ass.
I don't want to touch anything.
You don't want to touch anything.
I will fucking come over there and I will hit you with a bat.
I will turn this car around
A
right
soft
now.
mammalian
Yeah, what are-
mammalian bat.
What are you
Mammalian.
crying about that you don't want to touch anything? What the fuck?
My hands are dirty. I don't want to get anything
Oh,
dirty.
I don't
Everybody-
give. Do you give a shit?
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Tim doesn't. Oh shit, Jesus.
Well, I started to say I don't give a shit, and then I realized
Tim
this is
doesn't
all
care.
your shit. So.
He doesn't care what you want.
What is
Joe
going-
is walking like a malfunctioning robot right now, and it's
Great, now
very
you pissed him
enjoyable.
off and he's fucking left. Thanks, Tim.
Great. Well, we have lost a member of this podcast, and I gotta say, all the better. Really, we didn't need that guy, and fuck him.
You know what? I didn't like him.
I mean,
God damn it, Joe.
I've only been here for about 2 minutes and I already hate him.
there's a reason I don't agree with zero tolerance on bullying in schools. I mean, it fucking makes a man out of kids.
Yeah, you gotta bully if anything. Why do you think we do this kind of stuff?
If we get rid of the bullying, these kids are going to be fucking pussies.
It's
So,
all a bunch
you
of
know.
softies, you know. You can't have that. Can't have it. Not in today's society, I don't think.
Kid needs a new good beating every once in a while.
And so, in the spirit of that, you're all faggots.
Now you've gone too far. I don't like that word.
Could you leave?
Can you please? The door is over that way, and let the record show I'm pointing to my right.
Remember when where Joe went when he left? Just go that way.
Just that same direction.
It's been really nice having you.
Maybe the whole
I
thing.
refuse to submit to your censorship.
I've gone ahead and called the police.
You can't censor me.
Yeah.
I'm uncensorable.
I don't see any black bars in here that you can throw at me. So,
That's the best part for our viewers.
Nikki,
black
speak into the fucking microphone.
bars. Okay, I
Speak into the dog.
think I'm back here. Yeah, right.
Speak directly. Yeah.
Perfect.
Damn it.
Still getting that down too. That's always a fun one, but oh well. Yeah.
There's a lot of like weird random yelling parts.
I definitely would love to go up to
You
your...
fucking asshole! Stop yelling! Like that? Yeah.
Yeah, you're popping the...
Yeah,
the
don't
Yeah,
do
no,
that.
I heard that.
You're killing me, Smalls. Our viewers at home are going to be very harsh.
I'll have to cut that out now. Just like I'm going to cut everything about you out.
It'll eventually just be two guys talking about nothing.
It was me, Bryce, Joe, and the dog.
and the dog.
That's all right. I'm gonna cut you all while you sleep.
A different kind of cut, right?
Yeah.
This is an
I'm
editor's
gonna cut you
decision.
from the play.
Tim is the new editor, and this is his editor's cutting room floor decision.
You're fucking
Heads
outta
only,
here.
yeah, heads gone.
We decided to go a different way for this part.
So I just stuck you in the ribs and figured that'd be good.
It seemed to clear up the confusion.
I mean, you got the message, right?
Yeah. You were screaming. It sounded like an affirmation.
You have figured out that I hate you.
Man, why am I still talking to you? Don't you know that I hate you?
Why am I even talking to you?
It's funny because like you'll be like at work and someone will piss you off, and then you'll need them for something, and like you'll ask them for that shit, and they'll just look at you like you should not be asking them to help.
Janet, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
Hey, Janet, can I get that report? That I was just looking for this report.
I didn't mean to call you a cunt. It's just because I didn't need that report.
I
That I called you a
remember
cunt,
way
and now
back,
I do.
like 5 minutes ago when I called you a cunt. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, I was upset.
That was the I'm trying to quit smoking. That's the hunger talking.
And at the very end of each explanation that sounds loftier and loftier, you say, "You understand." You don't ask them. You tell them. You understand.
Mug,
get it.
can you stop trying to have sex with Joe?
Don't talk to the dog. He can't talk back on the
Dog doesn't
podcast.
speak English.
Or in life, he can't talk back at
Dog's
all.
mute.
I think you're just
He
taunting
just
his
doesn't.
inability to
He
talk.
he just doesn't talk.
He
when
speaks, but it's Spanish.
He just doesn't talk when you guys are around. He talks to me all the time.
Down.
Okay, Lewis.
Talking dog, man.
Lewis.
Having to
Lewis.
control your dog during the podcast.
It's not like he's fucking barking or something. That would
Yeah.
be the worst. Then I have to figure out something else to do with him.
Right.
Like beat him. You gotta beat your dog just like your kids.
Sell the gypsies.
Have you ever tried sitting your kids down, turning off the TV,
Good
and
lord.
beating them?
And whooping their ass. I tell you, a lot of lessons they get through really, really quickly with the fear of God put in a person.
I don't know. I got a lot of whoopings growing up, and I'm still a fucking asshole. So
You know what?
I'm not.
A prime anecdotal
Clearly
example.
didn't take.
yeah,
Prime anecdotal example.
did not take.
Are you here to hear? Don't beat your kids because it does absolutely nothing. Tim is still a complete piece of shit.
It didn't make me any more violent
I'd
or
probably-
hostile,
I'd probably He's
but it
always been
also
violent.
didn't do anything.
The only thing
always
it did
been
is like
violent,
if you go at him and he'll flinch.
I mean, how much
give him
beating
one
are
of
we
these.
talking here? How much are
No,
we beating
because
our
I was
kids?
being beaten by a single mother, so there's nothing to flinch about.
Oh, but if
I mean,
you're a
I don't
small
blame her.
child, if
You're a
small
piece of shit.
child, They have power.
I
Over
said it
Yeah.
earlier, like
You
5
know, I
minutes
mean-
ago. Remember?
I'm not in disagreement with that.
You gotta beat them when they're young, and they can't fight back.
They can't. They
Well,
can't do
no,
nothing
you
about
you
it.
can beat them all through their life. You just have to upgrade what you beat them with as they age.
Extension cord. You gotta move up.
As the items you beat them with break, you have to move up to sturdier beating items.
That must be why.
2x4s, plywood strips.
That must be
base
why
That's
we
why
hear-
there were no wooden spoons in my household.
Dude, that must be why we hear about
There were when I
dads
was born.
kids getting angry and killing their parents because they fight. Like, who fights that much?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Something
My mom beat
is
the shit out of me. I love my
Definitely
mom.
wrong here. Something is definitely wrong here.
Wrong, like, is in.
I don't know
Does
what I
a
did.
sinister virus looming?
Oh no, I just feel like the general,
Science has gone way
just
too
kind of flow and
Nobody knows how to hold these fucking joints by the mouthpiece instead of fucking squeezing it.
Are we talking about?
I just rip on that shit, dude, and it
Volume?
bends it.
No. Tell us how we're supposed to properly do it. They're fucking joint master.
Not like this.
I'm an asshole.
Not like this, guys. There's a certain way that you've got.
Tim will fucking storm out of here
Yeah.
if you don't hold the goddamn joint right. He'll
Don't
hit you with a
fucking
bat.
Squeeze the middle of it.
Tim, where are you going? Tim, what are you doing with that bat?
I'm
Tim, you
taking
can't
it-
take your pants off.
I'm taking this bat
There's other people
down
here.
to the hardware
I
store
sound like
to steal a hatchet so I can bury it in your fucking skull.
a murder situation is developing at this place.
Which is funny because I don't think anybody even feels threatened.
We're filming. The
Like, we could all be getting murdered by Tim tonight, and we would all be like, Tim ain't gonna do anything. And then we wake up dead, because that's what happens. And you wake up dead, and then we're like, oh, damn, Tim really
I feel like
murdered
if
us.
I woke up and
Because
Tim
for
was over
some
me with a
reason,
knife,
none
I would
of
I would
you-
feel like I'd be like, yeah, this makes sense.
It's a
I'm gonna let this happen.
Outside
yeah.
of Chris here, none of you believe you're on my shit list.
And that's what makes us
I think it's less about
easy victims.
believing, and it's more that they don't have any respect for your shit list.
What if we are on your shit list?
Because what are
we
you
don't
gonna do?
know it.
You're like,
That's
yeah,
the
12
idea.
When he
5
sneaks
foot
up
I'm
in
gonna murder them,
the
all
middle
of
of the
them.
night.
Anonymity and surprise
really,
are definitely important.
I love all you people, but I can't wait to kill you all.
And
He
I
can't
appreciate
contain
that.
himself.
I appreciate that. At least you
it's
love us.
oozing
You know?
out.
It's out of love.
Have we hung out enough for me to be on the shit list?
You're just not on my radar.
Everyone
Alright,
starts on a shit
perfect.
list by
That's
default.
how I
You
like
see,
it.
you have to earn your way off of the shit list in
No,
time.
you're-
Hey, push it a little closer.
You're like so you know how on a list they'll have like 1, 2, 3, and then 3A and 3B.
You start at negative
So
6.
if Bryce is
attached
number
to
3,
Bryce.
you're 3A. Yes.
That makes sense. That's smart.
Yeah. Joe.
Wake up, dude.
I'm not asleep.
I know.
We can't see
Right.
your
You
eyes,
look like it, though.
Hey, they're handing you a thing. Put your hand out and take it.
Please hand it to me if you don't want it. Jesus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sorry I had to do that, but it
You're
was
fucking up the
fun.
rotation. You get shot for shit like that.
Hang out with the wrong people, man. You be careful. You're lucky we're your friends.
Look, you pissed the dog off. He fucking left. He's like, what the hell is Joe doing?
Can't put up with this shit. I'm gonna roll my own sack.
Piece of shit.
God damn humans.
Actually, he's trying to sneak out the side to go see his bitch.
What? Mo's got a bitch?
Why wouldn't he? Look at him.
Yeah, Chimo.
Have you seen that dog?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
so
he's definitely got bitches.
manly.
Yeah, he does push-ups.
Yeah, frequently.
Every morning I wake up, he's doing pull-ups in the fucking door hand.
Do you
on
think
the
dogs
door
actually
jam.
do that and compete between?
Yes.
Oh, that's why there's mutts.
You don't watch ESPN very much, do you?
ESPN is not about dogs fucking.
No, it's about all sports, and dogs fucking is one of the highest rated sports on television right now.
right. I don't believe you.
It's second to football, all right?
Dude,
Joe,
no
The
way.
MLB
Joe.
just lost out last year.
Joe, do you think we have a gym here for us?
A gymnasium?
It's for the dog.
Yeah, the
oh,
Joe.
shit.
That dog benches like 225, man.
Oh, my
10
gosh.
times. He fucking
amazing.
hardly isn't breathing hard.
You don't fuck with him.
I cannot bench that much weight. That's a lot of
He's
weight.
been an asshole lately, though. I think he might be juicing.
Oh shit! Got to make him stop, or his testicles.
His
will
balls
shrink.
are so small, it's almost like they've been cut off and they're gone.
It seems like somebody
He
had
wasn't
removed them
actually
surgically.
neutered. He wasn't actually neutered.
That was the joke, Joe.
That was
He
the
was
one that,
neutered.
You see that thing that flew over your head over there?
Teabag.
You got to pay
Mo's
attention. I'm gonna
balls.
be
Of
throwing
course,
jokes at
you
all
didn't
night.
see it, Joe. You were in left field.
No, Joe is in the stands.
He was in the stands, huh? The back row
Actually-
in left field, right?
I wanna
Actually, he
be-
was having a hot dog under the stadium.
Oh, that sounds kind of homosexual.
Whoa.
It does actually. And I
Have
think
you
we
been
should-
to a baseball game?
Have you ever
I
seen
mean,
a grown man
Tim
naked?
sucks a lot of dick at baseball games, but
I
But-
don't call it
That's
eating
for
a hot
money.
dog.
He just says I'm sucking a dick. He's at least open about
He's
it.
like, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go suck a dick.
And we're like, okay.
I'm gonna get a beer, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna go suck a dick.
Hey guys, this movie's really great, but
then
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
be
get a
right
hot
back.
dog.
I gotta suck a dick.
Exactly. The fact that there's no shame is what makes it easy because then we're all on a good like communication level. We all understand each other.
Oh man, gum and breath freshener would be so much more expensive. You'd make a killing.
You'd make a killing off people
Fucking
just sucking
what?
dicks at games.
Oh.
He thinks like commoditizing it. Look at this guy. He's way ahead of the game.
See, yeah.
Joe's way ahead of the game. I thought he didn't even see this one coming. I got confused for a minute.
It's that business book I read.
You can commoditize anything, right?
As long as people have it, as long as people want something, you can sell them something.
Blowjobs and baseball games.
It doesn't have to be a
Well,
material.
the thing is, at baseball games, it has to be something they can't sneak in on their own, and
Like heroin.
You could sneak in a
You're
blowjob.
definitely not gonna sell any gum at a baseball game because everybody can just bring it.
Yo.
Why would people bubble gum?
Nobody wants your fucking gum, dude.
Bubble.
Did you just say?
That's a common
Bubble
thing, man.
gum.
You ain't seen no
That's
pictures.
on
They either dipping tobacco or they chewing.
Hey, they don't let them do that anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't
They
chew
chew
tobacco
in,
on the field anymore.
Dude, what
You
is?
Oh,
also
you can,
can't
that's
do it in
right,
the
huh?
stadium anymore.
No, at
Really?
all?
No, yeah, you like at the Giants Stadium, they do not have a smoking area anymore, and you can't dip in there. I pulled one out, and the lady walked up, and she's like, "You can't, there's no chewing tobacco in the stadium."
Are they trying to keep audience
I
members
mean-
away?
How
I know,
It doesn't
right?
matter.
How hard is it?
They're trying to keep audience members
It's just
in.
because I mean, you got to think about it. They don't want to walk around and like clean up people's dip spit cups because it's fucking gross.
I get that, but
They'd
how
have to
easy
charge-
could it possibly be to enforce that? Like, once you know
gotta
that
be
it's a
some stadium.
rule, it's very easy to fucking sneak around.
No, I mean, really, like every section has a person at the top of the stairs watching you all the time, and all they watch is that section of like maybe 40 people, like whatever, 10 rows, and so she's sitting there watching you like a hawk. And
I'm sucking on lemon heads and spitting to cut weight for
she
wrestling.
sees the
Fuck you.
clear dip spit in your fucking cup. It's black.
Yeah.
So instead of paying like several
Yo,
people,
sorry
to
about
clean it
that.
up,
Should have called somebody who cared. Bert's
I
here,
was not
guys.
expecting someone to walk in the room right now. I don't know why that threw me so hard.
Hey, tell me this.
I
Now
was
that
like,
he's
wait, there's another fucking person here. What is going on?
Hey,
They
hey.
multiply.
grandpa's name.
That's Mo.
That is
Down.
Mo the dog. All right, sit, play dead, bang bang. He definitely smells the 18 other dogs that live at Bert's house.
Jesus.
So I gotta bring this up.
Did
Do you
just
think- do you-
spill? Oh fuck, that sucks. Yeah, grab a towel out of the bathroom. I don't know if we have paper towels.
This is gonna be a funny part to
Something
cut
has been
from the
spilled.
Never mind, we're good. Ish. On our
So there was a
way to
crisis
it.
just now, everybody. I don't think anybody knew this, but Bert arrived and everything went to shit. Everything is gone now. The studio around us is barely working. There are no lights. The walls have fallen on all sides.
He didn't
of the
even do
room.
anything. His energy just came into the room and just wreaked fucking
Snapped a
havoc.
fissure within the space-time continuum, and now it is us just sitting
We're
in
all
limbo
just fucking up.
on
Oh yeah, sure.
a couch.
Yeah, Joe, hop off the mic. You're fucking passed out.
That's our good old friend, passed out Joe.
Yeah. Well, Joe doesn't smoke weed very often, so when we have him go to excess with it, it's not a good thing.
Oh,
I mean, it's a great thing, but it's also not a good thing.
it's dog training time, motherfucker. Bedtime, bitch. Just sit down, put the headphones on, leave the mic about this far away from your face.
Right? It's not like live.
No, we're not live.
Okay,
No.
good.
Not in Europe, at least.
I'm gonna sound like a babbling fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Honestly, just talk as much shit as you can. That's what
We've been
I'm
making fun of Tim. Tim's been making fun of us. We've been making fun of Joe.
Is
Joe's
there
been
any,
trying to
like,
make fun of everybody else.
The podcast, or
There's no
just-
topic, just anything
Nope.
you want to talk about.
Sitting here bullshitting.
All right.
We're fucking
Well,
funny.
can I just smoke a cigarette first before you gotta be like?
Should we all take a cigarette break?
That's fine by me.
All right, let's do it. Fuck you all. We're gonna go have a cigarette.
Then Bert shows up and look what happens.
That's one thing you gotta start being cognizant of.
throw this.
My bad, dude.
You're the
Then I
one,
fucking-
yeah.
that's beautiful.
I can ski. You just have to remember for
Damn,
skiing,
there's like
it's
fucking
French
5
fries to
monitors
go
over
and
there.
pizza to stop.
If you French fry when you're supposed to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time.
Definitely.
That's always a good. You always gotta
That
remind
is
people.
actually how they fucking teach you, though. They teach you it's French fries to go and pizza to stop.
And that's the best because, like, I love it that there's this guy at my work who actually used to, like, live in Tahoe. And then there's another dude who used to work at a ski resort back where he lived. And he was saying how, like, that's what he would say
Can I ask a quick
to
question?
everybody, like, that didn't know,
Wait,
to the
can I-
adults and shit.
Can I ask a quick question? Do they say bra a lot?
Everybody says bra. It's a cool thing to do.
I think in
Yeah,
Tahoe,
I almost never say it.
Hey, bro.
Doggy.
I say bro.
I say bra when I'm referring to an article of clothing, particularly feminine, but most time bra.
When you're referring to a man and you don't know his name, what do you call him? Do you call him chief?
I usually
or-
go with dude or man.
Daddy.
Dude.
I call it, hey, daddy.
I feel like
Usually-
Trailer
Excuse
Park
me,
Boy.
daddy.
I usually go with dude or yo, or if I'm at a store and it's like the clerk, I call him boss man.
I like a Bud from Trailer Park Boys. It
Oh, hey-
seems really like
oh, hey, Bud.
nice.
Oh, hey, bud.
Hey,
If
what's
I'm-
up, Bud?
If I'm talking
What's
to
up, bud?
somebody that like I see as like a child to me or like somewhat inferior to me, yeah, I'll call them bud.
I see
But
you
what
as
if
a
I'll
it's
child.
their
take that
actual
into
name?
account.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna pay attention.
And what if Bud is actually their name?
Yeah, that's Bert's name.
Oh, then I call them asshole.
Oh,
Well, I get that a lot. So
yeah, so that makes sense.
I will say this
Follows.
mic setup is very unconductive for beer drinking.
God
Yeah, I
damn
just-
it.
that was that bump right there.
I've been kind of experienced.
You gotta
Yo,
fix
I-
your shit, bro.
Joe, I fucking told you. You were in charge of this.
It was supposed to hang from the ceiling.
Producer Joe, get on the fucking ball.
Matter of fact, you could probably do that in a grid ceiling if you wanted to.
What?
Well, I mean, hang the mics.
I think that's
Like
the
that?
new
Oh.
rule.
They do that in like church choirs and then also big conference rooms, and you
Well,
can hear people pretty clearly.
This definitely
Yeah,
is
but
not a church.
Most of the people in the
No, I
church
mean,
choirs
we
are not
should
drunk.
be praising Jesus, though.
I think that should be the new rule for our podcast. The first person in the room that's not on the mic at all is our producer for the day.
They are the producer.
Yeah.
They're the, so
Hey, yeah,
So
Joe.
awesome. I was a producer
Yeah,
for all
so
of like 5
Nikki,
seconds.
yeah, not on the
I
mic.
put
at
that
all.
on my
So,
resume,
like,
right?
Nikki's close enough to a mic to be halfway on the mic, so she's out for producer.
Do you guys ever hear
So it's Joe.
She's a vice producer.
If you lean
No,
over,
executive
and
producer, right?
Yeah.
speak up, we can probably hear you. Yeah. Try it. Get,
No.
Say word, homie.
It's not. Look how close
No.
it seems to be to my face to hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, fool.
I've heard her a couple times though.
All right, I should have got a mixing board with like 6, but everything I've heard of, like when you have a podcast, you don't have more than 4 people,
Yeah, no.
or it gets ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Like it's just people talking over each other.
No, I'm just because she's been adding to the conversation.
I think we should put it to the
but
test.
It's off mic.
Make this shit ridiculous.
Tim's just trying to be nice.
It has to be very cordial, like you're having a debate.
No, I'm not trying to be nice. If she's part of the fucking conversation.
Oh,
I mean,
Tim is
it's
not
just
trying to be
heard.
nice then.
Everyone, hey, shut up.
I think
Tim's not trying
everybody
to be
needs
nice.
to raise their hand when they want to
I
talk.
don't-
think that would be
don't
yeah.
do Nice.
Hey, everybody, quiet coyotes. No. You see, shut up. Everybody shut up. Holy
What
shit.
the fuck is quiet coyotes?
Hey, it's funny that you didn't even know and you still did it.
No, I didn't.
That's exactly
do
what it is.
I didn't do it because of that. I did it because I'm looking at you like, what the
Just
fuck
a little.
is quiet?
I'll tell you when to
coyotes?
stop.
That grand
Number
moment of
4.
silence, everybody, I own that.
Number 4. No, at the very bottom, there's a master volume. Keep talking.
So we are experiencing technical difficulties right now. The cabin pressure in the plane has dropped, and
So
the
I know
engine
there's
in the right
only 4
wing.
mics.
Well,
It's beginning
I hope
to
it's
fail
not
with
United
high oil
Airlines
pressure.
because we're gonna get thrown off here real
Yeah,
soon.
while it's flying.
While it's flying.
You're gonna beat the shit out of us and toss us off.
On that board for more than 4? No. Oh.
We're
I
talking
was gonna
gear
say,
stuff right now,
if
people.
there
So
was, we
what
could
we're
at
running
least have
through right
somebody
now
on
is
another
the
pair of
Alesis
headphones to control everything.
4700 series Maxim set,
Yeah,
and
all that.
basically this particular mixer has 18 different dials in which you can cook toast or even different varying degrees of dinners such as baked potatoes and steaks.
Can you explain to us what toast is?
Toast is
Do you have vegan options?
any general like wheat or
Vegan
grain
options.
bread that you would otherwise heat up with thermal energy.
It has to be gluten free though.
Well, no, because that is exclusive. Then I would say.
I am exclusive.
Well, that's your life. And I don't knock you for it. It's just that I want you to stay the fuck away from me and stop pushing your stupid fucking values on me.
Well, you're a bad person for eating animals.
I don't even want you to tell me that
I bought a
you're
Prius,
vegan.
man. I'm gonna get a vegan bumper sticker and start living the way.
Wait, was
Don't
that your
tell
white
me
Prius
that
out
you're
there?
vegan. Don't ask me for
Have you
vegan
cried in it yet?
options.
I'm trying to work up.
Just eat around the meat.
Eat around the meat.
That would have been the first thing you should have done. Is cried
Cry
in
in
the
the
Prius.
Prius, yeah.
Wait.
For those of you who don't know what crying in the Prius is, so I just bought a Prius, everybody.
Turn number 1 up.
And he cries in it.
You know what you can do for me? You can go drive that Prius off a fucking cliff.
I will drive that Prius off a cliff.
If you go under 65 miles an hour on the freeway at any point, I need you to kill yourself.
He only does that if other people are making him have to go that slow.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm flying in that shit, dude.
I will say I'm pretty disappointed you didn't do the Forerunner.
Now, Bryce.
We just got turned off.
Bryce, I'm gonna give you a word of
Oh,
advice.
now you turn me back on.
Bryce,
Oh.
Bryce, I'm gonna give you a word of advice.
Word of advice is?
When you get pulled over for
That's more
speeding,
than one word.
when you get pulled over for speeding,
Hey, can you hear me?
the gas
hear you now, but
pedal
you keep
got
popping your shit.
stuck.
Huh?
The gas pedal got stuck.
Yeah, that was in the first, second, and third generations of the Prius 1.
Prove it didn't happen.
I feel
I'm
like
not
you
saying it
did
didn't
way
happen.
too much research on
No, I
Priuses.
mean when you get pulled over, those are your words. Prove
Oh,
it didn't happen.
I totally mistook that. Oh, okay. Well, oh no.
It's a Prius, right? It's
Uh,
happened before, right?
You might. I mean, there might be a few dumb cops that would be willing to admit to that stupidity, but
Okay, so if you get pulled over for speeding in the sticks, how does that work?
What are the
you
where
know
exact?
what?
Wait,
It
hold
might be
on. Where are
worth
the
rolling with.
sticks? Exactly. Where in San Jose are the sticks?
Oh, I didn't say it was going to be in San
No,
Jose.
no, no.
Jesus Christ.
in the park, dude, they're in the park.
Oh, okay. So like a
you go to the
fictional
park, you
place.
get a stick.
Like
Yes,
Disneyland.
Anywhere
Well, that's a real place.
rural at all. So say he's going down fucking the stretch of 101 that's fucking one lane.
Yeah, fuck that.
Where's that?
It's by my house.
What?
It's not even close.
Or say, he takes a drive anywhere outside of the fucking city.
Jesus Lord.
Jesus.
God forbid I do something like that.
He's never left the city ever. You know that about Bryce.
I got a car so I could drive
Bryce,
around the city.
Bryce refuses to go
He
outside
fears
of
change.
San Jose.
Wait, what was the conscious decision to let your pussy wild and get a Prius?
Well, one, I've always found to be myself a relatively feminine child and man, and in my growth.
Who gives a shit what your car looks like?
And I also thought to myself, like, what better way to explain, my inner woman?
When he
to
fills up the
buy
tank once a fucking
Prius
month,
and,
that's exactly when his
and really
vagina
just be like,
opened up.
hey, I'm
No,
out
I've
there,
definitely thought about it,
and
and
I'm
I would be
driving.
open to buying a hybrid car. I just wouldn't buy a Prius just because of the douchebaggery involved in it.
I mean,
I don't think. I think the new
douchebaggery.
douchebaggery is the what is the Elon Musk car? The Tesla.
Tesla, big
It
time.
was the Prius because it was kind of the first it's my eco-friendly car. But now the Teslas are like it's not only it's an
What's
eco-friendly car.
eco-friendly about it?
What?
About a Prius or any
Zero-
hybrid car?
It's a
Zero
hybrid.
emission.
Zero
Zero
emissions.
emission when
Yeah.
it's on the road.
You're
Does
using
that
less
not-
fossil
does that
It gets
not-
like 80 miles
Does-
to the gallon. It's crazy.
Does that not count of like the production of the the batteries?
The idea
and
is that you're using less fossil fuels. Honestly, it's just to
On-
make you
on the
fucking
road.
feel better.
Yeah, on the road.
I'm glad that makes you feel better, but it's worse for the environment than a gas-powered car is.
Why is
When
that?
you factor
Why?
in the production of the battery, the disposal of the battery, the electricity that you have to use is also still fossil fueled, essentially.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so a lot of these things you're talking
wait,
about
can I
are
ask
already
a question,
happening
though?
before the electric car comes about.
Can I ask you a question though, Bryce?
And you're talking about emissions on the road too. Like you're eliminating that part.
Tim, the
entirely.
answer is no. You cannot answer his question.
Bryce,
No,
fuck,
you can't.
Bryce, fuck emissions. Let me ask you a question. Did you even buy this car because you care about the environment, or did you buy
No,
it
absolutely
because
not.
it saves
No.
you money on
I
gas?
do not believe that there's going to be a major drastic change in the environment.
fill
I
up
do
once a
small
month,
things every now and
bitch.
again, but I do not do enough.
I respect
no,
that.
fuck
I
what
did
you
not
believe.
buy
Whether
this car.
Bryce,
I did not buy this car to save the environment. I did not buy it because I thought this dog liked drinking beer.
He bought it
I bought it
to
because
cry in it.
I wanted to cry in it and get 60 miles to the gallon while I do.
Exactly. So
I
he doesn't,
respect
he doesn't
that. I respect
care
that.
about. Okay.
No,
so-
that's okay. I
So he
respect
doesn't
that.
give a shit about whether it's eco-friendly or not.
No.
Okay, that's what
And
I was getting at.
That is
yeah.
Yeah, he's just like
Perfectly
fuck the
fine.
police.
I'm happy that
you
it's
know what I mean?
eco-friendly in some kind of way. That's great and all. It's not putting out as much on the freeway. Cool. But that's not really what I'm thinking of at the end of the day. I'm thinking of I'm saving a little more in my wallet because, frankly, the whole thing about cars, like motorization, is well past, like the whole problem. There's a bunch of other things, that are the problem too, and it's mostly energy production. So I don't really think that I'm gonna make a difference by buying a Prius. I'm just gonna make a difference in my wallet.
No, you've changed the whole world.
Plus, if you want to sell drugs, what better way to not get pulled over?
It's
When's
quiet
the
as
last
fuck. That
time you
shit's
saw
stealthy.
somebody
I should
get
like a
pulled
ninja.
over
It
in
out, man.
Prius?
Put a
that
fucking
thing out.
suit on and drive a Prius, man. No
Yeah.
one's fucking pulling you over.
Yeah,
No.
when, yeah,
Especially
when
If you're
not a
white,
white one.
come on.
Hey, and then
Suit-
stealthy
hold
as
on.
fuck. You can
Suit-
do drive-bys in that, and you never get caught. You
That's
can't
some
hear you
fucking
coming.
weeds.
suit or not, when's the last time you saw a Prius pulled over?
Plenty of times, man.
Actually, a lot.
Those guys speed.
I
Thursday
no, I-
at about 4:00.
And I
Oh,
feel
I've
like
literally never
Prius
seen
drivers
one.
and BMW
never-
drivers
No.
just end up being like the worst drivers ever.
This is what I was gonna
They're
say
horrible.
is that when you talk about like the douchebaggery of the Priuses and the douchebaggery
Oh,
of the
Asians
Teslas,
then.
the,
Got
the,
it.
The real douchebaggery
I never
that's
said
lived
that.
on.
That's
Okay,
insinuation.
Bert,
Speaking of racist,
Bert,
hey,
you
no.
can
This is the
call
Klan
them-
rally now. Thanks, Bert.
Bert, you can call them chinks. It's okay.
Whoa, Jesus Christ, man. Nips or goops?
Yeah, zipper heads and onion heads are also acceptable terms.
Hey, let's keep it concise, please.
I will say you are
Okay,
missing out
so-
on a fabulous
hold on.
feature that on my Forerunner I have. The airbags can deploy at any second and probably kill me at any time.
Metal, right? The metal.
I don't know what the fuck
you
it
got a
is,
recall?
but yeah, I got like
Yeah, I got the
three
same
of
one
them.
on my
That's
Dodge.
is that American made?
Hold on.
Yep.
fucking
No, it's fucking Toyota.
Toyota
Rewind,
Foreigner. Shut up.
rewind and tell us a little more about this. What?
Oh yeah, I got the same one.
Yeah,
too.
there's
Go ahead,
like
tell 'em.
there's like
What are
the
you telling racist Asian
Takata
jokes? You're talking about
airbag
cars.
like recall. They've like millions and millions of like recalls on airbags that have like just gone off at random times and like killed people.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Or
You know.
Fuck, dude. You're telling me.
There's
wait,
this thing
hold on,
called,
hold on, hold on. Cars
No.
are dangerous?
Absolutely not.
couldn't believe that. Not for
Holy
a second.
shit, dude. Let's not drive cars. Oh, wait. No, you still got to drive a car? Then what the fuck are we even talking about?
You know they do, but there's just this thing called procrastination and lack of time.
You wouldn't understand
Oh,
it.
so the only one to blame is you.
Yes.
Got it.
Of course. No, the company did the right thing and recalled everything, and I am being an idiot.
They sent me a fucking letter. I read it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to get to this in about 5 months when it's too late.
I just like living life on the edge, knowing that every day that I get up and go to work, I could die. More so than normal. More so than normal.
It helps you live life to the fullest, right?
But he's still
Exactly.
fucking cursing
And-
the company.
You know that song?
Motherfuckers.
You know that song? Live like you were dying. Goofy ass country.
This
pop.
dog is fucking.
Can you sing the
hyper.
whole thing? Start from the top.
That's mine.
Start from the top.
stronger than you.
Please, let's everybody quiet down
This
so I can
dog's
begin
tail
this
is
beautiful song.
fucking dangerous. It just hit my beer can a few minutes ago and sent it flying across the
yours.
goddamn room.
I'm gonna get in trouble because I keep
Damn.
fucking with the dog.
Go.
I'm wiring him up.
Get
yeah,
that
you
goddamn
can't, you
dog.
can't play with him unless you're prepared to really fucking play with him.
I have 7 dogs, dude. I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude, he lives on a ranch.
Well, it might be 6 now. I don't remember. I lost count.
Dude, Paddles is
A
still
couple
yeah.
died. We found a few more on the side of the road.
Some of them may or may not
I'm
be
sure
coyotes.
what
True
the
story.
count
Like
is
almost
right
all the
now.
dogs we got are from the side of the road.
Oh no, that's great, dude. Like I
Leave anything on the side of the road. Bert will take it.
honestly,
sofa, dog.
I would rather people rescue a dog in any fucking form whatsoever than go buy one.
Yes.
It helps definitely.
When you go to the pound, you have to pay the money. That's
What was
buying
that?
one.
Yeah, I'm talking about buying one
No.
from somebody
Like,
that
we
bred
seriously
these
just
dogs to
rescue 'em
fucking
and
sell them to
Keep
you.
them. We've got a decent amount of property, so they are kind of just do whatever the fuck they want there. No. Yes. There's one that gets special treatment.
They stay up.
Yeah.
He's a
You
Joe.
feed the dogs?
Very
That's what Joe
expensive.
just asked. Joe, come on, man.
I mean, yeah, in
Do they
order for
hunt?
dogs
You're
to
saying,
live.
so. That'd be crazy, right? Like, imagine. So Joe's
sorry.
asking if you feed them. Imagine this: he lives up on a ranch with like 6 dogs they found from the side of the road and train themselves, got all the shots and everything. But these dogs, they don't feed these dogs. They let these dogs fucking roam the countryside for shit like coyotes and wildcats.
They have
all-
to murder for dinner
all
every
the
night.
deer are
Hey, we don't even
gone
have
and-
to do the
We
murder.
use
we
these dogs
train
to-
the dogs to
we
just eat whoever comes up there. That's why Bryce doesn't come up anymore.
Stop, man. Can't
We
bite
use these dogs to control the gopher and rabbit population.
Can we use them to control the stupidity population?
God damn
Train
it, Joe.
them. See what you can do.
That is.
Joe wants to know what you do
you're
with
not
the
on the
coyotes.
fucking mic.
Stop
He
yelling.
just asked,
Stop doing
how
that.
do we deal with like the coyotes? We try to shoot them sometimes. That that sounds really bad. There is a state
Shoot the
ordinance,
coyotes.
or there's like a
No, you're a real piece of
state
shit,
or
dude.
city ordinance.
You're telling me these things that are killing your animals, you shoot
No.
them? That's fucked
I don't
up,
shoot
dude.
my animals. I shoot the things that.
That's
try
so.
to eat
That's
our
not very
animals.
vegan of you.
I'm not a vegan.
Well,
should be.
also
I just
not
like
very
to,
vegan of you.
Like tell people the other be.
That's because you're a piece of shit. That's why you're not a vegan.
I am a piece of shit. That's why I'm here.
God damn it.
I forgot about that.
Hey, thanks for coming today, dude. You're a piece of shit.
Of course, I know. Thank you.
You're a real piece of shit.
Glad to be a piece of shit. Not here,
Hey.
but a piece of shit.
Hey, you know what though? He's
Oh,
not
Tim's a
that
piece of
bad.
shit too.
I saw a broad on the internet the other day.
Fucking broad.
with the words
Danes, am I
"I'm
right?
vegan" tattooed from her ear to her fucking forehead.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I was
I
like,
think the
go
funny-
fucking
She's
kill
committed.
yourself.
I
If
think
she ever
it's-
eats meat, she's gonna feel like the biggest piece of shit. Remember
Right.
people used to get straight edge tattoos? So you better not have a drink. You're just gonna look like the
Ever.
biggest fucking jackass.
Are you not a piece
I got
of
it
shit for
permanently
removing
tattooed on my fucking leg, and then I was like, JK.
man, I just got these tattoos. I thought they were cool. I didn't know it made me straight edge.
It made me straight edge, dude. Like,
I have to live to that standard
I
now.
just like.
I just like the letter X. I was a
Just
big
go to
fan of
hardcore shows
Sesame
and beat up
Street,
really
and
like
that was
skinny
my-
kids.
I really like the letter X. I was a big fan of Sesame Street, and that was my favorite episode. So
That's because that's the only letter he could make it to.
yeah.
He also liked the Roman numeral for 10.
He's also a fan of porn.
It was a fad.
yeah.
It was a big
Straight
fad.
edge is a
People
fad,
don't think
yeah.
for themselves.
So we were just asked
Well, it
why
might be still
anybody
a
would
real
want to be
thing right
straight
now.
edge.
It's
I
still a
wish
thing. It's still legitimate.
Which there'd be tons of people who'd be mad
Oh,
that
yeah.
we talk about like that.
I mean, I
too.
don't think for myself at all.
Oh, yeah, they were going to get death threats from the straight edge people. Because they haven't had, you know what they should
The
probably
straight
do
edge
is
people are
smoke
dead
some
from
weed and
overdoses.
Shut up.
They're all dead from overdoses.
I don't do anything. You know what? I think I'll do heroin. Just tonight, though.
And a lot of
Oh,
it.
dead.
So I saw Under Oath a
You did
while
heroin?
back,
Yes.
and I was very fucking irritated because it was at
There was not enough heroin.
no, it was at fuck you, man. It was at what's the place called?
I jammed you up, dude. You don't even know where it's at.
God damn it.
Got all
No,
jammed up.
it was at that place that fucking Nicotino plays all the time
What?
in San Jose.
The
Fucking
Avalon.
The
Yeah.
Avalon.
It was
doesn't
at,
exist
it was at
anymore.
the Avalon, and
Now it's a
fucking-
place where they do
Gone,
dialysis.
dude. Why do you gotta
Okay.
bring up sad shit
So,
for? It's
anyways-
gone.
Anyways, it was Under Oath at the Avalon.
Fucking
The
anyways.
entire fucking building is filled with fucking pot smoke. And Under Oath comes on, and their lead singer just sits there and gives like a fucking 5-minute straight edge monologue and tells everybody that does drugs that they're a piece of shit.
Well, he's a Christian.
It was
Yeah,
probably
probably
more
what
like,
they do.
hey, guys, you should think about maybe just not doing drugs.
No,
Because you're
no,
fucking
no, no.
17 and you should not smoke pot because it
No,
makes you
he-
retarded.
He was
And then you become
not-
Tim Morris. Go ahead.
No, he was not fucking anything like that. It was like it was straight up an attack on people that fucking do drugs and drink.
Well, he must not like his audience because I bet
Oh, damn it, Joe.
Exactly. He fucking was not
Cotton Eye
catering
Joe.
to his audience at all.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Joe, go sit right next to Tim and then talk into his mic every once in a while.
Or punch him in the face.
Every
just
once
wanna
in a
see
while.
some
Just
action.
every once in a while.
I just
Joe's
wanna
playing
punch
with
him
a
in the
ball
face
in a
every
cup
once in
right
while.
now from Family Guy, and I think maybe he should hit Tim with it.
That would be pretty awesome.
If
Did
Tim
you say ball
if
in a
he
cup
passes
from
out-
Family Guy?
yeah, if Tim passes out, then you get a spot. That's how it works in here.
You can just lean over his pass.
You don't even want to know what fucking Bert did to get in here. He killed
he-
like 2 guys.
He drugged Joe's beer without Joe knowing, without being here.
It's pretty impressive, really.
Yeah, it is.
It was sent here.
Awkward silence.
There's one thing I like drinking about is beer.
It's square.
That was
Got
a
any more
great
of
joke.
those?
Beer's bad
Yeah.
for you. You shouldn't
Rich.
drink it.
I'm very chock full of legitimate and
Speaking of which,
well placed humor.
the fuck.
I heard
And he has problems, so he needs the beer.
yeah,
Yeah,
beer's super
exactly.
bad for you. You should go to whiskey.
Or tequila. I like tequila.
Well, if there is whiskey, I would like some. I would like some of that. Yes.
There's some on top of the refrigerator. You
Okay.
should chug all of it.
I didn't tell you the reason why I went through
tequila
this
or
big
whiskey?
change and bought a Prius was
Whiskey.
because I am now a
There's no
paraplegic.
Mexicans that live here.
Can't walk.
Kirkland, though.
Yeah, Kirkland whiskey, Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
God bless America and Canada.
God bless America, where everything is not from America.
Canada, you're lucky that you get to exist.
Free healthcare, fuck.
Everyone's like, Canada's really great. You know why Canada's great is because our military makes it so they don't get attacked. So they don't really have to spend any money on defense.
Yeah, apparently we do. I don't know that you.
We got them. I mean, what is someone gonna attack Canada like we're right here?
I'm kind of curious to know what their military's like.
They're probably
it's really
chill
cute.
As fuck.
They have a nice, they ride horses.
They play hockey. That's the only time.
That's their
they're ever
police
mean.
force.
The Mounties?
Yeah, that's their police force. That's not their military.
Yeah, I assume it's probably the same thing.
Yeah, I think the Mounties are only like their sheriff's department.
One way or another, it involves maple syrup.
Yeah, Mounties aren't even like their whole police department. That's like
the sheriff.
That's like how in Texas we have the fucking Texas Rangers.
Ooh.
Man, when you feel like strongly about something, you fucking like your voice goes up like 2 levels, and you're like the fucking Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
He has very strong convictions.
Learn your words.
God damn it, dude. Joe, I just feel like Joe just kind of like he cut in on your rap. Like if this is like 8 Mile, you have to kill him. I'll be here all night doing jokes.
I just mock killed Joe.
I think we all need to go ahead and begin to shut our mouths and shut the fuck up. And
was it cigarette time again?
Oh no,
I'm down. Damn.
You know what's really really good for a podcast? Everyone just shut up.
Everybody, just shut the fuck up. Moment of silence for all those people that are shutting the fuck up.
It's a soothing sound of silence.
You know what's really good for a podcast? When I have to piss and Joe takes over my mic and headphones for me for a few minutes.
Did you just get up like 3 seconds ago?
No,
not for that.
All right, well I don't like you anyway.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Fuck out of here, eh?
Joe, this is your time to shine. If you'd like to get on, maybe do a rap.
All right, rap battle. Joe.
You know what? Talk about Donald Trump. You love Donald Trump. Good. Good. No.
One thing I like about Donald Trump is that he is a human that like exists on the planet Earth.
He likes McDonald's, and I like McDonald's.
Well, I mean that's all debatable.
Conspiracies. Well, is he not? I mean,
Oh,
I don't think you
Jesus.
can prove he's not a human.
I mean, have you seen that guy's hair? Something's not real. There's
If
like
you're gonna make
shit
fun of
growing out
men with
his
no
head,
pattern
but that
baldness
shit ain't
that are
hair.
trying to
Probably
cover
a
it up,
reptilian.
and that's probably a very insecure thought of your own,
He's
and
probably
very
a
mean
reptile.
towards people that would potentially.
He
be friends
hasn't
like myself.
accepted that he's losing his hair yet.
Oh, bro,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
so
Like,
sorry.
I might one day wear a toupee.
No, I'm
because
sorry,
I'm
you're-
inconsistent with my faith and the way my head looks. You know. And
You-
Mr.
see,
Donald
that's the
Trump
thing.
finally said, "You know
you
what? I'm
need to
wearing
just
a
rock
toupee."
it, and you got it because you have that confidence. Where
He gives me hope that a giant asshole like myself
Honestly,
could be
though,
president.
I don't even know if he's just going bald. I think he just grows like fur, like
Fur.
Do you think his hair is real? It's just like that.
He's part dog
I
or
don't
something.
fucking know.
He's
I
good.
think
He has
I
bald
don't-
on the top. He's wearing a
I
toupee.
think that's like one of the
attached.
the big new the wonders of the world now is like Trump's hair. Like,
Well, how much do you think he spends
it's
on it?
definitely not, like fake, but it's
What if
like
it's not? What if he has like implants? And
fake?
it's
but,
like,
but we
But
don't
it's
know
real.
if it's fake.
we don't know anything about.
Anyway, the Dow Jones
This
is
a
down
big,
like 30
important-
points.
You gotta, when we're talking
But
politics,
what's his hair like?
That's Obama's fault.
Well, it is because he didn't.
Hey, but if
have
it goes up, it's Trump's win. Hey,
Hey,
What I'm
yeah, that's
saying-
how.
and when you make your own rules, like the game's
you're
great.
right.
Oh no, I still blame everything bad on Bush.
But that's how I play Monopoly. I change the rules and people have to listen to me because it's my house.
Oh man, yeah, I know you just got free parking, but new rule that goes to me.
Yep. And anybody Mexican here.
I'll
needs-
just go ahead and
needs
be
to
the
go home.
banker, but when I buy
you-
property, it's about my own money.
You can't stay in my house.
If you'd
and
like
I'm gonna
to,
build a wall in front of my door.
if you'd like to rent the property, that's great. But it's gone up like 35%. So like,
Yeah.
it's $45,000 a year.
What?
did you hit that yet?
Did you hit that yet?
Fucking hand.
The thing in your fucking hand. Hey, dipshit!
And never give me things again, because I'm gonna hold in my
Don't
hand
ask
and
me
you're not getting them back.
questions with hand motions and gestures. It's just very, you know.
I love
No.
how you just looked around the whole room for the thing in your hand.
Oh shit! Where'd I put it? Oh, it's right here.
You looked at me and you're like, you make a motion with your hand. It means nothing.
Yeah, and then I asked, "Did you hit that yet?" And you started looking around
That
the
is-
room when there's
what does that
weed
mean?
in your hand.
I
That
went
could
to a
mean
lot of shows
anything.
when I was really younger, and I like to stand right in front of the PA, so I don't hear that good.
I did the same thing, and I worked at the airport around jet engines.
I remember-
and
remember when you
still
fell out
hear
of that
it
airplane?
great.
What
Yeah,
the
that
shit,
was
Tim?
fucking beautiful.
Tim fell out of
Well,
a
do
fucking
shit, Tim.
747,
Tim
and
is the
he should
world's
be
most-
dead. We were all hoping, but it didn't happen.
I fell out of a 747 and lived to tell about it.
Tim is the world's most indestructible man. As a matter of fact, he's lost none of his hearing. It's only improved. While standing next to 100-watt amplifiers through a 1,000-watt PA system.
And 747.
And 747s, people.
Jets.
Tim is indestructible.
You're the only guy to fall out of a
He must be
747 and
from
quit your
planet
job
Krypton,
immediately.
But he does not keep himself well.
Wait, was it United? Did he actually get pushed? Be real.
No, I fell out of a
Jesus,
Mexicana
not everything's a
7
conspiracy there, flat earther.
I fell out of a 747, a Mexicana 747, flat onto my ass.
Yeah, he was an employee. He wasn't a customer.
He
They
wasn't
need
a
their
Mexicana
customers,
or
not their-
anything.
Not their employees. They need the employees
My
to
question
work,
still
to
stands.
be
He was a
customers.
Whitecana.
They
What's
need
the question?
I don't remember.
Yeah, they need
All right.
their employees
So-
to be able to. Okay.
I'll break it down for you.
What
I
was it?
worked at the airport for about a year, and while I was working there, I loaded airplanes and helped them come in for landings and fucking plugged in all the bullshit, emptied the toilets, all that bullshit. So one day I was taking the luggage off of a 747, and it was pouring down rain, and I had about an inch or two to stand on, and my feet slipped out from under me, and I fell about 15 to 20 feet to the fucking pavement on my ass.
I fell in the shower once.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
That is the
Uh-oh, hot
perfect fucking
dog.
response to that story. Thank you.
I fell in the shower with. Hurt my
You know what? The other day I tripped and I got a boo-boo on my leg.
No, honestly,
So, like, we're living the same life.
I would
I know your
much
pain.
rather have that response than someone stare at me and be like, "Oh my god, how did
Yeah.
that happen?"
Costco
I
surprise, bro.
just fucking told you.
I just want to say I was looking at socks today, just right now, 5 seconds ago, and
These are-
Costco is legit.
There's like 4
Hey,
different colors.
Costco.
You got the same ones?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those blue ones are fucking lit, dude. I don't even use that word. That's how good
Costco's
they
the
are.
worst, man. I can't go in there without like buying things I don't need. Oh, that looks awesome, and it's really cheap.
Like
That's how
like
they
a
get
$1,000
you.
drone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what like Costco sounds like a good idea, but like you don't leave there spending anything less than $100 just for one person.
It's like going to Target. You know the shit you need is going to be cheap, but you know you're going to come out with 5 extra things.
Well, this is what I kind of want to do at some point. Is where like when you're settled and everything, like go to a Costco or Sam's Club where they one day have a sale on underpants and shit like that, and buy like
Hold on,
fucking
Bryce.
years worth of
We don't
shit.
talk about Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Well, we're from
Them's-
Costco around
them's fighting
here.
words.
they used to be a sponsor, and then they're
I'd
out.
take advantage of it
Yeah,
if they had
yeah.
both, especially.
Remember back when we didn't have a podcast, they were a sponsor of that. They just really want us to not have one.
Yeah.
They were paying me.
And then they stopped paying, so we said, okay.
You understand
Time
what
to
I've
do a
given up for you
podcast.
people? They were paying me not to do this. What we're doing right now. They were paying me.
Yeah, you didn't give up shit. They stopped paying you, so you did
Worship
the podcast.
me, Tim.
I don't worship anything.
I think I'm gonna start a tariff on this passing back of the marijuana.
Trying to cover, but I couldn't.
What was that?
I'm gonna start a tariff on the passing back of the marijuana. I'm kind of like a
No
middleman now.
taxation without
Three-
representation.
three-
I'm pretty sure this whole
what
country
do we-
was formed on that.
I
Hey,
ask
you
you
see
this.
this?
What?
This is,
Piece of shit.
this is not the same country. This
What
is
are we-
thi-
God
we've got
damn
a
it.
gap here.
Embargo line?
Got a gap. This is Burt land.
No. Hold on.
Do you fall into the game?
Make this worth
I
it. How
could.
much are you charging?
5 peanuts.
Holy shit, Bert! You
Yeah,
can't
no,
you can't
no,
impose a tariff
Hold up.
and then say 5 peanuts.
Yeah, no, we need a monetary value.
this is
here.
serious shit.
Yeah, we need a monetary value, and a bag of Takis does not equal 5 peanuts.
You're right. It's like 10 times that value.
Yeah, what are you, an
Right.
asshole?
Get away from my
No.
Takis.
No.
I could basically take the country
Takis.
from with those
No,
Takis.
real talk. Give a monetary value.
Manifestation.
Give a monetary value that you would
Manifest destiny. That's what I meant to say.
give a monetary value that you would be comfortable being paid to pass a pipe back and forth.
Well, I'm just gonna
Five
say
peanuts.
$13.95 an hour.
No, I said monetary, like money.
I'm not paying that tariff.
$13.95 is a monetary value.
You said peanuts. Again.
Fine.
Okay, peanuts
you want,
are worth
you
money.
want $1
and-
on that. Dollar amount. Here we go.
Shit.
Bert.
It's gonna
I'm
be
not paying that.
$29.95 for each pass
Why 95 when you go 99?
And
because it makes you think it's less than what it is.
Joe, from now
Nine
on,
is what
you're,
99
you're,
does.
you're handing it to Bryce.
Huh?
95 is some new age
Oh,
hippie
sorry.
shit.
No, 95 is when we've marked it down a little bit
Hey man,
because it's
it
not
used to
working
be
right.
$4.99, now it's $4.95. So we got you in that 4 cents. No big deal.
MBD.
Now,
dude.
if
Unless
the
you
room,
need toilet paper, that's
that-
extra
you know what?
charge too.
$29.95. How big's the room? Though?
What are you
You,
fucking
you're
talking
sitting in the room.
about? You are the room.
This room? No, that's not worth $29.95.
Well, then you better get your ass off your goddamn.
That's between
ass
Joe
and
and
pass it
Bryce.
yourself.
You gotta get your ass off your goddamn ass, dude. Now.
I'm not paying that tariff.
I'm not
and
sure how that works.
Because you're trying to impose it on me, I'm kind of angered, and I want your territory now so that I can control the trade route.
Revolution.
I've got
Bryce is a
I've got
history
bigger
major.
nukes than you.
I'm going to
so.
invade right now. Take your fucking talkies.
Right, where's
And
my
now I
peanuts?
have leverage through resources.
You know what this
Now
reminds
I'm
me of? The
taking
War of
trade route.
1895, when the French.
Bryce has annexed the talkies.
I have not annexed them. I have stolen them outright. I led an assault.
Okay.
And now I possess them.
The political term that makes it okay is annexed.
No, we're at war. This is a mission.
I'm just taking your shit.
Yeah. Operation Overlord, man.
War's starting.
You're talking about annexing, and we're at war.
Just remember, Bryce. I
move
rub
very
my
fast.
balls
I move
all
very
over
fast.
those Takis.
That's okay. They're
All of
wrapped.
them.
I like how Bryce just stole your shit. He's like, these are mine now. Thanks for bringing those, man. That was really nice. of you.
Wait, are they open yet?
You have enough to share with the class?
No, of course no.
They're not open yet? Then I'm comfortable with them having balls.
I was
all
gonna
over
say,
them.
like,
I'm
I
not
do have
eating
enough
the
to share with the
wrapper.
class,
They are not
but
open
I'm not
because
going
I
to.
won't
I forgot to
value.
tell you, like, as soon as you sat down at the microphone, everything that you own is now owned by everyone
Oh.
here.
I didn't.
It's like a cult.
I didn't sign the waiver.
Also, the FBI is coming, and we're going to fight them off with machine guns.
I'm not sharing my beer.
Machine guns.
Also, I am Jesus Christ.
Amen.
God
Oh,
bless
amen.
America.
Amen.
This is really cool. How much is it?
29 something.
That's
so
too
30
much.
bucks.
Don't do that next time.
Fuck you. It's cool as shit.
It's a little game you could play. Okay, there's like a little vaporizer pen that when you hit it, it
Max.
runs a number up of how long it
It
takes.
goes
till
up
you're
to
hitting
10
it.
seconds,
Oh.
and then it shuts off, and you can change the
God
voltage.
damn it! I thought it was like unlimited because then it could be a little game.
This was
No.
something
Well,
we talked about
isn't
earlier.
that
I
one
think.
like PAX one? You can like play games and shit on it.
No.
Yes. They have like it's like a
But,
PAX thing. It's got like a little star thing on it.
See,
and you
Look,
do,
I don't know
like,
what the fuck you guys are
weird
smoking in
fucking shit.
Russia,
I don't fucking smoke.
but here in
so
America,
Pass
we
that-
smoke whatever the fuck this is.
Pass that back this way. Let me see.
it looks like a.
Nah, I think I'm gonna
little
keep it.
tiny
No,
robot
let's
penis.
try.
Thanks for
full-
buying that for me, dude.
Let's try full voltage and see how this.
Oh, you throw up to FV?
Yep.
Nice.
Good old FV.
Good old FV.
Let's see. It goes up to 5 volts.
That's
We've
a
all
lot of
lost
volts.
interest.
What do the pins go to?
4.8.
It goes like 0.2 higher.
Oh yeah, but it's got a cool like digital readout, so like you feel like
I like how
the
everything's
future.
got to be fucking like digitalized and.
we've digitalized your weed
I know.
and your cigarettes.
This is one of the most basic fucking things. Just smoke a
That's
fucking
harsh
joint.
as
Eventually, you're gonna have one of those. You're gonna hit that, and
But
you're
no,
gonna like it's
you've got to have
alcohol.
this like robotically
Do not
controlled,
hit it as long as you did last
enhanced marijuana smoking
Rip it.
device. Just fucking
pass it.
smoke a goddamn
Pass it to
blunt.
Bryce.
What is happening to
Bryce
America?
charging
God damn, that's what I'm gonna run for president on. Just
Okay,
smoke a
Joe,
goddamn blunt, America.
You just fucking you owe Bert money now.
There's no money.
We only pay in.
He was supposed to just hand it to you. Now he owes Bert money.
We pay in
That's total
spears and
war,
skulls.
man.
That's gonna be a lot heavier.
That's
so
a
just hit it
$14.95
last time, Bryce.
transaction fee, and then
Straight
if
up
you
cigar.
wanted to run your card,
Don't hit
Hey,
it as
it's
long
all
as
right.
$3.
It's all right. This is all like going on credit for you guys. You guys get to pay the interest later.
oh man, that's really nice of you, man. Like, I don't have great credit, so thanks for not running it.
Yeah, I'm American. That's what I do.
Yeah, right. That's fucking cool, right?
Dude, it's like 0.2 hard.
Oh, dude's way stronger. It's so much stronger. It's bitter.
so strong. So strong, dude. It's so
You know, I was hearing it earlier, and I was like,